what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddamn!
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, there's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama brutality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding, every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time, point me to the limelight, mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay, all the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's never been
fucking
anybody.
wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some mother effing Coach K, Duke, full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to both of my channels. And please don't forget to ring those noti bells so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. Ham Rothstein.
I didn't stutter.
A.k.a. GOAT Thriller.
I didn't stutter.
A.k.a. the motherfucking Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen of Wolf Chat, welcome back. Now, first things first. First things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on both of my YouTube accounts. Make sure y'all put some comments in the comment section to let me know that you're slipping and sliding with your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Also, shout out to everybody else on social media. That entails Facebook. Shout out to everybody on there for checking out the show. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. What's popping? How are y'all? Shout out to everybody on the gram, and I mean the gram. And also, shout out to everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, I said it was popping. Make sure y'all put some popcorn emojis in this bitch, man, because I just had to come on and get my little old 2 cents about this topic, because I've been taken aback. And it kind of seems like your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, tends to ruffles, some of you people feathers about your favorite boxer or your favorite athlete, whatever. I just speak my truth, because once again, if you are new to my channel and if you've been rocking with your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, then you would know I'm not really a guy that has a lot of feelings, right? And I'm a guy that lets everybody, and I repeat, everybody, have their own fucking opinion on my channel, right? That is one of the main reasons why it's called the Yeah, I Said It podcast. I don't give a damn if you agree or disagree. In fact, I would rather for you to disagree with your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, because I just love to debate. I mean, that's just my MO. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, it seems like I ruffled a couple of feathers. What was it, last weekend? Whenever I made this video. And once again, YouTube, I do own the rights to this content, but this is for educational purposes only. As a matter of fact, let me zoom in on this shit, because I want y'all to be able to listen to what I said, right? And then I'm going to read a few of these comments. And then I'm going to paint these pictures so vividly with my words. DJ E-Thriller, roll that clip. Once again, congratulations to the champ, Oleksandr Usyk, for putting on another impressive, dominating performance against the Gypsy King and Tyson Fury. This man is one of, if not the baddest motherfuckers the sport of boxing has ever seen. Yeah, I said it. You want to talk about having an engine. You want to talk about being able to make adjustments on the fly. You want to talk about little subtle feints and foot feints. I mean, this dude is the heavyweight version of Vasily Lomachenko. Yeah, I said it. This dude don't never stop moving. And one thing about this dude, even when you think he hurt, even when it appears that he's slowing down, he just keeps chugging along. Chick, 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 chick. Choo, choo. And shout out to Usyk once again. Congratulations to the champ. You still undisputed in my eyes. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. Facts. He threw a big facts. Once again, congratulations. All right, man. So that's basically what your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, had to say after Oleksandr Usyk went out there and put on another masterful performance. I mean, I cannot say enough about that guy, man. Like, even when you think the fight appears to be close, if you just go back and rewatch that fight in slow motion and see like the little subtle movements, the little foot feints, the little, you know what I'm saying, the little feints with his hands, the way he's always jostling for that lead hand position to get Fury off balance, the way that he was tagging him with that jab to the body, and then he was coming over the top with that straight left hand all night long. I'm talking about a master at controlling the range and distance, a master of just being stoic. Like, you never know when he's hurt. You never know when he appears to be flustered. You just never see anything going on with the pound for pound king in my eyes. Yeah, I said it. And it seems like to me, my title in the video that I made on TikTok and YouTube and beyond on social media, it ruffled a couple of people's feathers, right? Because the title clearly states, congratulations to Usyk, who is definitely #1 pound for pound king. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. And shout out to one of my subscribers, man. Once again, this ain't personal. This is just boxing talk. So I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but y'all know me. I'm not the motherfucker that's going to tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm the nigga on YouTube that's going to tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Facts, C-Thriller, more facts. But the comment reads about 4 days ago. Shout out to C Mayo. Once again, this ain't personal. We just talking shit. But this man stated Usyk #2, only because heavyweights, casuals cannot be considered pound for pound. You a casual if you don't know this, with the shake of my head emoji 100 laughing emoji. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me see what I said to this dude. Shout out to C Mayo. I said he cleaned out the cruiserweight division as well, you Neanderthal. Plus, he just beat a motherfucker who outweighed him by 60 fucking pounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, but I want to focus on something that he said, and a lot of people have been saying in the comments all across social media and beyond, right? Because there's been this narrative. And I don't know where this shit comes from, right? I don't know who created this criteria or this standard in order to be #1 pound for pound, or in order to be ranked on a pound for pound list, you can't be a heavyweight. Because the last time I checked, would you motherfuckers believe your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, as I remove this banner, if I were to tell you that Iron Mike Tyson was the first Ring Magazine heavyweight champion to be ranked #1 in the top 10 pound for pound list in 1989. Yeah, I said it. And if you don't believe me, you already know your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. I got the receipts. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all this shit, because this narrative, whoever created this dumbass shit, whoever thought this shit was cool because, oh, the lighter guys, we can only talk about them and the heavyweights don't count, is bullshit. Because as you can clearly see, it states the first #1 pound for pound boxer in a Ring magazine was Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champion. The Ring began ranking the top 10 pound for pound boxers in 1989. Pound for pound rankings are based on fighters' skills. Say it with me. A fighter's skills, achievements, and performances relative to their weight class. It doesn't say anything about, oh, heavyweights can't be on a pound for pound list. It doesn't say anything about this dumbass shit that a lot of you motherfuckers that think you know everything about the sport of boxing has been saying in these comment sections, right? To shit on and to diminish the great Oleksandr Usyk and his performances versus a Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and the list goes on, right? And then it also states they are subjective and often debated among fans, analysts, and experts. Right? So I say all that to say, where did this bullshit come from? Well, a lot of you motherfuckers keep saying that Oleksandr Usyk can't be ranked number one pound for pound over Terence Bud Crawford, who is my favorite fucking fighter in the sport. Y'all know I am the king of rooting for Terence Bud Crawford. I am a guy that has been on the very fucking front line to this day, the first nigga on the front line. You feel what I'm saying? I always been supportive of Terence Crawford, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be a fucking fanboy and lie and spread propaganda if I really don't believe the bullshit that I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Just to appease some of you goofy ass, bias ass Neanderthals. Because in my honest opinion, how the hell can Terence Bud Crawford, who is phenomenal, the man gives you everything. He gives you the sweet science in the ring. He's a guy that can fight orthodox. He's a guy that can switch to southpaw. He's a guy that can fight on the inside. He's a guy that can fight medium to long range. He is a guy that has one of, if not the best jabs in the business. You feel what I'm saying? He is a guy that has power, pop, and literally both of his fucking fists. Facts, see through more facts. He is a guy that can do it all. Every time they say that Terence Bud Crawford can't do something, it seems like this man makes it a point to show y'all that he can do it. Kind of similar to what happened on July the 29th. Because a lot of you motherfucking aerosexuals, things like that. We're going to put your ass in the pot. Boy, you... My family from Jamaica, all we do is eat crawfish and things like that. Shit and things like that. Facts, thriller, more facts. A lot of you goofy ass motherfuckers was running around here saying prior to the fight of the fucking century between Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., aka the biggest, the big fish, a guy that the sport of boxing is in desperate need of, a guy that YouTube streets, we're dying to get something from Errol Spence Jr. and things like that. We are itching and salivating for this man to come back to the sport, y'all. But a lot of you motherfuckers was running around here saying that Terence Bud Crawford don't know how to fight on the inside. A lot of you motherfuckers was running around here saying that Terence Bud Crawford doesn't have a jab. He's not going to be able to deal with the volume. How is he going to be able to jab with the best jabber in the game at the present moment in time in Errol Spence Jr.? A lot of you goofy ass motherfuckers was saying that. And would you believe me if I were to tell you that Terence Bud Crawford is so great? I'm not taking anything away from him. He beat the man at his own game. He beat Errol Spence at his own game. He wasn't running around the ring playing run, saying no, you and them boys. No, he was stepping just like Errol claimed he was going. When that bell rang, I'm gonna be stepping. His crap see his man down, put his dick in the dirt. Remember when Errol Spence was saying all this shit prior to July the 29th? And Terence Bud Crawford went out there and put on that fucking virtuoso. I haven't forgotten about any of that. In fact, I haven't even forgot about the performance against Israel Madrimov, the feint master, a guy that was so fucking jittery, a guy that just scrapped his whole game plan because he knew at the end of the day, he couldn't get in the ring being all loosey-goosey and being lackluster and careless with the great Terence Bud Crawford, arguably the best counterpuncher in the sport of boxing. Yeah, I said it. He knew that he couldn't come in there lunging forward, throwing crazy ass hooks and uppercuts because he would have went to sleep experts. So make no mistake about it. Your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. I haven't forgot about Terence Bud Crawford and his greatness. But I mean, my Lord, the man only is fighting one time a fucking year now. I mean, what do y'all want me to say? What do y'all want your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, to say? And meanwhile, you have a guy like Oleksandr Usyk, who has been going in dudes' backyards and taking scraps from them, who just beat one of, if not the greatest heavyweights. This is what the boxing pundits were saying prior to Oleksandr Usyk facing Tyson Fury. They were saying that this man was better than Muhammad Ali. They were saying that this man was better than Iron Mike Tyson. They were saying that this man was better than Evander Holyfield. They were saying that this man was better than Lennox Lewis. They were saying that this man was better than Jack Johnson and all these other George Foreman, all these other great ass heavyweights from the 60s all the way up to the 2000s, right? This is what they were saying about this guy. And we already know the demolition, the goddamn ass whipping that he put on Deontay Wilder, Pastor Wilder, God bless him, but he beat the dog shit out of him. And that just heightened his goddamn cachet and his prestige and his mystique all over these fucking boxing streets. You even had guys like Shakur Stevenson, who you really can't tell shit to because he feel like he knows everything. He even said that he felt like Muhammad Ali wouldn't be able to touch this guy, right? So I say all that to say we can't discredit the great Oleksandr Usyk, a guy that moved up from cruiserweight. This is not a natural heavyweight. Hell, the man even said after the fight, look, I'm thinking about moving back down to cruiserweight because it's kind of hard for me to make the weight. I'm constantly eating, I'm getting, drinking the proteins and all that type shit. I want to go back down to cruiserweight and conquer that division all over again. And if that ain't the definition of pound for pound, then let me just say this. Tyson Fury weighed in at 280 plus pounds at the fucking weigh-in, y'all. And if I'm not mistaken, Oleksandr Usyk came in at what, 225, 221, 226 or something like that. I believe he came in, 5 pounds heavier prior to the first fight in this second time around. So the man was technically outweighed by 50 to 60 pounds. But the man didn't bitch and moan. The man didn't complain. The man found a way to get it done time after time after time again, right? In Tyson Fury, a lot of people are making excuses for him, and I'm not going to ostracize the guy. I'm not going to cast any aspersions on Tyson Fury. I feel like he looked phenomenal in this rematch. Hell, going into this rematch, he had me nervous because he appeared to be extremely focused prior to the first fucking fight, because the first fucking fight, he was sticking his tongue out and just talking a whole bunch of shit, but he seemed way more subdued heading into this rematch. And I love this game plan. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a beat. I love Tyson Fury's game plan because I feel like in order to win that fight, he was going to have to stand his ground. He shouldn't want to be bouncing all over the ring and moving, because you got to go in there and impose your size and your will and your girth on a guy that's a naturally smaller guy. And the man tried to do that, right? He tried to do that from rounds 1 all the way through round 12. But at the end of the day, it's just a testament to Oleksandr Usyk's greatness, y'all. The way that the man can adapt on the fly, the way that he makes adjustments, just little subtle adjustments, the way that he's able to keep his composure and stay calm through all the dirty tactics that Tyson Fury was trying to pull, like all the below the belts, hitting him behind the head, holding his head down by his neck and punching with uppercuts. I mean, Tyson Fury tried it all. He tried it all. But at the end of the day, like I said in my short, Oleksandr Usyk, even though he's the much smaller guy, even though he's not a guy that packs a big punch, even though he's a guy that appears to get, shaken a little bit by body punches, he just keeps chugging along. Chick, 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 chick. Two.
I'm focused, man.
The man is the engine that this man got. I don't think y'all giving this man enough credit for it, man. And at the end of the day, for anybody to say that this man isn't worthy of being number 1 pound for pound just because he's fighting in the heavyweight division, it's laughable to say the best. Because look, man, as this states right here, it says pound for pound rankings are based on a fighter's skill, meaning, yeah, he's a heavyweight right now, but as a hypothetical, let's just say for the sake of the argument, if him and Terence Crawford were in the same weight class, you mean to sit up here and tell me, based off of what most people seen, not me, but most people felt like Terence Crawford struggled against Israel Madrimov. A guy that was very patient, a guy that was fainting the whole fucking time, a guy that had a little bit of power, who had a little bit more size than Terence Crawford, had excellent footwork. You mean to sit up here and tell me with a straight face, if you know anything about the sport of boxing, that if Oleksandr Usyk and Terence Crawford were in the same respective weight class, there wouldn't be no slobber knocker? I wait. I will fucking wait.
I'm focused, man.
Because look, man, I don't know. I mean, this is a hypothetical. This is how your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, is feeling. But I feel like if that fight were to happen, man, I don't know. I feel like, man, if everything is on the up and up, I might lean towards Usyk. Because I've said all the time, I said time and time after time again, that Terence Crawford, as great as he is, he struggles against guys who are counter punchers, who are patient, who is going to make him take the lead first. Didn't you watch the Sean Porter fight? Didn't you watch the Igis Kavalauskas fight? Didn't you watch the Jokeris Gamboa fight? Those are some of the fights where Terence Crawford struggled at times throughout the entirety of those fights, right? Or in little spurts, because these guys were super patient and they made Bud be first. And I can easily see a guy with the skill set, with the defensive prowess. He's just a tactician. He does everything right. He ain't just great at one thing. He's great at every fucking thing, right? And Oleksandr Usyk, I can see in a hypothetical matchup, this guy frustrating Terence Crawford and basically outboxing him. I can see that. I don't know how y'all feel about that shit, but I can definitely see Oleksandr Usyk being able to frustrate and outbox a Terence Crawford. And I know that sounds sacrilegious coming from your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. But your boy E Thriller, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been watching a whole lot of film, and I just feel like at the end of the day, man, Oleksandr Usyk is a fucking generational talent. He's a generational talent. Like, I know he ain't really, the optics of it don't look good, and the herky-jerky and the bouncing from side to side kind of reminds you of Vasily Lomachenko. You feel what I'm saying? And I know it's not aesthetically pleasing was the term that I was looking for. But if you just really watch, and if you are a real purist, a boxing pugilist, like a connoisseur, then you will appreciate the shit that you're seeing from this guy, because we have yet to really see this from a guy in this fucking, in the cruiserweight division. Dare I even say the heavyweight division, the way that he's dominating and picking dudes apart with his fucking mind. Y'all, it ain't even really his physicality. It's his mind. Like, the man is literally playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. And speaking of which, Timothy Bradley is on my mind, right? Because he's one of the guys that has been on record time after time after time again, bigging up Tyson Fury, saying how great the man was, saying he don't see anybody touching this dude anytime soon. Yeah, I said it. And then as soon as Tyson Fury, who is on Top Rank Promotions, who is promoted by Frank Warren and Bob Arum, shout out to the great Bob Arum. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as he get his ass kicked twice, now all of a sudden Fury ain't the same guy. Now all of a sudden, Oleksandr Usyk isn't an all-time great. I want y'all to listen very carefully to my favorite boxing pundit, might I add. But like I told y'all on previous shows, just because he's my favorite boxing analyst in today's game right now, I ain't got to agree with every fucking thing that he say. But I want y'all to check this shit out. Shout out to Desert Storm. Matter of fact, let me like this video and let me sub to his channel. But anyway, man, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Listen to this shit, y'all. Y'all let me know in the chat. Is this hating or is he being fair? Roll that clip.
Man, and I finally sat down and watched it. But I'm gonna give y'all the real right now. First of all, I'm gonna start, and I'm not even gonna talk about the fight right now. But all this all-time great shit that's going on, all-time great. Are you kidding me, man? Look, recency bias. Just because he beat the two best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great. Usyk, that's what I'm talking about. Usyk, he is not an all-time great.
But see, we have to keep in perspective, right, ladies and gentlemen in the Wolf Chat, and shout out to the Playback Gang. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. But we have to keep into perspective, ladies and gentlemen, that Timothy Bradley is the same guy that was bigging up Tyson Fury as being an all-time great after he beat Deontay Wilder not once, but twice? He's the same guy that gave Tyson Fury an all-time great status, saying that the man would be able to compete with the Muhammad Ali's of the world, the motherfucking the Joe Frazier's, the Lennox Lewis's. You feel what I'm saying? The Larry Holmes, the Mike Tyson's. This is what they were saying about Tyson Fury. But as soon as he get his ass kicked, now all of a sudden he ain't really like that. Make it make sense.
Y'all need to stop with that. Literally has 7 fights, fought 5 guys in the heavyweight division. Okay, I can understand he got accolades. He cleaned out the division at welterweight. Not at welterweight, my bad. He cleaned out the division in the cruiserweight. I get that. Now he comes to the heavyweight. All right.
And hey, I want y'all to pay attention to something, ladies and gentlemen. This man saying that he only got 22 something fights, right? Which is cool. It's a fair point. But the last time I checked, do y'all remember a guy by the name of Vasily Lomachenko? Whenever he first came into the sport of boxing, how everybody was clamoring for him. Everybody was calling him the #1 pound-for-pound king. Everybody was saying that he was better than Muhammad Ali. He's a #1 pound-for-pound over Terence Crawford and Andre Ward and shit like that. Do y'all remember the narratives that Timothy Bradley and Bob Arum and other boxing pundits was putting out there for Vasily Lomachenko, who had currently only had, 10 or 11 fights underneath his belt professionally? Now, we know that he was a well-decorated amateur. I ain't taking taking nothing away from him. But I mean, all I'm saying is just keep that same fucking energy. You can't penalize Oleksandr Usyk for only having X amount of fights, but then you turn around and give praise to a guy in Vasily Lomachenko who hasn't accomplished what Oleksandr Usyk has accomplished, who hasn't faced the level of competition, yeah, I said it, that Oleksandr Usyk has faced thus far in his illustrious career. And, oh, by the way, the man has accomplished more in less time. You feel what I'm saying? So, Tim, you're capping, bro. You're hating. I don't know where this shit is coming from, but stop.
I would say somewhat, I wouldn't say clean out, but yeah, he beat the two best guys in the division, right? And now y'all saying he's all-time great. Only got like 22 fights? Come on, man. Wow. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop it. He a legend in his own right. But all-time great, y'all tripping. And let's talk about the fight.
But I'm trying to figure out, how can this man not be an all-time great? Fuck the accolades. Fuck what he's done in the sport of boxing. Let's just look at his skill set, y'all. I mean, it's only a handful of fighters, if that can go in the ring and pick their opponents apart, like the great Oleksandr Usyk. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about like all-time great heavyweights, all-time great cruiserweights. It's only a handful of guys that you can put in that conversation with Oleksandr Usyk, right? And Timothy Bradley, I mean, my nigga, if we keeping it a buck, we know that you just went into the Boxing Hall of Fame. But there's a lot of people that feel like, even with your fights, you know, because they robbed Manny Pacquiao in one of them fights. A lot of people feel that way. I don't feel that way, but a lot of people say that time after time again. A lot of people feel like you shouldn't even be in the Boxing Hall of Fame, right? You feel what I'm saying? So if Oleksandr Usyk is overrated, or if he isn't an all-time great, then my nigga, like, who is on this list that is just so much better than this guy that we're watching in this present generation? Because if we being honest, man, if we're looking at the top fighters in their respective generations and in their respective weight classes, Oleksandr Usyk is definitely top 5. You know, you got your Terence Bud Crawfords, you got your Canelo Alvarez's, obviously you got Oleksandr Usyk. You feel what I'm saying? It's a couple of other fighters that we could throw in there in this generation, not too many more, but this man is definitely in that conversation as being one of the guys in this generation. So how the fuck can this man not be an all-time great? I don't get it.
Let's talk about the fight. Y'all want to know what happened? No, wait, hold on. I don't even care about, you know, I didn't even get in that. Let me just tell y'all that Usyk won the fight. All right? He won the fight. But the fight was close. Hella close. It wasn't by a landslide. It wasn't by 6-7 points. The fight was hella close.
I disagree. I went back and I watched that fight in slow motion the other day, and I scored it 8 rounds to 4. Same as I did the first time watching the fight. Now, I know whenever you watch a fight, you know, the first time emotions are running high. Sometimes the commentary can be biased for said fighter. That can kind of sway your opinion or your judgment, which is why I kind of don't like coming on right after the fight, because it's fresh and I ain't really had time to sit down and see what punches landed, what didn't land, who took over, who was the ring general, you know, the ring generalship, who controlled the pace, who landed the more clear and effective punches. So I kind of like to fall back now and take a couple of days and then come back and go live and give my honest opinion on the fight that, you know, took place over the past weekend, right? So, but for him to say that the fight was extremely close, I disagree. Now, I don't know, man. Maybe a lot of people had Fury winning. I seen there was a huge outcry on TikTok. I saw there was a huge outcry on X. Shout out to everybody on social media and beyond and all these Facebook boxing groups. A lot of people did feel like Tyson Fury got robbed. I didn't see that. I saw a guy who tried to control the pace, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. He just didn't have the motor skills. He didn't have the footwork. And dare I say, the ring IQ to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk is just a better boxer. And speaking of which, I'm really getting sick and tired of Tyson Fury. And I respect the guy. I respect the skill set. And I feel like he put up a valiant effort. I'm not here to shit on him. But what I will say is this. Constructive criticism is warranted, because for him to keep making these excuses after every single time he loses to the same guy, my nigga, maybe, just maybe, you're not better than that guy. And I get it. He's in the denial stage, right? He can't seem to come to grips that there's a guy that is much smaller than him who is a superior boxer. Like, he don't even need power. It's the punches that you don't see that Oleksandr Usyk hits you with. And I hope this shit was a wake-up call for a lot of you motherfuckers that's been trying to shit on a potential mega fight at 168 pounds between Terence Crawford and a Canelo Alvarez, because I keep hearing the Canelo sexuals and all these bias ass motherfuckers that hate Terence Crawford guts don't know shit but to just hate on Terence Crawford each and every day that they wake up. I hope these two fights was a valuable lesson to a lot of you fucking Neanderthals who think, oh, Bud is going to be too small. He's not going to be able to take Canelo's punch. Oh, he's going to be outweighed on fight night and all this bullshit, because we've seen in recent history, present might I add, a guy by the name of Oleksandr Usyk who was outweighed by 50 to 60 fucking pounds by a guy who is an extraordinary boxer, might I add, as well. And he went in there and beat him. Almost, he really stopped him in the first fight. If we keeping it a buck, Oleksandr Usyk really stopped Tyson Fury in that first fight. But in typical fashion, they always say Tyson Fury. I don't know what it is about that bullshit. But at the end of the day, I hope this shit is a wake-up call for a lot of you bozos that think it's just no chance that Terence Crawford could go in the ring and outbox Canelo Alvarez, because I've said it before, and goddamn it, I'll say it again. The sport of boxing is more mental than anything. Yeah, the athleticism matters, and you feel what I'm saying, and you know, being able to make adjustments on the fly. But I all think that dials back into the mental state of boxing. And I just don't see Canelo Alvarez being a smarter fighter than Terence Bud Crawford. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but I don't see Canelo doing anything better than Bud Crawford in the ring. I don't see it. But back to the topic at hand. I digress on that. But Timothy Bradley is just capping, y'all. He just reaching like a motherfucker.
Tyson Fury, he showed up and he showed out. He did his thing. On the back end of the fight, it was a couple of swing rounds on the back end, but then I think we said the last two rounds was right there. It was like Usyk won it, right? Took those last two rounds, those last few rounds. But before that, man, it was like going back and forth, teetering back and forth. Both guys, back and forth. 1 round Usyk, 1 round Fury, 1 round Usyk. A lot of close rounds. At 8, it was like even at 8 for me, even. Fury was pressing forward in spots. Fury was letting his hands go.
But see, whenever you say Fury was letting his hands go, in my honest opinion, Fury will throw 2 shots at a time. He'll let off a 1-2, but then Oleksandr Usyk would come back with 3 to 4 or 5 punch combinations. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like at the end of the day, he outworked Tyson Fury. It is what it is. That's why I had him winning the fight, 8 rounds to 4. He just outworked the guy, similar to how he did in the first fight.
Feel me? Usyk was putting up the high guard. Fury was coming around that guard, coming underneath it, coming to the body. You know, the 5th round was a great round for Tyson Fury. A great round for him. Press forward. See, when Fury was able to operate off of feeling as opposed to the game plan, he was better off. See, some might say it's instinct. Instinct is one thing, right? You're reacting to whatever's going on. Instinct is one thing, right? But feeling is a whole different thing. A whole different thing, and the best fighters in the world. And see, and that's what makes Usyk so damn great. He off of feeling, you know, he does so much work inside the gym, right? That certain things feel a certain way. He gets used to seeing certain things, right? And he can feel certain things before they even happen. It's a feeling.
And I agree, man. I think I've said this before, and goddamn it, I'll say it again. At first, I felt like Terence Crawford was the only guy that could, you know, just flip a switch and go to a lever, and he can operate at a higher level than most other boxers, right? But I feel like there's another guy in the sport of boxing that can do that as well, and it's Usyk. Usyk is a guy that can flip a switch and just keep stepping on the gas, and he just raise the bar so fucking high to where, as great as Tyson Fury is, and he has been, he just can't get up there with it. Like, this dude is a generational talent in the sport of boxing, right? But that's basically all I wanted y'all to hear about Timothy Bradley hating ass, because in my personal opinion, this is hate. Yeah, you can say that the man is great, but then when you turn around and say that he isn't an all-time great, it's kind of like a backhanded compliment, But my thing is this. Let me get back to this pound for pound criteria because I want any of you motherfuckers that feel like heavyweights can't be ranked because of X, Y, and Z. I want to know where y'all getting this shit from. Because the last time I checked, the Ring magazine is well respected, right? Especially back in the day, like in the 80s and the 90s. And the last time I checked, according to this fucking receipt right here, as a matter of fact, let me show this shit to y'all again. Give me 1 second. Where this shit go? Mike Tyson was the number in 1989. Mike Tyson was a heavyweight champion of the world, and he was ranked number 1 pound for pound. So that goes against y'all whole narrative and this whole talking point of heavyweights can't be on the pound for pound list. Where are y'all getting this shit from? Like, who said this shit? Like, please come on and educate me because once again, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, right? I'm just a dude that just do my research and try to do my due diligence to know whatever the fuck I'm talking about whenever I go live or, getting into these boxing debates and conversations, in these dialogues. But anyway, man, that's how I feel about this shit. I feel like Oleksandr Usyk is number 1 pound for pound until further notice. Now, of course, you got your NUAs up there. You got the Terence Crawfords in the equation. You got Wolverine, Artur Beterbiev, my guy, who I love. Dimitri Bivol, even though he just lost to Beterbiev, he's still in that conversation. Of course, Canelo, even though he's been cherry picking his last 6 fucking fights, I guess you can make a case that he's still pound for pound. And a guy that doesn't get enough credit is Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. I feel like he's top 5 pound for pound. Yeah, I said it. And Naka, there's a couple of other guys that you can throw out there, but for the most part, those are the guys that are being mentioned at the top of the top. And then maybe if you want to throw Shakur in there, whatever the case may be. But that's my spiel on that shit. Let me go ahead and drop the link for anybody that want to come on and give me their honest opinion, whether you agree or disagree. I really don't give a fuck. Y'all know how your boy Ether, aka the Black Picasso, play. But before I drop this link, let me go over the panel etiquette rules. Please cut your camera on so I can authenticate who you are. And then whenever you get done, you can cut it off or you can leave it on. It's totally up to you. Rule number 2, please mute your audio until I introduce you to the rest of the panel and to the playback game. And then when you get done speaking, please mute your audio again. Rule number 3, you will have 1 minute to speak, especially if it's a big panel, and I'm going to pass the mic so we can hurry up and get to the open smoke on open panel. Rule number 4, please don't dominate the show. I think that goes without saying. And rule number 5, which is the most important rule on my show, please leave your fucking feelings at home. Now, let me go ahead and drop this link if anybody want to come on and rock with your boy E-Thriller for a little bit tonight. Let me do this, man. The link should be pinned in the chat. Don't you all click at once. But yeah, man, I got Oleksandr Usyk is number 1 pound for pound right now. Now, I reserve the right to change my mind because a wise man once told me that comes on this panel all the time, who just so happened to be my brother in real life, the General Big Fish. A man has once new information is presented, a man has every right to change his mind. So yeah, I have every reason to say, hey man, if Bud get that Canelo fight and he beats him, then Bud is back number 1 pound for pound. But until then, I got Oleksandr Usyk. I see you, Goldie Loke. All right, man, going out to the big homie, Goldie Loke. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit.
They raw Fury. Fury won that fight. God damn.
Oh my God, you still on this shit, Goldie?
I get at the Fury. Fury raw. They're raw Fury, and I'm not a Fury fan. Usyk could try to play the
victory, or did he earn the victory? Or so you giving him a victory, or did he really earn the victory? Talk to me, Goldie.
He earned that.
Okay, talk to me.
Usyk could try to do the Sugar Ray what he did with Marvin Hagler, steal a fight in the last 30 seconds, 45, 30 seconds. He'll throw some combinations at the end of the fight, try to steal a round. That's what they were giving him. I think
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You didn't just say that. Tell me you did not just say that. Are you kidding me, Goldie?
Tyson Fury hurt that man to the body all night long. Beat that body up on his ass, man.
Yeah, what round, bro? What round are you talking about? Please educate me, bro.
He come in to get that fight.
Listen, bro. You say
to the body all night.
Goldie, the shit that you're saying is so absurd. I might get flagged tonight. We might have to watch this fight. God damn it, because I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, Goldie? When did he hurt him to the body in this fight?
He did. He hit him to the body a couple times to the fight, man.
Okay, what round?
He hit him to the body. You go again. Oh, that's right. What? I say the 4th round he hit him. hit round. He hurt him to the body. Every time he hit that nigga to the body, he fold up some.
Oh my god!
He did. You know that. You
What
don't want to
is it
step
about
back.
Oleksandr Usyk that you don't like, Goldie? Because it's obvious that because we know you don't like Tyson Fury because you're a Pastor Wilder fan, right? We get it. But what is it about Oleksandr Usyk that's making you say this goofy ass shit in favor of Tyson Fury?
I say, like, I get Usyk in the first fight. He won the first fight hands down. I gave him that. But the second fight, Fury came in and beat that nigga, man. I don't give a damn. You got it. Grandmaster Earl Section on, this came on, and all that there. I don't want to hear all that crap. Fury won that fight. We should be getting ready to watch the third fight.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
saying-
to that, Goldie, I wouldn't be mad at the trilogy.
Yeah.
Because it was still a good fight, even though I scored 8 rounds to 4. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Now, honestly, it wasn't 8 rounds to 4. Hell nah. To me, the first 4 rounds of the fight, I get Tyson Fury 3-1.
Bro, and that's bullshit. How can you give Tyson Fury all first 4 rounds, bro?
I didn't say all 4 rounds. You didn't hear what I said.
Oh, okay. Repeat that out. My apologies.
See, I said the first 4 rounds, I get Tyson Fury 3-1.
Oh, okay. You had him up 3-1. I got you. Okay.
I had 3-1. So you trying to, and he won more than one more round in the whole fight, especially the 5th round. He dominated the 5th round.
So how did you score the fight? Did you score 7-5 for Fury or?
To me, I scored a 7-5 to Fury, but I would have took a draw. I would give him the draw. It wasn't no 118, all that bull crap they had. That 4th judge they had a 118 or whatever, something like that. That bull crap. It was
Did
not
you
hell.
not give Oleksandr Usyk credit for the body work that he was doing, bro? Did he not get
credit? He got credit.
I'm trying to figure out how did you maybe I need to go back and watch the fight again.
But you need to go back and watch the fight again and take your feelings out of the fight.
Oh, I need to take my feelings out the fight.
Yeah, take your fight. You sit in there. You praise the Usyk like he the best heavyweight in the hell nah.
Best heavyweight best heavyweight in the world right now. Absolutely. How is he not?
Yeah, nah. They trying to, I've been on the Joker Tower. Usyk gonna beat Evander Holyfield. He better than Ali and all of that bullshit.
Well, I didn't say all that. I don't know who's saying that shit, but I think there's a possibility he can give those guys a great fight. Absolutely. And he could possibly win.
Them boys a dog walk him. A prime Holyfield, a prime Lennox Lewis, all of that dog.
He's one of my favorite 5 fighters of all time. I love Evander. I love the real deal. But Oleksandr Usyk is that guy too, though, Goldie. We're not just gonna sit up here and act like this dude is chopped liver, bro.
Man, listen, Usyk lost to Double D. He lost to Double D. They did rob him with Double D. He got stopped to the body. He got stopped to the body.
Come on, man.
Now tell me I'm lying.
I don't know what to say, man. Q, help me out, bro. I don't know what to say to this. Like, what is your perspective on the fight and Goldie's, opinion about, what transpired? Go ahead, talk to me, bro.
Man, first of all, these BBLs is out of control.
Out of control.
They is out of control. The reason why Mr. Golden is on the angle that he is on because it threatens the fact that Oleksandr Usyk right now is pound for pound number 1, hands down. There is no debate. There is no debate. You can't compare no disrespect to Madrimov, but you can't compare no Madrimov to no fucking Tyson Fury, man. Get the fuck out of here, BBLs. Y'all got to stop this goddamn shit. And y'all talking about Bud beat everybody the whole 9 yards. Man, if Bud wants to fight Usyk, man, Usyk can fuck Bud up, man. Bud don't want that smoke, bro. Bud don't want that smoke, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm fucking with Bud right now, but he don't want that smoke with Usyk, bro. He ain't fucking with that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Y'all BBLs, y'all got to cut that shit out. Y'all got to quit dreaming.
Say Q. So in a hypothetical matchup, because I'm not sure if you heard me earlier, bro, but I kind of said the same thing as you. I feel like if they were both in the same weight class, bro, I would probably lean towards Usyk because he has all the hits and he has all the intangibles to upset a guy like Terence Crawford.
I think
he's not flawless. He's not a flawless fighter. He has holes in his game.
I believe it'll be a 50-50 fight.
Okay, then.
Man, fuck no. Y'all be hollering this 50-50 shit on matchups that don't be 50-50. First of all, Usyk gonna be the bigger man. How the fuck that's 50-50?
You missed what we said. You said
No. I'm saying if they was to fight, Usyk is automatically, but I'm saying Usyk is automatically the bigger man. So how the fuck is that 50-50?
Listen, see, that's what you're missing. We didn't say what weight class.
I'm just asking the question.
Or what? No, you didn't say. We didn't say what weight class. We didn't say he was gonna be a heavyweight or what. We said if he was in the same weight class.
Yeah, they was in the same weight.
I don't care if they be in what weight class. What part that you don't understand? Usyk will still be the automatically bigger man.
How? If they're fighting at both of them at 147, how he gonna be the one? How he gonna be the bigger man? Tell me that.
He's gonna be the naturally bigger man. What part of that you don't understand?
How? If they're fighting at 147, how he gonna be the natural bigger man? If Usyk is at 147 or 154, how he gonna be the much bigger man?
Because he didn't fought as high as heavyweight. Because he didn't fought as high as heavyweight.
No, we
Let
not
me put this in proper context. So, for example, if they were to fight at middleweight at 160, or if they were to fight at 168 or cruiserweight, like who would y'all have winning?
I say if they fight at 160, I take Bud
versus Oleksandr Usyk.
He gonna stop him, Mr. Golden.
I
Yeah, Goldie, I don't know, bro. I don't think you put enough respect on Oleksandr Usyk's name, and that man got skills, bro. He's a chess player. He ain't gonna come in there.
He not putting no respect on Bud.
That crazy shit you talking about that fight. Let me tell you something. Usyk raised his level all the way up.
Bud,
you know what I'm saying? He raised his no. Not the way that Usyk had to raise his level up against a man that weighed 295 pounds.
Man,
he weighed 295 pounds, Mr. Golden.
They robbed that man. They robbed Fury.
They robbed who?
They robbed Fury.
They ain't robbed no goddamn Fury. Fury gassed out, man.
Turn around and say that the motherfucker could have been a draw, Goldie. Like, which one is it, bro?
I said I could have took a draw. I said Fury 175.
I bet you could have, because you saw Usyk raise his level up, and he clearly outboxed Tyson Fury. He clearly beat Tyson Fury. I bet you could take a draw. I bet you could. I bet you could.
You're just happy.
I bet you could.
Fury was
you broke your damn curse.
He clipped all night long with that straight left hand. Usyk was landing it with regularity, bro. With ease.
First of all, he was the first boxer that I saw.
I would give him that.
Had some effective to the body, because everybody else tried to go to Fury's body, and that shit there don't be nothing. He's the first boxer I've seen that went to Tyson Fury's body instead of going to his body and had effect going to his body in the later rounds when he slowed down Mr. Golden.
Man, that man
the fight that you call yourself was watching, but you could have been watching.
That man beat Usyk ass, man.
That shit in the third fight, it didn't work. He gassed out. But yeah, he tried to do that shit in the first fight. I mean,
that's why he tried to come in bigger, because he thought he was going to try to lean on the man. He tried that shit way in the ninth round. He tried that shit too late, Mr. Golden. He should have tried leaning on him earlier, but instead he fell for the same trick he fell for the first time. He tried to box with the boxer.
That man came in there
and he fucked up.
working. That shit did not work. He was leaning on Usyk a lot in this fight, but Usyk, he just
he did.
bro.
He tried to lean, but I will give me that cue. He did wait too late to try to lean on his ass. He should have did that shit at the beginning. Usyk,
He waited too late to try that shit.
listen, Usyk still lost.
Hey, let me do this.
Gonna tell you that.
A couple of people that just pulled up on the panel, man. Let me go out to the General Big Fish has entered the premises. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop, yo. The General.
E3, what's going on, man?
What's going on, my brother? How are you, kind sir?
Man, I'm listening to the heated debate, man. I'm ready to jump in here, do some little cleaning up, man. I got to throw you and Q into the turnbuckles, man. I disagree wholeheartedly with what y'all talking about. So I do think Usyk is a great fighter. But like the pound for pound, everybody got a little twist on how they misunderstand, in my opinion, what pound for pound is. So you taking weight completely out the equation. So it don't matter about no moving up, moving down, who weigh 2 pounds more, who the naturally bigger man. None of that shit matters. And from my understanding, it matters about the skill set. It matters about your conditioning and all of that. So with that being said, I would take Terence Crawford all day long over Oleksandr Usyk in a hypothetical match. Terence Crawford got more skills than the boy. He got more tools in the tool belt. He probably meaner, more well conditioned. So I don't see how y'all saying that he could beat him in a hypothetical matchup. His Fury is his best opponent, which is a guy who's never in tremendous shape. I think he was in horrible condition. That was damn near like a Earl Spence getting in the ring with Terence Crawford. He wasn't at his best that night last Saturday, bro. So I just don't see it like that. The man Tyson Fury had his goddamn trunks pulled up to his eyebrows, man, so he could try to keep from getting hit in the body, man. So, like, to me, both weaknesses are for Usyk and Bud is their resumes. Like, Usyk has the better resume, hands down, in my opinion. That ain't even no question. But just the eye test, in my opinion, the better athlete, hands down, the guy with the better IQ, the guy with the better training staff is Terence Bud Crawford. I disagree with y'all.
Do you want to rebuttal that, Q, or do you want me to go?
Let's go.
Okay, so the reason why I say that Oleksandr Usyk could possibly win a fight against Terence Bud Crawford, it doesn't always come down to athleticism, General Big Fish. Let's go back to a fight with Igor Kavalauskas. He isn't the most athletic guy in the tool shed. He ain't a guy that's very, tactical, but he was very fucking patient. And I don't think, as far as like if we're talking about skill sets, he doesn't compare to a guy like Oleksandr Usyk, meaning Igor Kavalauskas. In the way that I saw him getting clipped with those shots that he was landing on Terence Bud Crawford, I think it's the shots that you don't see. Even though Bud is a master at doing that shit, so is Oleksandr Usyk, Big Fish. And I feel like he's a southpaw, and we know that Bud can switch and go, both ways. But I think, bro, that man plays chess. He don't play checkers. He played chess like Bud. And I think, man, it's going to come down to kind of, going piggybacking off your point to your engine. And whenever you talk about an engine, this dude has another level that most guys can't get to, a lot like Terence Bud Crawford, Fish. So that's why I say I will lean towards Oleksandr Usyk. And that's not to say that Bud can't win, but I'm leaning towards Usyk, bro. I'm not going to lie.
What about the gummy bear midsection that Usyk has? What about that?
That is a fair point. That is a fair point. But I just feel like even when he gets hurt, bro, you really don't know it like that. Like outside of the Daniel Dubois shit, where he was like, "Oh, okay, we seen him fall out, pass out like Ezel on Friday." He knows how to play that. He know how to play that shit out, bro. We were talking about it the other day. Like he's real stoic. You don't see any emotion, even if he appears to, well, not even appear, but even if he look like he ain't really winning that round, you would never know it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. The dude is poised, bro, and I think fighters like that give Terence Crawford fits.
I'm gonna hit you on something right quick, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's whether that Bud and Mean Green fight. Okay.
Yeah, man, shit. Yeah.
Mean Machine. Bud fought that type of fight, and he was being stubborn. He wanted to stand toe to toe instead of box. He went and stood toe to toe and slug it out with him. So that's why he was getting hit the way he was getting hit. You feel what I'm saying? And Bud stood there, he stood toe to toe that nigga ass. Got in that ring, he forgot everything he did and just fought him to give a hell of a fight and beat the living shit out of you. And Bud would have fought his type of fight he normally fight, it wouldn't have been that close. He would have never touched Bud like that.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny, Goldie, but that sounds like a personal problem to me. Like, who's fault is it?
Well, you trying to get him out all the credit when he kicked Bud at the head. Bud ate every last one of them shots and staggered that one.
It's not our fault that Bud didn't fight in his best interest, and he decided to say fuck Bo Mac game plan to go out there and just walk him down. That ain't nobody's fault.
Well, I'm just saying. So don't try to act like me.
Boy, you sound like somebody I heard last night, boy, that I'm sure looking for. I don't know where he at, Mr. COE Films. Where you at? You sound like that nigga there right now, boy.
It is shit.
Hey, but let me say this. Let me pass the mic to Blue Hustle, man. 15 Jeans Chief. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
Oh man, first of all, what I'm gonna say is happy holidays to everybody, man. Good to see you back on. You know what I mean? E3. It's been a minute, but hey, you back on, and it is what it is. And another thing I'm gonna say too is sometimes my headset be fucking up. I'm waiting on a new one, and it be fucking up, man. So I have to leave and come back.
Man, every show you waiting on a new headset.
Man, cut it out, man. They said 3 weeks, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyways, this is what I want to say, man. One thing I'm going to do right now, I can't believe this, but I'm agreeing with Big Fish on this shit, man. Except for one thing. He had his trunks up to his motherfucking neck. And let me tell you the reason why I agree with Big Fish. It's because of two things. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just tell you why.
Because he backing up Terence Crawford.
Negative. So I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna tell you the reason why. First of all, okay. Hey.
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But check it out. First of all, you know, Bud has not been in a fight to where you will ever have wondered if he won or not. Not once. But Usyk has controversial fights where you're like, oh man, did he win that fight? You know what I'm saying? Especially with the fight with Dubois. People say you lost that fight. Bud ain't had no fight like that, period. You see what I'm saying? And I understand why you're saying you feel like that, but at the same token, I'm just saying I'm still gonna keep Bud at the number one position because Usyk ain't been, you know, he moved up more than 135 to 154. You see what I'm saying? Not just that. Yeah. And not just that, you know what I'm saying? Bud got that grit, man. He got that. He's got that grit, man, to where he can fight many different ways. You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna tell you like this, I think Usyk fights pretty much his own kind of way. And if you disrupt, if you are the smart enough fighter to get in there and have the ability to disrupt what he's doing, you can beat Usyk. You see what I'm saying? And Bud has that potential. So if they both, because I'm guaranteeing you, we all gonna agree. If Bud was at the heavyweight level, who would y'all say is gonna win? Who would you say would win that fight if Bud was a heavyweight? Who wins that fight between Usyk and Bud?
Are you finished making your point?
I mean, yeah, you can answer that question.
Okay, I just didn't want to cut you out, my brother. I'm letting you cook. I don't know if you heard me earlier, bro, but I said I would lean towards Oleksandr Usyk. because I feel like Bud tends to struggle against patient fighters, and we all saw him kind of, have a tough time with the herky jerkiness of Israel Majimov. And is that man more herky jerky than Oleksandr Usyk? I wait.
I
And
don't know. I tell you this,
Oleksandr Usyk,
listen.
he has. Hold on, Blue. Let me finish. And he has phenomenal footwork. And he has phenomenal. It's not like he just textbook standard. Oh, he a straight come forward. No, he can come at you at angles. He throws combinations. He can pop shot you to death. He can fight whatever fight. And you want to talk about grit? Does Oleksandr Usyk not have grit?
Listen,
beating a nigga that weighs 60 more pounds than you, that's a superb boxer, just like yourself. That's grit, bro.
I'm gonna let me know. Okay, can I reach?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm gonna tell you just like this. Tyson Fury could have won that fight if he wouldn't have been clowning that first fight. And this is what I also agree. He was clowning in that fight, showcasing, showing off, doing certain things. He was clowning. And if he wouldn't have been doing that, no, you're right. You're right.
But the fact remains, he lost.
He lost both.
Twice. Both times.
That's what I'm trying to say. Dubois, hold on. I think Dubois will be a good fight for Usyk or Bacoli. You see what I'm saying? I think Bacoli will give that man some trouble because it will force that man.
But one thing we know about Usyk, he ain't gonna duck no smoke. We know that. He said, "Your Excellency, can you make this fight again for me?" That's what he said. But go ahead.
No, you're right. But I'm telling you right now, I think Bacoli would have that man be honest, and that would be a good fight, just like Dubois. Because Dubois, as far as I'm concerned, Dubois won that fight, but he didn't. Look, the ref said he wasn't. He didn't do a long count. I mean, it is what it is. So,
say Blue on that fight. You know what I saw? I saw Daniel Dubois take a knee. I saw Daniel Dubois didn't try to get up. I saw Daniel Dubois lost. That's what I saw. That's what's in the record books.
And that's what I saw. Hold on. You also saw that Daniel Dubois gave up. He gave up, in my personal opinion. That's what I saw.
Yeah,
you see the same thing.
Yeah, he gave up. Yeah, he straight gave up.
We in agreement. See, I understand the game, but I'm just telling you what I see right now from Dubois is he's got the heart back, and that's what it looks like. He got that heart back. He's about that grit. He's about biting down, getting in there, digging in. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for them trenches. So I mean, I'm telling you right now. I think
so Balloon, let me ask you a question. So you telling me that Israel Majimov, that win was more impressive than Usyk's win over Tyson Fury, man?
I'm
just asking. Honest question.
When it comes to skill, yes. When it comes to skill, yes. Because you had two people. You had two people that had a game plan that they actually followed through with. See, because Tyson Fury, I mean, his game plan was all fucked up on that second fight, brother. And that's what you're talking about, the second fight, correct?
I'm talking about this man came up from cruiserweight and he took out what was considered the top two heavyweights of the division twice.
Ooh,
he did it twice.
Hold on. Don't even put Anthony Johnson nowhere near that shit. Anthony Johnson was a paper champion from the beginning. That nigga was suspect from the beginning. So he wasn't a heavyweight. That nigga was fake. He was a fake heavyweight.
And not just that, man. Come on, man. Now you know.
I mean,
skills when it came
people used to try to say that shit about our boy Wilder.
But hold on, Q, let me
and you couldn't say that about him.
Can I say this, fellas? We gotta try. Well, at least me. I'm trying to exclude the resume. If we gotta include the resume, then I might have to change my answer because new information being presented. Because Usyk has beat way better competition than Terence Crawford, in my opinion. Anthony Joshua, I do agree with Mr. Golden. I'm not impressed with that check mark on Usyk's resume. But Fury, Dubois, Bellew, Yeah, that's way better than what Terence Crawford got on his resume. And Madrimov,
But okay, so
I have to blue hustle. Let me
no,
just say
my
this.
bad. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
That was now. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to cut you off. I just want to make this point. Then you got it. That fight was very close, despite what E Thriller and his legion said about a 10-2,
Man, that fight
11-1
wasn't close at all.
masterclass.
Yeah, yeah,
That fight Madrimov fight
Look,
was close.
Right.
look, man. That takes that. Listen, all I'm trying to say is that takes some skill, and for that man to just sit there and do that, because Terrence Bud Crawford, Bud had to figure him out, man. He went in there with the game plan. He admitted himself, and he still looked good in the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know why they keep saying that
hold on.
fight was
Bud didn't
good.
look too good in that fight. Hold on. I
He
can't let you
did.
get away
Damn
with
He
good in
that
that
one.
did.
fight.
Bud did
He
not
did,
look
bro.
good in that
Oh, look
fight.
damn
No,
good in
he
that
did
fight.
not.
He went in with the
No, he
game
did
plan, trying to
not.
understand him. He
Yes,
did,
he did,
fam. He
too.
did. He did. Any damn near would have knocked the nigga out. Excuse me. He would have knocked it. He would have knocked Madrimov out if Madrimov's trainer wouldn't have said, "You need to move around the ring in the 11th round," so he couldn't get knocked out. Move.
So how can you say that he couldn't even get a knockdown, Blue? His power didn't
I didn't say
translate.
that.
He couldn't
Hold
even
on,
get
hold
a
on. I never
knockdown.
once said he couldn't get
How
a
you gonna get a
knockdown. Q, go
knockout?
ahead. Now hold on, Q. Hold on.
How you
Q.
gonna get a
Hey, Blue, hold
knockout?
on a minute, Blue. Hold
Mr.
on a
Golden,
minute, Blue.
Let me
Hold
defend
on a minute,
myself because
Blue.
I never said that. Go ahead, Q.
Blue,
Go ahead, man.
Oh, I must have misunderstood.
you
I
let me
must have
get one of those.
misunderstood you then, my boy. Because I thought you said
Get one of those. Hey,
potential
Blue,
knockout.
hold
I was
on.
like, how you gonna get a knockout?
No,
He couldn't even
I
get
didn't
a
say.
knockdown.
Yeah, I didn't
Blue,
say
He
that
couldn't even
because
get a knockdown against Match Mall,
hey,
go
man,
ahead,
all
Q.
the
Madrid
money.
Mall.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
winning.
you're right. He couldn't,
That
but I
man
didn't say
wasn't
that.
running. That man was fighting. That man was
Nah,
boxing.
he
That
ran.
man wasn't
He
running.
ran the 11th round.
Hey,
He
right
ran
and
the
hold
11th
on at the
round.
end of the fight.
He ran the
Come on,
11th
man.
round for
Oh
real.
man.
Listen.
Now, y'all
When
call
his
that
trainer.
Shakur Stevenson bullshit boxing?
Hey,
You
come
say
on, man.
that ain't
Hold on,
running.
Q. Hold on, Q. Let me
You
finish
say
my
that
point.
bullshit ain't running.
Q, give me
Hold on,
30
dude.
seconds. Q, give me
Imagine
30
my
seconds real
running,
quick.
bro. He wasn't
Huh?
running. He was fainting. He was fainting like a
He was
motherfucker, bro.
fainting.
But
That nigga
hold on.
fading.
Let
He
me
was
get my 30
fading.
seconds.
Hey, hold
Let me get
on,
my
Q.
30 seconds so I can
Hey,
pass it.
Matter of fact, that's what threw Bud all the way off. The fact that the man was fainting the way he was, because
But
the
hold on, what are
man
you
never
talking
showed
about?
that
guess
in his
what?
other
Hey, guess what?
fights.
And
Q,
Bud
that's not
adjusted
my
that shit and
argument.
beat the
That's
shit
not
out
what
of
I'm
his
saying.
ass.
That's why Bud struggled in
He
that
didn't
fight,
struggle with that man at
because
all.
he didn't
Okay, so am I right?
expect that man to do
Hold
all
on.
that
Don't let me.
goddamn
Hold on.
fainting. So therefore, he
Q, I'm
wasn't
gonna ask you
looking
a
good in
question.
the
Hold on,
fight, my
Q. I
boy.
need to ask you a question because what you're saying, I
I'm
need to.
listening.
I want to debunk that right now. I'm gonna ask you this question: did his trainer tell him in the corner at the beginning of the 11th round, right when that minute he's sitting down, move around the motherfucking ring and don't stay in front of him? Did he say that to his fighter?
Moving around and running is two different things, though, Blue. Like running is what your boy Shakur do. That's running, bro.
Hold on,
No, 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 no. He
Now,
didn't say
hold on.
he
Yeah,
said
because
hit me
Matthew
with
Ball at
a
least
Hold
threw
on.
punches back.
Hold on. Now you
Shakur
know
don't
why you
throw no
quoting that.
punches back. She just run.
Hold on. Q, you gotta let me get my point across, my guy, please.
Oh, go on, get it
I
off, my
just
boy. Go on, get it off.
I just want to get my point across, and then you can say whatever you want to say, please. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you tell your fighter, do not stay in front of him, move around the fucking ring, because you seen what you seen in that 10th round. That means you're telling your fighter, don't get knocked out. Do what you got to do to survive. Because if you stand in front of him, and we all understand boxing here. We all understand what that means.
You added shit to the instructions, man. They
but
didn't say
listen,
Nah,
do
but
that
that's
the
so
what
you
it
bud
wouldn't
means,
get
brother.
knocked
listen,
Come
out.
on, man.
hold
If
on,
he
hold
said
on.
that, that's
Hey,
why
hey,
he
Hold on,
stopped
your
because
big
the
shit
nigga
is
was
when
sort of.
Bud
running.
stepped to that nigga ass,
Hey, Blue,
when Bud stepped up,
time
huh?
out, content. Let General Big Fish. I want to hear his rebuttal. Go ahead,
Hey,
General.
And can I please get after him?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, General. Say what you were saying to Blue.
Yeah, I was just saying Blue added a couple of instructions on that didn't come out the trainer's mouth. So that's what Blue hustle. That's how he
I
took
did
it.
ad lib.
And,
You damn right.
and that's what's wrong with boxing fans, man. They be adding what they
Mm-hmm.
want it to be too many times instead of what it actually is. So I
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
the
disagree.
said
Earl
what it
sexual
actually.
shit.
Hold on.
That's
I
the
did
Earl
say what it
sexual
actually
shit.
was. I did say what it was. But
Nah,
I was
you
trying to
switched.
break it down
You
the
did a
meaning of what he
remix.
Hey,
said.
man,
I understand that,
it
but I was
was a
just trying to
good
break it down to
fight.
what he meant.
It
Go
was
ahead.
a hard fight, but it
man,
wasn't no fight to where Bud Crawford just looked flawless. Bud Crawford ate too many straight rights to call it a flawless, quote unquote, looking good contest, sirs.
Man,
BBLs, you know what I'm saying? I
man,
know y'all want to
man.
believe something different,
Bud,
but you
Bud
can't
made the fight
ignore the fact
interesting.
that Bud ate those straight rights, man. Ate
Listen,
them.
Bud made the fight interesting because the simple fact that nigga did all
Oh,
the
you made
motherfuckers.
it interesting. Oh my
Listen,
God, no.
listen, hold on. I listen to you. I listen to you make your point. Let me make my point.
No.
Let me
Jesus
make my
Christ.
point.
Go ahead.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point. To
Y'all
me,
niggas.
Bud made the fight interesting because all that hurricane and jerky shit that motherfucker was doing. Come on, man. Bud stepped that nigga ass. Yeah, he ate the right hands and shit. They say Bud couldn't take the power of that shit. He ate that shit and beat his ass.
So
That man
basically,
did.
you're saying, hold on, Goldie. I'm sorry to cut you off. So you're essentially saying that Terence Crawford allowed Madrimov to lay in that right hand just to prove
No,
a point?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying he allowed he allowed him to stand in the right hand.
You
But what
said
I'm
he
saying
made the
is,
fight interesting. What you mean by
yeah,
that?
he did. He did.
What you mean by that?
Go ahead,
What I mean,
educate the panel before I go to Brim. Go ahead.
can I finish? Thank you. To me,
Absolutely.
when Bud, yes, he got hit. But when Bud stepped his ass and was putting them hands on his ass, he made that fight interesting. Because Bud had to go in there and really make the fight because Majamar will do more things than a goddamn little bit of running back on the football field. If not,
Oh
that fight
my
would have been bored
God.
as fuck.
Oh my
That fight would have been
God.
bored as hell.
So are you saying that Bud was the one that pressed the issue to make the fight more exciting? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to say?
yes, to me, yes.
Because I thought you were saying he allowed Madrimov to lay in that
No,
right hand to make it more. I thought
no.
I
I
missed.
wasn't saying it. No, he
I got
he
you.
made he, so he made the fight more interesting. Cause Bud could have laid back and just pot shot, but Bud stepped to his ass and made the fight. Cause Magic Mall wasn't trying to throw no punches.
Mm-mm.
You know what
He
I'm saying?
stepped to him in the 11th round when Bomac told him to step to him in the 11th round because he struggled with him the other rounds.
He did
Because he
not.
struggled with him the other
He
rounds.
did not. That
He
man beat the
struggled
shit
with
out of
him the
Magic
other
Mall.
rounds. Yes, he did.
That
Yes,
man
he
beat the shit out of
did.
Magic Mall, man.
Come on, let me go and get in there and explain something
Oh,
now.
Hey,
Hey, so
hey,
let me do
bro.
this.
man, boy, y'all, boy, you BBLs is out of control, boy. The
No, you out of
BBLs is out of
control, man.
control.
Hold
You
on,
They
ain't never
out
fellas.
of
gonna see that man fight
control.
like that ever again.
Hold on, fellas, man. We got the unbiased Brim Usyk in the building. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
That's super biased.
Hey, I hope everybody's Christmas, if you celebrate it, was blessed. New Year's is about to come through. So I'm glad we all alive and kicking. I appreciate you. I didn't know you was on. I happened to check my text messages because I'm working like a dog, so I just wanted to sneak in and holler at you for a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and cover this Bud real quick. Madronov fought in a style that he had never fought in his career. That's a testament to Terence Crawford's skill set because he had to change his complete game plan to make sure that he was defensively sound enough to not get countered and get beat on. So he sacrificed offense for his defense to be sound, to be in the fight with Terence Crawford. His power translated because he respected him so much that he changed his whole style of fighting. When Madronov fights in February, he's not going to fight like he fought against Bud. He's never go back and watch his fights. He's never fought that way. So all this talk about Bud and this, it's all caca. It's all cockamamie. But at the end of the day, we saw a man completely change his style because the dangerous opponent that was in front of him. He respected him to that level. End of story.
Man, you
Usyk
don't know what you don't know what Bud game plan was going into the fight.
What the
You
fuck?
know,
But
And
what
just
the
you
fuck?
because
know,
you said don't mean a
What
motherfucking
the
thing
fuck
because
is
our eyes
what
saw
the
what the
fuck
fuck
does
our
Bud game
eyes
plan have
saw.
anything to do with Madronov
Shit.
completely fighting different? Go back and
hey,
watch two or
I
three
don't give a
Madronov
fuck
fights and
about
then
him
come back
fighting
and give
different. The fact is, what he
listen,
had in front of him,
PQ,
he
I'm
had
not
to
done.
he
My time is
struggled with
not
to
done.
figure it
Be the hell
out.
quiet. My time is not
It
done.
wasn't no goddamn good performance. I don't want to hear that dumbass shit.
First of
Let
all,
That
it
Brim
shit's
wasn't.
stupid.
let,
That
let,
shit's
let, let Brim
stupid.
finish.
No.
Let Brim get his points off. Go ahead, Brim.
All
Go
that
ahead.
hate shit, get it out your heart. At the end of the day, All that shit y'all talking is bullshit. Go back and watch Madronow's fights. Go watch his last 2 or 3 fights, and then come back and tell me he fought like he fought against those guys when he fought Bud. You're not going to. So everything that you say after that is null and void. Get the fuck out of here. Now I'm
What was
pivoting to
Bud?
Usyk.
What was
Usyk
Bud
No,
is
y'all,
the
y'all let him go. Let him go, y'all. Let him go. Go ahead, bro. Because I want to ask you something too,
ain't
bro.
no
Go ahead.
point to carry on about a topic when you guys don't even know how Madronov fights. So what the fuck are you guys talking about if you don't even know how he fought previously before he fought Bud? Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all ain't talking
How you
about
know
nothing.
that? How you know
The
what we
shit that
watch?
y'all saying, the points that y'all are running with, the things that y'all saying says that, or y'all
What
being
I say?
obtuse on purpose.
What?
Continuing on, Usyk. Usyk
What
is
did I?
the man.
What did we say that was off basis? What did I say that was off basis about Madrimov? I didn't even say anything about
No, you
Madrimov.
didn't. You didn't
But
say
I
anything
wanna
today. You
I
didn't say
wanna know
anything
how you know.
today, Big Fish. You didn't say anything
I
today.
wanna know how you had preview of what Bud's game plan was gonna be going into the
Who
fight,
said
and
anything about Bud's
it
game plan?
changed. Or
What the fuck
Madrimov.
did Bud's
Or
game plan have
Madrimov.
anything to do with what I
No,
just said?
you said Bud had to change his game plan
No, he said
because
Magic
of
Ball. He
Madrimov.
said
All right,
Magic
Or
so,
Ball.
what?
He
Fish.
said
So
Magic Ball.
That's
He
his
said
point.
Magic.
Madrimov didn't fight the same as he's fought in his previous fights. That's his main point. Go ahead, Fish. And bro, y'all go ahead.
All right, finishing up, Usyk, man, he got the job done. He landed the cleaner, effective punches. I thought he was going to spark him out this time, but he didn't. They both were a little more defensively sound in this fight, so it wasn't as much, high octane. But it was a really great chess match. I'm gonna tell you this though, Fury ain't washed up. Fury ain't done. Fury, I don't like Fury, but Fury ain't done. He showed up. He just didn't press the issue. Usyk pressed the issue, and he separated himself. But if Fury fights Joshua, I got Fury in that fight. I got Fury
So,
beating
bro, let me
Joshua.
ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a
Good,
question, fam.
good.
How do you feel about the boxing fans on social media, right? Who claim that Oleksandr Usyk he can't be ranked on a pound for pound list because he's a heavyweight? How do you feel about that narrative? Because I went over it. I'm not sure if you heard the show earlier, but Mike Tyson was the number 1 pound for pound ranked fighter by the Ring magazine in 1989. And he was a heavyweight. Everybody knows that. But in today's generation, I don't know where this shit came from, but most people feel like heavyweights can't be on a pound for pound list. How do you feel about that narrative?
Well, the thing is, context matters in regards to that. See, the
Mhm.
thing is, the whole reason why they created pound for pound was because they wanted to say, hey, if this person was the same size as this person would probably be able to beat this person because pound for pound, his skill sets is supreme. So, reason why Tyson probably was able to get number one, because he's a smaller man, he's only 5'10", and he's fighting heavyweights. But when it comes to Usyk, anybody saying he shouldn't be on the pound for pound list is bullshit artists. First and foremost, last time I checked, he didn't start at heavyweight. Last time I checked, he
Exactly.
started at a lower division, and then he came up, and then he washed out the heavyweight division. He's the same size as Muhammad Ali, tit for tat, same height, same weight, same everything. Him and Ali are the exact same size, bro. So
Mm-mm-mm.
for him to go from cruiserweight and then to go to heavyweight and undisputed both of those, if anybody says I'm not putting him on a pound for pound, you should never have a pound for pound list because Usyk is the definition of operating in a pound for pound state.
I
You
agree.
keep going. No, man, y'all missing the whole point.
Go ahead,
Brim,
finish. Educate us, bro. Go ahead.
Brim is 75% right, but until you start throwing the weight in there, the weight don't matter. It goes
Yes, it
strictly
does.
off
That's
of
the
your.
whole reason why
Can
they
I
created
finish?
pound for
Can I
pound,
finish?
bro.
Can I
That's the
finish?
whole premise
Can
of
I
the pound
finish?
for pound. So how can
Can
it
I
be wrong
finish?
when the premise
Can
of
I
pound for
finish?
pound was about if they
Motor
were the
mouth,
same size,
motor mouth,
different weight?
motor
Come on,
mouth,
big fish. Come on, bro.
motor mouth. Motor mouth. When I'm gonna do you like that next time, you gonna fucking shit a brick when I interrupt you. Just let me finish my point. You would have calmed down if you would have let me finish my point. Like weight does you said the whole definition is based on the skill set. If two fighters are at the same weight class, no matter what weight you put them at, if their skills is gonna determine the outcome. That's what pound for pound is. So you can't be like, Terence Crawford fighting Usyk. Usyk gonna have more power than Terence Crawford. You looking at it wrong if you saying that shit. It ain't going off of that. It's going off of their skill set. And so if you going off a straight skill set, how can anybody pick anybody other than Terence Crawford. I don't get it.
Because Usyk was at a lower weight class
Here you
and
go with the
moved up
weight
and
shit.
dominated
Here
the
you go
weight
with the weight
class.
shit. Here you go with the
Hold on,
weight
I'll
shit.
say this. I believe he is on the in the top pound. I say he's in the top 5,
He's
regardless. You
number
can say he's
one.
second.
Who that,
Usyk is
He's
Blue?
number
not
Who you
number
talking
one.
about,
one.
Blue?
He's not number 1. He's number 2 at least.
He's number
That's in
one.
my book, in my opinion.
Wait a minute. So
That's
who
all.
number one, Blue? Who number one in your opinion?
Bud,
Again,
Bud.
this is subjective. So everybody can
In my opinion,
Who had the
it
better
goes
years,
Bud
Bud
and
or
then
Usyk
Usyk.
this year?
Hold on, Brim. I'm going somewhere with this, fam. Hold on. Give me a second, Brim. So, Blue, why do you have Terence Bud Crawford over Oleksandr Usyk in this point of their careers?
Well, I mean, he's I
He
mean,
don't
shit.
drop.
They're both daring to be great, but I'm gonna just say it like this. I just feel like Terrence, he has done more, and he's done more to me. You know what I'm saying? He what 5 weight classes?
That
You see what
don't
I'm
matter,
saying?
Blue. That don't
You see
matter.
what I'm,
All
and
of
I
the
feel like he has more
accolades don't
skill.
matter. Yeah,
Okay,
the
well then he
skill
has
is
more.
what matters.
He has
Yeah,
more skills. That's
that's
my
all that
personal
matters.
opinion.
Yeah.
Regardless, he has more
Yeah.
skills, and
What
I'm
he
about to
done
show
in the
you both.
ring against who?
Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't
I
hear
ain't
you.
what
Would
we
you repeat
said.
yourself?
He
Can you repeat
said,
yourself?
what did he done in the ring against what Usyk done in the ring?
I mean, shit. Hold on. See, I know where he's going with that point. But I'm gonna say it just like this: if people wasn't ducking him, he would
I'm
have
just
been
asking the
way
question.
more.
We just get the
I
answer. Can
just
we get the
answered.
answer?
I did answer. I did answer it. If he wasn't being ducked
No, you didn't
the
answer
way he
it.
was, no, I am answering it. And this is an answer that obviously you don't agree with and you don't want to hear.
Big Fish, can you give us the reasons real quick? Because he's giving us a bunch of reasons that, But anyway, man, according to this, bro, it says pound for pound rankings are based on a fighter's skills, achievements, and performances relative to their weight class. They are subjective and often debated among fans, analysts, and experts.
Okay, my bad, Blue. You can throw the achievements back in there.
So
So
yeah,
that's
but technically, yeah, according to this, you can all that shit is in the equation. So your
yeah.
resumes, your achievements, your performances, in your respective weight class, which
And
means heavyweights can be on the list.
Yeah,
well,
the
I mean,
weight don't
Be on
matter.
the list. I don't.
The
Usyk
So
can
weight,
be on the
I'm just
list.
trying to
He
figure.
came from light heavyweight to fucking heavyweight. So yes, he can be on the list.
Right,
So
right. But
anybody saying that he can't is crazy.
exactly. But blue. You should read my comment section. There's a lot of motherfuckers calling me a casual for having him on the list, and I'm like, well,
That's not.
according
That's
to this,
they don't know what the
Mike
fuck they
Tyson
talking
was a
about.
fucking pound for pound number one in 1989.
because
Yeah,
he was the
Where does
best
this shit
skill.
come from, bro?
yeah, they don't know what the
P3,
fuck they talking about,
P3
bro.
is
You know
because
that.
Yeah,
I know
fish.
that.
it's because Mike Tyson was a machine. Had the total package, can do everything in the ring. A in
Agreed.
everything, stamina,
Yep.
jabs, power, everything was an A. So that
Mhm.
made him pound for pound, not because he was a heavyweight or a cruiserweight or a small guy or small heavyweight. That don't matter. It's based on his skill set.
I
And
agree
like
with that,
Blue
fish.
Hustle just said, his accomplishments. He was the youngest undisputed
Heavyweight
heavyweight
champion. Yep.
champion ever. So yeah, that's how
I
come
agree
he
with you,
pound
Fish,
for
but
pound.
I'm saying the devil's advocate, the people that saying, "Oh, you don't know shit about boxing because he's a heavyweights can't be on the list." It's like, my nigga, like, where have you been?
Nah, that
Like,
see the
who
people.
made this shit up? That's
See
all I'm
people.
saying.
See where people I get where they coming from. It's impressive to them when fighters move from weight class to weight class, moving chips.
Like Manny
But but
Pacquiao, yeah,
but yeah, but when you're a heavyweight or a cruiserweight, you can't do all of that. So it's just
right.
based on your skill set. You can't
Mhm.
punish somebody or say he not as good as fighter because he can't go move up. So then you would have to look at Usyk. That was a great feat for him to be the 400-pound oxygen reality star and Tyson Fury. He was 500 pounds in the ring against Usyk. That was incredible for him to,
Mhm.
to do to
Hey,
be
A
hey,
fucking cheat
hey,
code. Look.
listen. This is all
Shit.
Wilder
speculation right
couldn't
here.
do it.
This is all speculation here, right? But I heard that Tyson Fury's dad was mad at him, was super mad at him after he lost that second fight.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
Shit, I'm
Disappointment.
pretty sure he was mad. Why wouldn't he be mad?
But
I can see it.
listen,
And
He
he's a
said like he
lunatic.
disowned him or some shit. He was
hey,
like talking mad shit to him
E,
or some shit.
You know what? Hold on, Goldie. Let me make this point before I forget, bro. Now, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm no boxing historian, but that'll be like niggas saying that Marvin Hagler wasn't a pound for pound fighter just because he fought in one weight class his whole career. You feel what I'm saying? Like, would that be fair?
No, I got you.
So,
I got you.
but go ahead, Goldie. My bad, bro. Go ahead. Make your
you
point.
know, you know what be killing me? They always talk about Bud resume, who ball fought, Bud and fought this guy. He was. How can Bud fight them niggas when they didn't want to fight him? All the top guys, none of them want to fight Bud. They ran from Bud. So they talk about, oh,
That
Bud
ain't
resume.
got nothing to do with what's on the resume, though.
Hold on. Can I finish with the Q?
You just making excuses.
No. I'm not making no excuse. That's
Yes,
not
you
an excuse.
is. We talking about what's on the resume. We can't go by
No.
nothing else. We
Listen,
can't go
listen.
by
Hold
all
on.
the dudes that quote
Hold
unquote
on.
ducked him. We can't
Excuse
go
me.
by that shit.
Excuse me. Okay. All them motherfuckers at the top welterweight, they ducked this man. They ducked all of so-called the baddest motherfuckers in the welterweight. They ducked his ass. So he had to fight who would put in front of him. He fought all his mandatories. Now, if you want to talk about some shit, you want to talk about the resume. Earl got a trash ass resume.
Hey,
We're
Mr.
not talking
Gold, can
about
I
Earl
ask you a
right now. We
question?
No, I'm
talking
just
about
telling you.
Usyk, man.
No,
That's what y'all do each and every time. This is why y'all can't
no,
win debates
no,
because y'all can't
no.
stay on
Hey,
topic.
Mr.
We
Gold.
talking
I'm
Okay,
about
staying on
Mr.
Usyk
Gold.
topic.
EQ,
and
I'm
his
staying,
Mr.
I'm
you're
staying
resume.
Gold,
on
hey,
We're
topic.
not
not the
talking about
grand
Earl.
person.
No,
You're
can
not
I
the
I'm
ask
staying
grand.
you a
on
You're not
topic
the
question?
person.
because
You're not the
We
judge that
talking
tells
about
the fighter
Usyk
what
right
they're rated
now.
on.
We
No.
talking about
I'm just telling you,
Alexander
like I said,
Usyk,
oh,
pound for
Earl resume
pound.
this,
We
Earl
talking about
resume
this
that.
discussion. Earl is
No,
not in this
I'm just showing you.
discussion.
No, I'm just showing you how y'all would praise Earl resume and trash Bud resume. Earl fought a bunch of wash up motherfuckers too. Earl resume was not that impressive.
Usyk fought a bunch of washed up motherfuckers.
Anthony Joshua wasn't shit.
So can
Still
I
ain't
say
shit.
this real quick? So everybody, let me ask y'all this. Now the heavyweight division is pretty. The light, the cruiserweight and the heavyweight division is pretty like in this century. I mean, this the way it is right now, it's pretty shitty. I mean, am I right or wrong?
Repeat that. I wasn't paying attention. Say that again, Blue. My bad, bro. What you say?
Okay. So the cruiserweights and the heavyweights, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right now, what's going on?
Yeah,
Those two divisions are pretty shitty right now. There's nothing like what it used to be. You see what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with that. Yeah, I
We
agree
need
with that.
fighters. We need fighters
Hello.
to really come out there. Well, I mean, shit, we had Jared Aronson that we thought was going
Nah,
to be,
hell
you
no.
know,
I
somebody.
never thought he was gonna be shit.
Okay, well, I did, you know what I'm saying? But we found
Hell
out
no.
this motherfucker got
I
confidence
didn't.
issues. You
His
know what I'm
defense was
saying?
suspect, bro.
Blue
No,
Hustle.
I agree with you. I
Blue
Sloppy as
Hustle.
fuck.
wholeheartedly agree with you.
Blue Hustle.
You know what I
Blue
mean?
Hustle.
Yeah.
Hey,
Every
gentlemen.
every division in boxing since 2015 has been on the decline. Has been watered down.
Hell yeah.
That's just
That's
about the Bud era. The Bud Crawford era has been the weakest era in the history of boxing.
no, I would say boss. No.
I wouldn't say for every weight class though. I
Ridiculous.
won't do that. I wouldn't say
Hey,
that, but I will agree with you. It has been watered down lately. You know what
I'm
I'm
gonna put
saying?
it say the heavyweight. Y'all might tell me I'm a fool or whatever, but right now, since Wilder lost his mojo, the heavyweight division is dead.
no, Wilder was dead before that. Stop the bullshit. Get out of
No,
here.
no.
Let me just
Let
make
me
this
tell you
one
something.
point real quick because I got to
The
hop out, y'all.
heavyweight division was exciting when Wilder was winning. Everybody going and see what round Wilder
Four
gonna knock a nigga
Americans.
ass
Four
out.
Americans. Four Americans.
And for America,
For America.
Wilder,
Boxing is the worldwide
Wilder,
sport. Let me make this point real quick
Wilder
because I got
gonna
to hop
fight
out.
in the heavyweight division.
Bram, go with this American shit. Go ahead, Bram.
All right. A lot of people in the chat said this. I don't think too much on the panel said this, but I'm going to kill all that bullshit y'all was talking about. Oh, heavyweight shouldn't be pound for pound. Guess who was number one pound for pound in 1994?
Mm,
Riddick Bowe.
appreciate the education.
Guess who was number three in 1990?
Who?
Evander Holyfield. You know why he wasn't number one?
Why?
He lost the
Because
boat.
Sweet Pea and Michael Nunn.
Mm.
Keep
If it
going,
wasn't for
Brim.
Sweet Pea and Michael Nunn, he would have been number one.
Was Lennox Lewis ever number one pound for
We
pound?
appreciate this education, bro, because that's what I wanted to do with this show, man. Like to kill that whole narrative of heavyweights can't be pound for pound. Like, but go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hold up, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, hold up. I'm looking for something because Big Fish asked me a question.
Mhm.
Lennox Lewis got as high as number 4.
But he was on the list. That's all that
He
matters.
was
He was
number
on the
4.
list.
In 2000, he was behind Shane Mosley, Felix Trinidad, and Roy Jones.
Yeah, you can't get it over Roy Jones.
Rightfully so. Yeah. But he was on the list. That's good to know. Who else, bro?
Let's see. Riddick Bowe was number 4 in 95.
Mm.
Let me see. Hold up. Vander was number 5 in 93. Riddick Bowe was number 1 in 92. 91, Vander was 7. He had lost the fight, I think that's why. Vander was 3 in 90. Yeah, that's how
So,
far back I go. I didn't get into the 80s.
so
Appreciate
two.
it, man.
Hey,
So-
hold on. Before you go, I want to ask the 2 biggest Oleksandr Usyk fans that I know, E3 included. Who would win, Evander Holyfield versus Usyk? Q and Brim. Can y'all give me those answers? Who y'all
Can I
got in
go
those
first?
fights? Go ahead.
Because I talked about this extensively with somebody. On the surface, you can't necessarily pick a winner. It's very difficult to, because that fight is literally the definition of a 50-50 fight. The thing is, Usyk's weakness is good inside fighters. What was Holyfield?
Grimy.
A hell of an inside fighter.
Yeah.
So because I know that Holyfield is a great inside fighter, he poses some serious problems with Usyk. But Usyk poses serious problems for Holyfield because Usyk's footwork was better than Holyfield's, and his head movement is out of this world. So they both pose very detailed issues for each other. So
Who
to flat out say one person's going to beat the other is very difficult because that is a true 50-50 fight.
man, make a fucking pick, man. God damn.
Bro, it
Yeah,
really
we
isn't
are
that,
on the I Said It podcast. We don't play it safe over here, bro.
but it ain't really playing it safe because there. I mean, listen, I'm gonna go
So
with
you got it
Holyfield
as a
because
draw.
Usyk's
Okay.
weakness is inside fighting.
Okay.
That's
Second
his
question to
weakness.
you.
I'll pick
Second.
Holyfield because I think Holyfield is tough as nails, and if we're going peak for peak, then I would pick Holyfield. But you know what's so crazy? But Usyk would probably beat Lennox Lewis.
That's
Styles
a
make
regular ass
fights.
man.
Man,
Styles is
that's
You're
what
a
I was
regular.
about
You
to
drunk as
ask you,
fuck.
Brim. Hold on, don't go there yet, Brim. Who
I'm
has
sorry.
the better resume, Usyk or Holyfield?
I would say Holyfield because he was in the division, the whole heavyweight division for a longer time, and
Oh,
Usyk
yeah, he
only has
fought all the
23
dogs.
fights.
He fought all the dogs.
He fought all the dogs.
You would have
Usyk
to go
only
with
has 23
Holyfield.
fights. Usyk did a lot with a small amount, but Holyfield did a lot with a large amount.
And he was in one of the greatest generations of heavyweights. So, yeah.
Exactly. But
And
but
guess
the
what?
fact
And
of the
guess
matter
what?
is Usyk
And a lot of
translates
people
though in all
listen.
generations.
And a lot of people are forgetting that Holyfield was a 2-time undisputed champion. He's undisputed at cruiserweight and undisputed in heavyweight.
No, everybody remembers that, bro. That's why
No,
Usyk
a
is
lot,
being
no,
compared to
no, no. A
Holyfield
lot of
because
folks,
Usyk has accomplished what Holyfield accomplished.
yes, a lot of folks don't know that. A lot
Oh,
of them don't know that. They don't know Holyfield. He can't. He moved up the heavyweight as come from cruiserweight as the undisputed champion.
all of us old heads know that though, Golden.
Well, I'm just saying, I talked to some of them. They don't know that shit.
Cusick,
And
who you got? Usyk or Holyfield, Q?
I don't know on that one, man. I probably have to go with Holyfield on that one.
Why you think he'll win it?
Shit. I think just as quick, and like I say, the inside fighting, I think he more grimy or more doggish than Usyk.
Yeah, how Usyk gonna deal with all them headbutts and them low blows? How he gonna deal with that?
Man.
You talking about Miss T, shout out to Miss T. She called Earl Spence the nutcracker. But that motherfucker Holyfield is the head cracker, boy.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question
Yeah,
before I
yeah,
fill out?
motherfucker, motherfucker.
Can I ask y'all a question before I fill out? So I'm gonna listen to y'all in the chat game because I gotta get back to work. I'm a little behind. Why do you think American fans is throwing so much shade on Usyk when he epitomizes what we want in a fighter? And I'll listen to
Is
y'all
it
Because
guys in the back
American
end.
fans or is it just boxing fans in general?
It's really a lot of more. It's American shade, bro. I mean, you got your UK, Fury fanboys who be on that bull crap. I've been laughing at them for a while, but it's been a lot of American slight, like people saying Water would have knocked them out, like the type of goofy shit that I'm hearing from people
Yeah,
talking about Usyk.
I don't know where I saw you tweeted that the other day. I'm like, who the fuck saying like I don't come across dumbass shit like that.
Well, unfortunately, I'm involved in Twitter kind of heavy on the boxing tip. So, unfortunately, like Two Tone the Superstar said he would, he had 280 likes from that. So, I said, there's 281 idiots. This thing.
I
I
mean,
can answer that. Can I answer that real quick? I'm gonna
Go ahead,
answer
bro.
that just real quick. So
Go
check
ahead.
this
Okay.
out. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. Because the simple fact is Usyk is fighting everybody and he don't duck no smoke. That's the reason why. You see what I'm saying? He's doing with the American fighters because right now, this day and age, with these fighters nowadays, they like to pick and choose. They owe me something to them. And Usyk is fighting everybody to prove something. You see what I'm saying? And he don't have to do that. He could be ducking and shit. But that's just what I say. And that's what a lot of people say too. But that's what I say. Usyk fights. He don't do,
I'm gonna
back in the day,
I give
American
him his
fighters was
props.
like that.
I talk shit. I give him his props. You know,
Yeah, we
I just
got
like to
these fighters ducking these contracts. You know what I'm saying? When they get off of contracts, they ducking them contracts. They be talking about meet me outside in the backyard, meet me in the playground after school. But when a real reality, a real opportunity to do some fighting, contract get offered, we got some of these fighters, they be ducking the smoke with the contracts by
your number
punching
one,
themselves out, want 50-50 and shit like that.
your number one fighter, your number one fighter, your number one
My
fighter.
number one, my number one
His,
fighter, who?
your,
Spence.
no, his,
Who?
nu- his number one fighter, the big duck of all,
I don't
Tank,
know who y'all talking
Tank,
about.
Tank, Tank,
My number one
Tank,
fighter ain't
Tank.
Shakur Sleeperson
I ain't
with
think you
his
should.
ducking
I said
ass.
Tank, nigga. I said Tank.
My number one fighter ain't Shakur Sleeperson with his ducking ass.
I'm talking about Tank, nigga. Tank goes good ducking
No,
ass.
Tank ain't duck no contract when it came to contract.
Man, Tank
Loma
duck
duck,
everybody. Tank duck
Shakur
everybody.
duck,
Tank duck
Ryo
everybody.
duck. They duck, man. They duck.
Who?
But that
Who?
wasn't the first time Shakur ducked. He ducked the first time with Devin Haney.
Man, look here.
Man, he
Tank
did
ducked
not
all of
duck
them.
him, bro. Come
Tank
on,
ducked
man.
all
He
of them.
ducked Devin Haney.
He
He
didn't,
ducked
bro.
Devin Haney. Talking
He
about
did
some
not duck
50-50
Devin Haney.
bullshit.
Listen.
Talking about
He
some,
did a. Listen, Q. I'm gonna tell you
tell me
something.
what he did. What he did.
I asked this man 3 questions. Shakur Stevenson. I asked him 3 questions, bro. And this is a fact. This is a fact. He didn't duck him,
Okay.
bro. He said, you know what? He should have took that contract. He should have took him. But what Shakur said is no, he didn't take. He said they were bluffing. The Devin Haney's team was bluffing. They didn't really
They
want to
weren't
fight
bluffing.
because
They weren't bluffing. He did bluff.
this.
He should have
Yeah,
took that fight.
Big fish.
you
I
He
mean,
should have took that
you
fight.
talked to Shakur, you talked
Mr.
to
Golden,
Shakur Stevenson.
Mr.
He
Golden,
told you. Hold
Mr.
on,
Golden,
Blue.
let me
Blue,
finish, please. Yes,
Did I hear you correctly? You said
yes,
you talked to
yes.
Shakur.
I was on the panel. With
Why didn't I can't tell you what you should have said, but I would have told him. I'm like, man, how you know they was fucking bluffing, man? That's bullshit. That's duck
Well, I mean,
talk,
just
Blue,
like he
huh?
said. Well, let me tell you what he said. So what he said,
He
because the
ducked.
question first of all, what I asked him is when it came down to that, because a lot of people, some people are trying to say you duck, and some people don't believe that. I'm one of them that don't believe it, but at the same token, there's other people that believe you duck. And I said, if
I
you have the
think so.
opportunity to go
I'm gonna
back,
say
if you
good
have,
luck.
I believe he ducked.
come on, man, let me finish. If you had the opportunity to go back, and would you have took that? Would you have took that deal? You know what I'm saying? How would you have handled it? He said, "Well, if you want me to be honest with you, he said even if I would have took the fight, they still would have not fought me." He He said because they didn't really want to fight. He said, and he said, and this, he said, I believe they wouldn't have fought me, even if I would have took the fight. So that's why he tried to press the issue with the fight.
Did you ask him how do you know that?
I mean, that's just what he said. I didn't have time. Like I had I was on there for like 6 minutes.
Nobody didn't ask
talking
him
to him.
how did he know that? Would
You
you be
know,
curious to know how do he know that, Blue Hustle? I know you don't know.
but it's just it's you know, at least I had a chance to ask him because I
Is
asked him a
that
question that nobody even tried to ask him.
You believe that's what you believe? They was just bullshitting?
I believe that he didn't want the fight. That's why he said at 25%.
You don't think they would have fought him for if he was only getting 25%? They wouldn't be like, hell yeah.
No, you want to know why I don't believe it? You want to know why I don't believe it? Because he asked for an extension when Shakur made the fight happen. Devin Haney waited to the end, asked for another week. He got the week, and instead of fighting Shakur, he went ahead and moved up, dropped the belts, and went to and fought Prograis. So yes.
Oh no. See, that's what y'all be trying to holler and roll with. No, sir, no, sir. The man was undisputed. He gave that man the man before the 25% that he was offered a flat fee. He didn't have to offer that nigga shit. Because Shakur Stevenson, I don't know why the fuck that nigga think he 50-50 with anybody. He ain't got no motherfucking value. At 135, he didn't bring shit to the motherfucking table. But a fucking name. He didn't bring shit.
He went in there and mandated the fight. He was not going to get 50-50. What he went for was 30%.
No,
you have to stop. Yes,
that's false. When he petitioned the WBC, he said he wanted 50-50, or I will accept whatever y'all give me. But he petitioned for 50-50 though.
Can I ask you a question, Blue Hustle?
That was when the offer was first presented to him. That's when his team said 50-50. His team said that. Yeah.
Blue, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Okay, so do you think, in your opinion, put yourself in the Haney shoes? They have all the belts and they gave you an offer, and you reject that offer, go try to make your own moves to force us to do something that when we feel like we the big dogs right now, we the superior A side. You don't feel that it was a cause and an effect reaction? The cause of for them to move up to 140 was because Shakur went to the WBC to try to pursue a higher purse than what they was willing to give. So you don't think it's
because
Shakur
he said
fault? That's not
him and his dad.
fault?
Well, him and his dad said they was going to stay there for the whole year, and they didn't. To fight Shakur or Tank. They wanted one of the fights.
My question directly, Blue, is that reaction, that action by Shakur.
I said, okay,
you don't think that made them move up? You think they already had that plan in place and they were just bullshit?
Yeah, I mean they were playing chess. They didn't. So it's easier to say, yeah, I want that fight, but who do I want? With Shakur is way more dangerous than fucking Regis.
I hear what you're saying though, bro, but at the end of the day, they didn't have to send him shit, bro. They sent the nigga a contract.
But they sent him a contract because
they had to get their lawyers to send him an offer. Okay, offer whatever.
Yeah, but there was pressure. But
they had to do that though. Why do that?
They had it out because it's easy. It's basically saying that. I sent him. I sent him an offer. He didn't take it. 25%.
Who pressured them? Who they was getting pressure from? Who to do that?
I mean, shit, everybody. I mean, the fans wanted to see the fight.
You ain't getting no pressure for shit.
But my thing is, why are you placing all
getting pressure from the fans? A lot of people
on Devin and Bill. When this man, all he had to do was say, you know what, I'm going to take that 25%. I'm going to bust your ass. I ain't got to worry about a rematch because we already know you're killing yourself to make this weight anyway, right? And then
I agree with you.
Hold on, let me finish, Blue. And let me control 135 because now all you motherfuckers got to come see me. And if you don't, then, nigga, we know you're ducking because I got all 4 belts. But instead, he has to settle for fighting Floyd Austin, Kid Austin. Like, come on, bro.
So look, I mean, I agree with you. I think he dropped the ball. That's one thing I do is I hold my fighter accountable. You know what I'm saying? One of my
you did that night, Blue.
Blue night.
Hold on. I do. And I said this before. I said, hold on. I said this before. I said it before. I feel like he dropped the ball. He should have took the offer. I've always said that, and I'm standing on my square and saying it again. Yes, he should have took it because I said that to him. I feel like, you know what, man, I feel like you could have had that, but he said what he said. There's, people move certain ways for a reason, and I can't frown on that man if he really felt like that. So he tried to make it more
So
realistic, and
why you be
I think
wanting
he
me to
fucked up.
condemn? Hold on. Why you be wanting me to condemn Earl Spence and all of that shit then? And you had your opportunity to condemn your fighter and you let him make it with that bullshit excuse. Like, come
Nah, hold
on,
on.
man.
I've always said that he dropped the ball. He should have took that though. I've always said that.
No, but you
I've
didn't get
always
on
said
his
that.
ass like you supposed
Wait a
to.
minute. So I missed it because I had to go to the restroom. So you talked to Shakur?
Yes.
How? How did you? When
I
was
was
this?
on a panel. I was on a panel. He was on. They're interviewing him. So they let people get on the panel and talk to him and shit. So I talked to him they was only doing it for 2 minutes, but they allowed me to have 6 minutes. I talked to him because I was the only one that asked him questions. That was real questions that everybody wanted to know. You see
So
what
what
I'm
did you
saying?
ask him? Because I missed that part. My bad. What did you ask him?
Who was paying for the
I
fight?
I asked him about his hands being pillow fisted, how people feel of him, and basically, and I asked him about that, how he feels about that, and does that make him feel like he has to go hard in certain fights? He says yes. He says that's why in the Arnold fight he fucked up. In the Arnold fight he admitted it. You know what I'm saying? He said he fucked up in the Arnold fight because instead of him just continue on doing what he was doing to win, to win the fight because he could have knocked him out, he chose to go for the
Fucked up in
knockout,
the
and,
auto.
and he went for the knockout, and he disregarded everything else, and he couldn't knock him out, but he still won the fight. And then I asked him a question of what I just said to you about Regis, I mean not Regis, I apologize, Devin Haney. Then I asked him about Tank, you know what I'm saying? And he said Tank. I asked him about fighting Tank. When Tank called him up for the offer, to talk to him, was that does he feel like, was that a duck, or did he feel like that was a real offer that they were really trying to fight? And he said, well, he basically said he heard through the grapevine that in 2025 they're going to spin the block, and hopefully, what I'm saying, his team will reach out to him then, because that's what they said they was going to do, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Hearsay that they were gonna spin the block and basically fight him. That's what he said. And if you want to, I mean, that's. But yeah, that's what I asked him. I mean, he was asked a lot of questions, man. And he, even with the Jamal Herring fight, uh, Jamal Herring asked him personally. He said, no, not Jamal Herring, but somebody asked him personally, because in that fight, I've had people criticize him because they said, oh well, he should fight Keyshawn because he fought Jamel Herring and they're supposed to be good friends. And what ended up happening was Jamal Herring Jamal Herring was sitting there, going, trying to shake his hand, be cool with him after the fight was signed, basically. And I'm not saying just literally after the fight was signed. I'm just saying, after the fight was signed, after the fight was on. He said, "Look, man,"
You
he
got a
said, "we
long
fighting
ass
right now."
turn.
He said, "We fighting right
Say,
now.
Blue.
He said, we fighting right
Can
now.
I ask
Let's
you
just
a
let that
question?
shit. Let's just let this shit go. And after the fight, we be cool." So that's the reason why he was talking the way he was talking and started talking the shit, because he told Herring,
Blue, can I ask you a
we're not
question?
friends right now, basically. Yeah, what's going on?
Here's my question, man. Fuck
Yeah.
all that shit. If a man saying that everybody's ducking him, right?
Okay.
Because he can't get no fight, but yet at 135, can we say that at least at 135 for sure, one fighter that wasn't ducking him, that made him awful, was Devin Haney? Can we agree on that?
No, I don't agree with it. I agree that
If
he
you
made
not
him an
agree
offer.
with
How,
that,
how you don't agree on
I
it?
agree with. Listen. I agree he made him an offer. That's all I'm saying. But I don't
So
agree
so so
that.
so so hold on,
I
so hold
don't.
on.
I don't agree
So Devin
because you're
Haney
trying.
made him an
Are
offer,
you trying
so
to?
he wasn't one of the fighters that was trying to duck him then, right? Because at least out of all the fighters at 135, he at least made him an offer, right?
Listen. If you give a person an offer that you know is a low offer, a low ball offer, I mean that person
low.
The person has a right.
What is low for this guy? That's what I'm not understanding. He don't sell. He don't fucking draw. He don't have no fucking value, bro. He don't got no value.
Undisputed
What's
is a low
wrong with
offer.
y'all?
Undisputed is a priceless offer. What are you talking about?
Look, I don't even.
Man gave this man excellent phone bills. He brought shit to the table. Nothing, Blue. He brought nothing. He brought nothing to the table. Am I right or am I wrong, Blue?
Instead of just
no, my feelings not getting involved, sir. I'm asking you a question. Did or did Shakur not bring shit to the table? Yes or no?
That's not true. He
didn't bring the M belt to the table. He ain't got no fucking fan base. What the fuck did he bring to the table?
I mean, his accolades.
Man, them accolades. Devin Haney couldn't win not near one of them motherfucking accolades. Them accolades meant shit. What the fuck did he bring to the Undisputed? Nothing. He brought nothing. No value. Nothing. He brought nothing. He had nothing to offer.
That's not true, man.
Devin Haney didn't have to even get that man a fight, bro.
Hey, man.
That's your opinion.
You about to get a Brimley, Q.
No, man, they just talking crazy, man.
No, bro, you talking real
No, y'all just talking crazy.
You crash it out. You crash it out, bro.
Haney didn't even have to fight that man at all.
You crash it out, bro. Stop crashing out, bro.
No.
You need some help? You need some help with your son?
Have I ever needed your help for anything?
You need some help with your son?
For some help?
You need some help the other motherfucking night? You need some help the other motherfucking night? You need some help with your son?
Listen, your son need help tonight, nigga, not the other night.
You need some help with your son?
Needs help
Nigga said, what you talking
fool
about?
ass earth man.
And he does. He does.
That nigga, Q, you still talking when he put the show on. When we come back,
I'm just saying, he does. Why y'all don't want to accept the fact? He does.
Hey, y'all, I got this.
Why you don't want to accept that?
Because he did, my God.
Y'all be talking about his accolades. What the fuck is his goddamn accolades supposed to be? What? He be, what? Oscar Valdez? What the fuck that shit is right now? That motherfucker just got stopped. What the fuck is Oscar Valdez, nigga?
Hey, Q, you
what the fuck is Oscar Valdez?
In the hallway yelling, bro.
No. What is Oscar Valdez? Can you tell me what the fuck is Oscar Valdez besides being a gatekeeper? Or motherfucking gate sleeper?
I know you don't believe in it, brother, but it is what it is.
I'm just saying. You talking about his accolades? What the fuck is his accolades?
You sound like Tank.
Oscar Valdez?
What is he doing?
Is that supposed to be his accolades? I'm asking you a question. Is his accolades supposed to be Oscar Valdez? I'm asking, sir.
Hey, Tank a Maniac. Why don't you ask the Hey, why don't you ask us what has he done, bro? Why don't you ask us, man? Tank a Maniac, what has he done? This nigga crashing out. Wow, man. Hey, listen. Hey, Q,
y'all just be talking some crazy ass shit. Y'all be making excuses for y'all favorite fighters, and y'all don't hold y'all favorite fighters accountable when it be on them.
I'm gonna say this to you. Q, I'm gonna say.
No, I'm gonna say this and y'all got it. I'm gonna say this and y'all got it. Y'all be trying to hold fighters accountable when they do that behind the backyard call out ass bullshit. But when a goddamn contract is offered and the motherfucker duck, y'all don't want to hold that shit accountable. Fuck that shit.
Hey, this nigga Q sweating, yelling in his house and shit.
Hold on, y'all. Let's see what Grim got to say.
I'll put myself on mute. Y'all got it.
I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you a question real
Go
quick.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Y'all niggas.
The first question is for everybody. Did y'all know that Bob Arum said that Devin Haney offer was trash and it wasn't real?
Oh
Did
my
you know?
God. How many times you gonna
No,
say this
no.
goofy ass
Okay,
shit?
no, it ain't goofy. Bob Arum said the offer wasn't
It was
real.
goofy the first time you
No,
said it, and it's goofy
how's
again,
it goofy if it
motherfucker.
came out of Bob Arum's mouth? He said
The,
the offer
The,
Well,
wasn't
it's
real.
all
Aaron,
goofy shit
The
come
reason
out
why
of your
there's a
mouth. You
reason
think
why
can
I'm
I'm
I
saying
say
supposed to
something
believe
to
what he
that?
say?
let me fin-
Can,
listen.
can I
To the
say
bank
something
and
to
There's a
deposit it?
reason why. There's a reason why I'm saying this. So if Bob
Okay, go
Arum
ahead. I'm
wasn't
sorry.
behind the offer, the only other person would have been behind the offer would have been Eddie Hearn. But
How do you
last time
figure
I
that when Turkey Al-Sheikh is in good graces with Bill Haney? How do you figure that? How do you know Turkey wasn't in the mix? I wait.
hey,
how do we know that he
hey,
was?
Brim, can I ask
Wait a
you a
minute. Hold on.
question?
No, hold on, big fish. No, wait a minute. Let's keep the life jacket. Say that again. You said how did what you
How
just
do we
asked
know that
me?
he was in regards to that offer?
But can I flip that same shit on you and say how do you know that he wasn't involved? I can say the
Because
same thing. How do you know?
okay, I can give you some clear evidence. Every time Turkey's been behind something, he's clearly put his name on it. He
Has
didn't
he?
put his name on that.
Has he?
Every fight that's been put on the table, or things we talked about, Turkey put it out there. Turkey didn't do anything behind the scenes sneakily and didn't make and put it out there and say, I want to make this fight. That's how Turkey has moved this whole time. So
So
moving
you
on.
don't believe
So
that
if
Turkey
Turkey,
Al-Sheikh? Hold on. So you don't think Turkey Al-Sheikh would jump at the possibility of making a fight between Devin Haney and Shakur? You don't think he would love to make that fight?
that's not the point though. I mean, E3. The point is, was he involved in this fight? Historically, based on the evidence we've gotten in the last year and some odd months that we've had Turkey Al-Sheikh involved in boxing, everything that he has done has been on the up and up and very upfront, very upfront. So
But
why
that's
would
what
this
you
be
believe,
different?
but you
Hold on,
don't
let me
know.
finish.
Just like I don't know if he
Why would
was
this be
involved
different?
or if he wasn't involved.
Why
Like,
would this be different?
all I'm saying is it's a possibility that he could have been involved. You can't just definitively say that he wasn't involved because you don't fucking know. You wasn't at the negotiation table. How do you
That
know
would be
that?
okay. So let me ask you this question then.
Because he involved between the tank. He was trying to get involved in between Tank and Devin. He just made a fight with Shakur and this other motherfucker. Like, so I mean,
Yeah, but Shakur
who's to say that
officially
he
signed,
wouldn't have
but
got
he
involved?
officially signed with Matchroom to make that kind of more seamless. Remember, we got to think about the time that it was happening, where they were at, and who would possibly would have been involved at that time. Devin Haney was a free agent, also at that time as well.
I
He
mean,
was
he's pretty much been a free agent throughout,
no, he signed
the latter
deals. He
part of his.
signed he signed deals.
Yeah,
It might be
but
short term, but
technically
he
he's
signed
still
deals.
keeping his flexibility. He's doing like one offs, two
But
offs, kind of like Canelo.
but here's the issue though.
wasn't
The
the Sheik
bottom line
behind
issue
Devin
is
Haney and
every
Tank
fight that's
though?
been on the
And
table, Turkey
Tank
Al-Sheikh
dropped
has
off.
put it out there. Why wouldn't he put this out? Why would he move this fight completely different than every other fight that's been on the table? Why did this become why is this one different than every other fight that's been on the table or
Now,
talked about
I
or Turkey
believe,
Al-Sheikh involved?
Brim, I truly believe that Turkey Al-Sheikh was the one going to put the money up for Bud and Earl fight. He was behind the table on that. When Bud came out and
No,
said he got somebody to put the money up, it was $25 million
Yes,
piece.
was plausible as well. Yep.
I believe Turk was behind the scene on that shit.
well, he was
Yeah,
also behind. He was also behind
He didn't
Devin
come out
Haney
and
and Tank.
broadcast
but that
that,
was before
Bernie.
Turkey
Was
was
it? Remember
present
when?
in the forefront of boxing. That was before that. So
But
No,
wasn't he
no, no.
behind Devin Haney and Tank too when they reached out to
Yes,
Tank to ask for the fight? Yeah, see, he offered
absolutely.
20 million, right? It was
Because
20
that's
but see,
million,
what
the
right?
Bill
thing
was
is,
talking about. He had the
but
$20 million a piece or
y'all
25
making
million.
my point. It was upfront and in our faces. He let it be known.
No, I
Exactly
can
my
understand
point.
what you're saying, but
He didn't let me know about the Earl. With Earl and Bud, he didn't know about that. He kept that under wrap.
Hey,
He
Brim,
kept that under.
Brim, it's
Yes, my
people
brother.
like Miss Brim. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Okay. I want to make a point and see what you think about this. We
Sure.
got guys like Mr. Golden who always say it's not Bud's fault because his resume is mediocre at best, and I'm being kind when I say that. So Bob Arum to me is the person is the second person that's responsible for his resume. The first person that's responsible is Terence Crawford. Bud Crawford could have easily, under the top ranked banner, had Manny Pacquiao on his resume. He should have had Mikey Garcia on his resume. He could have Tim Bradley on his resume. And I can't think, it's at least another 2 or 3 names that he could have to make his resume like pristine and be the guy that y'all say he is with proof and not just speculation. That would have been a hellified resume if he had them names. Lomachenko too. He could have possibly fought Lomachenko,
Lomos
but
too
if he
small.
stayed,
Lomos too
nah,
small.
he was down in 140. He could have fought him at a catchweight or
Nah,
something.
Educational expert.
So
you
anyway,
You
it was
listening
plenty.
till you
It was
mentioned
plenty
Bradley
of
and him.
fighters.
You're reaching on
So
those.
we're supposed to believe anything that Bob Arum says, bro. That he's so
No,
shady,
I
bro.
don't.
Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
know.
Brim.
I don't know why Brim
Like
keep running with
that
this shit.
man responsible for ruining Terence Crawford's career, held them back because of the beef. We know the beef with the other side, the PBC, but
Sabotaged him.
we
He
always
went to
wanted
free
to look
agency.
blame PBC, but Bob Arum had plenty of fighters for Bud to fight, but he
now,
didn't make him a priority.
now,
Now,
Fish.
where you're right at, Fish, though. I'm sorry.
Hold on,
Let me
bro.
say this real quick. Let me say this
Hold
real
on,
quick.
Let,
Where you're
let,
right at,
let him
I'm
Fish,
about
go.
to
though.
say,
I want to hear his answer. Go. Then
go ahead.
you can go.
Where you're right at, though, especially with the Pacquiao, Bob Arum is directly responsible for Terence Crawford not getting that fight. No doubt about it.
Yep.
But to say Bradley, that's a reach. They're really good friends. They was old, but the timeline don't match.
Here we go with
It
that
just
top ranked friend shit.
no, it ain't. The timeline don't match. It ain't about top rank. It ain't about top rank. It's about those particular two individuals. And the timeline just don't make sense. If you're gonna make this point, you just got to make sense timeline wise. Timeline wise, that doesn't make sense.
Well, what about the Mikey Garcia fight?
They could have threw some money out there for Bradley to get in there with him.
Well, you see how Mikey Garcia got did by Top Rank, so should we be surprised? Mikey Garcia was put on the shelf by Top Rank as well.
That's why I blame Bud for his career failures and not getting
No,
the
but you
fight
can't. But
because
you can't sit here and say blame Bud. You
he
can't sit here and say
seen
blame
top
Bud when
rank.
PBC had no interest in being in the Bud Crawford business.
Come on,
Based on how they act,
PBC
based on
wasn't
how
the
they
only
moved
option.
afterwards.
That wasn't the only option. He could have
Fish,
what?
Fish.
Like, no,
You're not
hold
being
on.
realistic no more. You're
No,
losing the
no, I
realism
am.
now.
Hold on, let me go, Brim, because Bud got all this praise for being his own boss. Before the lead up to fighting Earl Spence, so he could have been his own boss back then. He didn't have to just go to the PBC to make his career go how it should have went a long
For the
time
Errol Spence
ago.
fight, that's the only way it was going to happen for an Errol Spence fight, bro.
Earl
And the whole
Spence wasn't the only option 4 or 5 years ago, bro.
Okay, Fish. Fish,
Y'all
can I-
always want to make Earl Spence bigger than what he should be.
Fish. Let me tell you something right quick.
what are you talking?
You cannot blame Bud because Mikey Garcia ducked him. Okay. Pacquiao, Bob Arum fucked that fight up. Danny Garcia ducked him. All the boys that they didn't want to fight Bud. Bud couldn't fault them guys. So you can't say Bud is responsible for that shit because he's not. You can't blame Bud for
He
that
should
shit.
have left. Yes, I blame him for not leaving because all those guys at top rank were bullshitting, right? That you just
But
named.
y'all hollering
Those are
about
top rank.
duck
So
this and that. The
he
thing
should have
is, ain't
left.
nobody blaming shit. We just
Hold on,
saying what the
hold on.
resume is, man.
Let me just
It's
say
what
this
it
real
is.
quick. He took the safe bet. He took the safe bet to where y'all can say, he the highest paid welterweight and getting peanuts compared to the top fighters in
All
the
y'all,
other weight classes like Canelo and Joshua and Fury and Earl Spence. All them guys, y'all bragged about him re-signing that mediocre deal with Bob Arum, bro. Y'all, come on.
if Bud would have signed with PBC back then and there, he still wouldn't have got none of them good fights. He still wouldn't have got them.
He
I don't
didn't
believe
have to sign with the PBC, man. That wasn't the only entity out there. He just didn't need to be. He didn't need to be with PBC or Top Rank.
He's been sitting on the sidelines fighting once a
No,
year,
this was 5, 6
barely
years
fighting once a
ago,
year,
man.
bro. If he
Y'all,
would have signed with the
5,
PBC.
6 years ago, he was not gonna be
Shit,
sitting
he
on the
doing that
side.
right now, though, Blue. In all fairness to the PBC, what's stopping Bud from fighting now? Because
But
he
he's
still
doing that.
want to fight
No.
once a year.
You're right though. But he's doing that by
Yeah, and
choice
that's
right now
very
because he
upsetting
chose
as a
not to.
Terence Crawford fan. I want to see the nigga fight 2 to 3 times a year.
Yeah, I do too. But he's doing that by choice right now because he turned down
I
the fight
know, and that's an indictment
what's
on
his
him as
name? That's
well.
what
To
I.
Big
But
Fish's
see,
point,
look. But
what is
look.
he waiting on?
So hold on.
You know he
So I
on his
think
hands and
because
you know he on his hands and
hold on. So
knees
what he's
right
waiting
now.
on?
Blue, can
Man,
you answer my
get off.
question real quick?
Get off the
What is he
gas,
waiting
You
Q.
on?
know he on his
Get off the
hands and
gas,
the
Q.
knees
No,
right
he's
now,
not, bro.
Blue. You know he on.
What
You know
was
he
so?
doing. You know he got
Okay, I'm
that
gonna wait
going.
till
Hold
Q
on, Q.
stops.
Hey,
I'm
let
waiting till
Blue
Q
answer me,
stops.
bro. Hey, Blue, what is he wait? Why he is his own boss. He bragged about it
Yeah.
during
So
negotiations. He has his destiny in his own hands. What the fuck is he waiting on? All these
the
fights are out
Canelo
here to
fight.
be made.
He's trying to get the Canelo fight because this is hearsay right now. This is hearsay
Hands
right
and
now.
knees.
The man want to fight
Hold
one
on.
time and
Here's
retire.
Turkey said he was
this is
hurt
hearsay.
too. E3.
But I think
No.
that's BS. But yeah, he did say that. You right, Fish. Go ahead, Blue. I want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah. So it's the Canelo fight. He's supposed to have that fight with May. That's the
Okay,
big
what
thing.
happens if he doesn't get that fight, bro? Then
I'm gonna
what?
be pissed because then I felt like he just wasted his fucking time.
He been
That's what's
wasting
gonna happen.
exactly. He's wasting time, bro. He could have
Now
been
look,
unified and clean
hold
out
on.
one by now.
I'm realist. I'm a realist when it comes to. I'm a real fan, bro. So I'm telling you right now, if you don't get this fight, what the fuck was you doing? Because you could have had a belt. You know what I'm saying? Give it to
Exactly.
you once they
Against
fight.
my
That
door.
don't make no motherfucking sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold up,
You
guys.
had
I
a
gotta
belt
stop
that
y'all
was
for
going
one
to be
second. I
given
gotta
to you.
stop y'all for 1 second because he's
Oh my
trying to
God.
look. Check it out. Bud is trying to get
Listen,
him for May. So he has a little bit of time to wiggle room, and now if he gets into like mid January and it's not looking good, then he can pivot and he can go get a title. There's not a lot of time that's left off of that. Actually, the truth of the matter is he has the ability to wait a little bit because his next fight is not going to be probably until March or May. So he can try to get the Canelo, and if he doesn't get the Canelo, then he can go to Plan B. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if
Well,
he
they're
has the
supposed to be
goal of
making a big
fighting one more
announcement
time
pretty
and
soon.
calling it a career, because that's how he's moving, in my opinion.
I
Well,
mean,
they're
but do
supposed
you really want to go into a fight with Canelo Alvarez coming in, from being a smaller man from 2 weight classes and being out of the ring for damn near a year? Because what was his fight? August 3rd? So if that fight happened, that'll be May.
It'll be 9 months. That ain't too crazy.
All right. Okay.
That
It
ain't
I
too
don't
mean,
matter
crazy.
what he
And
do.
you
He
guys
got
understand these
look,
guys are
I'm gonna
confident
say like
professionals.
this.
Both of these
It
guys are
really ain't
confident
crazy.
professionals. These
It
guys
really
don't
isn't
have
It's
crazy.
behind
short, but that's just me.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
so
all y'all
I'm
say he
with you.
gonna knock him out. I just want that bet, man. That's all I want. None.
That's why I think he'll beat the
Don't
shit
say
out.
all of y'all, because I sure didn't say that shit.
I think he beat the shit out of him. What I'm saying is,
Mr. Golden.
I think he can knock him
Talking
out.
about
Now, if
stopping
he
them
That,
doesn't
though.
do
Them the
anything,
ones I want
I
to
don't
bet.
think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's gonna be
Q,
a TKO.
Q,
If
listen to
if
me,
he
hey,
does
Q.
anything, it's a
I
TKO.
got Canelo winning. You hear me? I think Bud's gonna make it a good fight, but I got Canelo winning.
No,
hey,
Damn,
that,
Mr.
bro. So you
Golden.
got Canelo winning now.
Let me hear your reasons why, Brim.
so hey Q, I mean not Q, Bram. Can we bet? Can we bet?
Hold on. Let's listen to Brim's reasons why. Why you say that, Brim?
I
That at
want this
some point
money.
in the fight, when you start getting into the deep waters, if Canelo lands that clean shot on Bud, it's gonna change Bud up a little bit. Bud's gonna still probably try to fight, but I just think if they both land a really clean shot on each other, Canelo's gonna affect Bud more than Bud is gonna affect Canelo, in my opinion. You know,
Mm.
do I think Bud has
Bud
a
is going
chance?
to make
I
a
do think
business
Bud has a
decision
chance.
like Jermell Charlo after
Nah,
he
he ain't
get
gonna go
clipped.
out like that. He ain't gonna go out like that. He's not gonna go out like
Oh
that.
no, not
He's not gonna go out
again,
like that.
So
man.
you
Oh
think Bud
no.
going to go out swinging and he could possibly get stopped?
No. See, the thing is, Bud's gonna be smart, but he's still gonna take chances. It's just he ain't gonna go out like that, where he just tuck his tail in and just be happy to make it 12 rounds. He's gonna try to fight, but he's gonna be smart about it, though. If he gets caught, he ain't gonna sit here and just run in reckless abandon, but he's still gonna try to take his chances and pick his spots so he can try to get his shots in. But I just think at the end of the day, fighting at 168. I think Canelo will probably end up getting the win. Do I think Bud can win? Yes, I do, because I think Bud's skill set is phenomenal. But I just think with that weight, with no preparation, getting into that weight, fighting somebody at that weight, I think it'll be just a little bit too much to overcome. But do I think Bud has a chance? I do. But I just don't think he'll just come up a little short.
Yeah, he need to fight Jake Paul first, and then fight
Man,
Canelo.
kill that. Man, come on, man. Stop this.
So you get on
Stop
pay per
it.
view.
He might as well. He ain't fighting nobody else right now. He waiting on Canelo. I'm sick of this
Bro, if the
shit.
Canelo fight don't happen, guess
On
what
his
fight
hands
Morel
and
gonna get?
knees right now,
Hey, look,
begging
I think,
Canelo,
Bro,
please, please, Canelo,
look,
please.
you want to know? You don't want to know? I think what
your
happened
hate is a
if
little too
Canelo,
strong, bro. It really
if
is.
Terrence, hey, listen, if Terrence Bud Crawford fought Jake Paul, do you know what I think he would do? He would knock his ass out. He wouldn't agree. He'd probably be like, yeah, it's cool, I got you, and just knock his ass out. Because in every fight they have, this is speculation right now. They say that you can't knock him out, but I think I would if I was Terrence Bud Crawford, I wouldn't give a fuck. I
I
signed the
think the
contract.
only real
Take a penalty.
professional boxer that Jake Paul is going to end up fighting is going to be Canelo Alvarez. I do believe that fight is too big for it not to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that fight is going to happen at some point in Canelo's career. I think that's the fight that Jake Paul is waiting on.
E3, I want to
He ain't
ask
getting in the ring with nobody else but Canelo.
All right,
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Goldie, I want to know if hindsight 2020, you were Bud Crawford's advisor, you would have him re-sign with Top Rank. You would have did that, advised him to do that, knowing what you know now.
What I know now, no, I would have been went on and became a free agent. I was advising for a case, but at the time, the situation is, yes, I would have made him back then. Out of because the fact you got to look at for the money standpoint. Pay per view right now.
Man.
No, because you look at what the making money.
Hey, your phone kind of fucking up, Goldie.
It's just over here. I'm about to get off with it.
Oh my God.
Come back. Your shit going in and out. Can't hear you no more. Yeah, go ahead and drop off and come back.
Hey man, the phone don't work good in the sauna, Mr. Goldie. You can't be in the sauna on the show, man, with your old lady, man.
Motherfucker got his chest hairs out.
Bad Venus. Hello,
hey, that nigga's
lady.
never seen it. Hey, wait, I'm not gonna say that. This nigga said he got chest hairs out.
When you got the chest hairs out, the Razor Ramon shit up.
Hey man, remember that night Mr. Goldie had to do them push-ups live on our
Oh man, yeah, when I made that nigga, he lost a bet.
that boy was in his speedo doing push-ups.
Yeah, that nigga was hitting
Hold on. Speaking of bet, is Brim still is on the panel? Brim.
Yeah, Brim.
Okay, what's good, man? How much we putting on the line, bro?
For what?
Oh man, for the Canelo fight, if they fight, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
You
not
said you
betting
got
that damn
Canelo.
fight. My confidence. Did you hear me say I think Bud can win the fight? I'm not
Oh,
that
that ain't
confident
good.
in the Canelo victory.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm
putting no
about to
money
say.
on that.
I'm
You
about
got
to
me.
say.
He doesn't have any courage in his convictions, Blue.
So
Blue, I'll take that
you know
bet.
what? How about this? Okay,
Blue,
so
I'll take the
yeah.
bet, Blue.
I was gonna say if you want to, we could do push-ups there.
Oh man, we talking about betting
My
some money.
confidence meter in that fight is not worth me betting. Now, if you had to say Usyk and Fury and you pick Fury, I would have put up the house on you.
No, see, I mean, I ain't dumb. Come on, man.
You find a fight that I got that confidence level in, cool. But with Bud and Canelo, I'm probably staying away from any bets on that fight.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Brim, because I know you be hating. I know you be hating on my guy, the Mexican Monster. Who you picking in that fight, David Benavidez or David Morrell Jr.?
Benavidez is going to beat the shit out of Morrell.
Okay, I was just making sure. Okay,
It ain't that I hate
do.
Benavidez. I think Benavidez is overhyped. But do I think Benavidez is a respectable fighter? You damn right he's a respectable fighter. But his team is goofy. But Morrell ain't ready for him. Morrell's last fight, he arguably almost lost that fight. And Benavidez didn't look great, but Benavidez looked better than Morrell did, and Morrell's inexperience is going to catch up to him at some
I
point.
thought Benavidez looked great in his last fight. He just gassed out because he was trying to knock that motherfucker out, and that motherfucker
Sorry, but
was
not a single punch
tough
moved
as
him.
nails.
He didn't look
He was
great.
tough as nails. He looked great to me. He was throwing combinations. He was letting his hands go. throughout the entirety of the fight, he just started gassing out, bro. In my opinion, he didn't look bad at all. I don't see what niggas talking about.
But the issue
They
is,
were talking about he didn't look like the same dude. He looked like that 168.
Hey, Q, I saw him shoulder rolling. Hey, hear me out, Brim. I seen the nigga shoulder rolling. I seen better defense. I just saw a guy that got a little bit tired. That's it. He just got tired. But he was
he
dinging
wasn't used to the weight class. That's all it was. Wasn't that his first
he was dinging on that motherfucker. I don't know what niggas talking about.
and not
they
a
said the
single one of
same
them
thing about
punches
David Morrell
affected him
too.
one bit.
They said the
Benavidez
same
did
thing
all
about
that punching.
David
He
Morrell
was hurt
though.
more than the opponent that he faced. His opponent walked out.
I said,
Looked
like I said, if
he
you
went to the club after.
Motor Mouth Brim, like I was saying, bro, the nigga was tough as nails, bro. We're talking the whole time. I said he was tough as nails, bro.
What about David Morrell?
Goddamn, you can't knock out
They said
everybody.
What about David Morrell? They said the same thing about him, that he didn't look too good.
He ain't knocking on nobody. Talking about everybody.
Well, so we gonna act like Benavidez don't be stopping shit? Is that what we doing tonight? You was a hater, bro. You know that.
He stopped
You
weak ass
a fucking hater.
He didn't even stop
David
playing.
Benavidez. You been hating on this nigga ever since the Caleb playing fight. What is it about David Benavidez that you don't like or that you don't appreciate? Go ahead.
Oh man, they lost Greg Gumbel.
His team is goofy. He's overhyped by the masses. I think he's getting a little bit of that Wilder hype type of treatment, but he's better than Wilder technically. I think he's straight up and down, no effects. But I think he's a respectable fighter, though. When it comes to the level that a lot of people place him on, that's what I hate on. But Benavidez as a fighter, he's a respectable fighter. Just don't get it twisted. But I think his dad, Samson Kapowitz, they're all trash cans. It's more about the people he's surrounded with than Benavidez himself. I'll say that.
Stop hating on that damn man, you damn hater.
Oh, you don't tell me about hating on somebody. You need to hush your mouth ASAP.
You just hate on David Benavidez.
And you hate on anybody that go to whoop on Wilder. What else?
I don't hate on nobody. One thing about me, I keep it real. I say Wilder should have never fought that motherfucker no goddamn more.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bud against David Benavidez.
Man, we offered David Benavidez that fight. He ducked the fight.
Let me ask you a question. Y'all
At 160, at 160, come on, Mister Golden. That man can't make no 160. You want to fight Canelo at 168? Why he can't fight the Mexican Monster at 168?
Benavidez couldn't make 160 if his life depended on it.
Yeah, he could have made 160.
Man, see, this is what you talking about. You keep it real. You
coming out 8 pounds. You could have made that motherfucker.
And then you just said
you could have made that 160
afterwards.
That man could not make no 160, bro.
Yeah, he could.
Goldie, you love Terence Crawford, boy. Oh my God.
No, I just want to talk
that nigga BBL Golden. Boy, you thicker than a sickle, boy.
Let me tell you something. This is everything Edson Bud say he'll fight Canelo at 168. They try to throw everybody else in front of Bud feet.
I'm just saying, if he can fight him at 168, why he can't fight the Mexican Monster at 168? Why y'all don't like that matchup?
Well, the same reason why you don't like it.
I like it.
David is too motherfucking big.
Benavidez is at 175 now. That's out of the conversation. Y'all wasting oxygen now.
No, why y'all saying he's too big, man? Come on, man.
Dead in the water.
Why Canelo not too big then? He ain't 168. Why Canelo not too big?
Hey, Errol Smith even told Illy, said, I ain't fighting that big motherfucker. He was looking at that. Hey, that's a big motherfucker. I ain't fighting that nigga. Things like that. Yeah, that's a big dude, man. Earl didn't even want that smoke.
Hey,
Earl didn't want that smoke.
Crazy. That nigga boy be doing that fucking impression.
Yeah, man, he didn't want that smoke. That's a big
like that. Always trying to make Bud fight every goddamn body. It want Bud to fight every motherfucking body.
Well, shit, I just want to fight somebody, bro. Like,
you ain't lying now. Nah, but one thing about that, like I said before, I'm sick of Bud ass and fighting no motherfucking body. I say that shit.
Bro, this nigga could have listen, he could have fought Teofimo. He could have fought somebody. He could have fought Fun. He could have.
Fuck you. I never want to fight you. I'll never fight T.O. ass.
That's a good fight for him right there, Mr. Golden. The T.O. fight.
Goldie,
Fuck
Canelo
you.
told him to fight him, bro. He could have used that as like, you know what I'm saying? You told me this little nigga, I would.
Look. That was a joke. What can T.O. on his telling to fight me for that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. T.O. was not gonna get paid that damn man.
How is this some bullshit? He already right now, hands on his knees right now. How the fuck is some bullshit, Mr. Golden? He's hands on the knees right now. He's hands on the knees right now. He's begging right now. Why not fight T.O.? He might as well.
Listen, fight T.O. for what? For what?
So he won't be hands on the knees right now.
Hands on
so
knees.
He be fighting somebody right now.
You say that shit because you're a Bud hater. You don't want to see Bud get that motherfucker fight, nigga.
I'm saying that because Bud is the A side right now. He ain't flexing it like he's supposed to.
He doing what he's supposed to do.
Flexing it like he's supposed to.
He is flexing that shit.
Stop it, bro. Stop
Hey,
it.
I'll tell you one thing. If Floyd Money Mayweather was in this position, he would take that T.O. fight in a heartbeat. It make a lot of money doing it.
He want to take
man, Bud is the A side in that situation right now, man.
The green print. He would fight that Mexican.
Man, everybody gonna fight T.O. ass right now. For what? T.O. for what? Everybody gonna fight that nigga ass. That nigga garbage.
It's not a matter.
Y'all see how everybody's turning down the fight?
This is why niggas like you. Wait, hold on, 15 G's, Chief. This is why this is why the BLV Remaster Q and General Big Fish be saying that you BBLs are out of control because ain't nobody on this panel saying Teofimo can win. That's not what we saying.
Listen, I'm gonna put it like this here. That would be a cherry pick for Bud. Bud beat the shit out of his ass. They're gonna say Bud ain't had been a fight this motherfucker. He's a cherry picker. I don't want to hear that shit.
Man, that's not the point. Watch this here. That's another Mikey Garcia. That's another Mikey Garcia fight right there for Bud, man.
Bro, that's Earl.
That's a crossover fight. That's another Earl Smith Mikey Garcia fight all over again.
Like you said, look at y'all always talking the pay-per-view sales and all that shit. That fight wasn't sale for shit.
That shit don't matter though because he Turkey. That shit don't even matter no more. He backed by Turkey.
Bro, y'all guys.
But I'm just saying, the first thing they saying,
Bud's the ambassador for Turkey.
T.O. duck Devin. T.O. duck Devin. Why do you want to fight him over who
you
duck
can't
Devin?
say that right now. You can't say that right now. You can't say that.
He can't duck Devin Haney.
Duck Devin Haney
Years ago.
Years ago.
He ducked Devin.
Ducked out of the tournament. He ducked out of being in position to go to the tournament. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta get your history.
I mean, well, right
and another
now,
thing about this whole thing about T.O., y'all gotta stop. Y'all act like Bud don't got another fight on deck. Murtazalia is waiting for him. If he don't fight Canelo, he probably gonna fight Murtazalia. Y'all guys gotta get real, man. Stop the bullshit.
But is he gonna make a lot of money fighting that dude?
Man, Turkey is paying him, period, bro.
You ain't answering my question.
It's not going to
be a potential fight, though. That would be a potential fight, right?
It's not going to be the same.
Let me correct myself. Maybe I'm tripping. Do you believe? Hold on. Do you believe he will make more money,
bro?
You ain't gonna let me ask you a question, bro. You ain't gonna let me ask you a question, bro.
I'm sorry.
God damn. Like I was about to say, do you believe he will make more money fighting that dude opposed to fighting Teofimo?
It depends, man. It depends.
I'm listening.
Because Tio don't generate shit, bro. Tio don't got a fan base. He just got a few fans, bro. Tio ain't never sold over 5,000.
He got a bigger fan base than this other dude that you talking about that nobody fucking know.
Yeah, but he a champion at 154.
Oh my god!
He has a belt, right?
Hold on. And to kill that shit, Teofimo Lopez is way more accomplished than that motherfucker as well. If we gonna play
that, Tio has zero
so
for Bud.
So it's about the money. Terence Crawford says it's about the money now. He cares about the money. He don't give a fuck about legacy,
bro.
Do we have anything to show that
but
T.O.
maybe he
generates
still
money?
might
That
be trying to go for
T.O. was
undisputed
like a
though, so
guaranteed
that's why he
generator.
wants to get
T.O.
the
ain't never
belt.
generated shit. T.O. ain't never generated anything. So if we gonna talk about what somebody else don't do, what has T.O. done? T.O. has never sold 5,000 tickets, bro.
Oh my God, boy, you sound like them Eurosexuals, boy.
No, I'm
The
just being
UFC
honest, bro.
fans,
T.O. Go look at what T.O. did.
Oh
He
my
had T.O. in the
God.
baby
you want to
video.
talk about
Eurosexual.
He had T.O. in the
ticket
baby
sales and all this
video.
other shit.
He's
Is
No,
an
no, because you're
okay?
talking about
So
how much
answer
money he
this.
gonna.
Riddle me
The
this.
reason why ticket sales
Rim,
became a
rim,
topic is you talking about how much money he gonna make when
rim,
T.O. ain't
rim,
never generated nothing.
rim. Take your blood pressure medicine. Let me ask
I'm
you a
good,
question
but
real quick,
you
kind
can't
sir.
talk about
Okay,
money
let
when
me
a
ask you
person ain't
something
never
real quick, my brother.
Oh, go ahead.
True or false? This is just a true or false question. Will Teofimo Lopez be the most accomplished fighter that Terence Crawford has ever faced? Is that a true or false statement?
Yeah, I guess.
That's an easy one. He said he
Okay,
guessed.
so what are we talking about, bro? And
Because
it's real animosity. This ain't no fake beef. These niggas don't like each other. That's gonna sell
you're
itself.
taking because you're talking about you're talking about T.O. this accomplished. But last time I checked, T.O. has not been impressive in his last few fights.
I don't
Last
like
time I
Tio.
checked.
I agree.
Last time I checked, T.O. ain't
You
never
talking to me?
generated anything. So you up here talking about money.
Oh
So
my
if you're
God.
talking about money, ticket sales become the part of the conversation. Because you talk about how much money Bud gonna make from fighting
Animosity
T.O.
sells
when
though,
T.O.
bro.
ain't
Brim,
Animosity
that's fight.
sells fights, bro.
Brim,
that's
that's
And
true. But
racism
fighting.
T.O.
sells
ain't never
fights.
sold anything though.
But in the fights that he had to raise his level up the most against Loma and against Josh Taylor, he was impressive in those fights.
Josh Taylor was
That's a fact. Because
yeah,
I
that's a
had him
fact. But
losing to Josh Taylor. Yep.
Josh Taylor washed though. But I give him props for what
But
he did. He
no,
had a
but we
good.
wasn't saying that before the fight, though. We got to be
No, we
fair.
weren't.
Before the
We
fight,
weren't.
I
That's what I'm
said
saying.
Josh Taylor
Man,
go.
I
After
bet
we
it
saw
on
what we
Josh
saw,
Taylor and
what
lost.
we've been seeing after the
But
fact,
I
we
hate
know that
Tio.
at 140 he washed.
Well, yeah, we can say that in hindsight now, but
Yeah,
prior
in
to
hindsight,
that
now we
fight,
know
how
now. But at the
motherfucking
time,
me
no,
and
we
Tio
did not
had the
know.
whole mental thing going on. We was like, man, this nigga ain't mentally stable right now. He about to get worked. But he went out there and he performed very well. So to Q's point, he usually rises to the occasion the better the competition is, bro. I gotta agree with that.
That is true when it comes to T.O. He does rise to the occasion.
Yeah, and I don't like that
So,
motherfucker. Y'all know I hate him.
but on the other, but
Brim,
on
he
the
And
low
that's a
level, when it
selling
comes to
point
Bud,
that'll sell that fight. You know what I'm saying?
but
That's something that'll
but I
sell
can,
that fight.
but see, I
Two-time ring
understand.
champion too, man. Lineal title. Yeah.
But I think the key
Yeah.
for
Because
Bud
I
is I
believe
think very
Bud gonna beat the goddamn shit out of him. But it's gonna be people that's gonna feel and believe because he didn't raise his level up when he fought the competition. They're gonna have some people that's gonna feel and believe that he might be able to do it again. It's gonna be some motherfuckers believe that shit, bro.
And the
Not saying
build
it's
up.
gonna happen,
Velocity.
but I'm just saying it's gonna be people that's gonna believe that shit, man.
Yeah, about two or
Yeah.
three people.
there's a few dummies
And
everywhere, but
that's
sucker
and
born
that's
every
gonna
day.
sell.
And this right here gonna sell the fight too, bro. Like it's real vitriol. Like look at, you know what I'm saying? This the type of shit that we want to see. Me personally, this will make me reach in my wallet and pay for the fight. Real animosity.
Hell yeah. I'm telling you, this is a fight he should take,
The
man.
storyline is
I'm
there, bro.
telling you,
The
Look,
it's a
storyline
I
is
agree
fight
with.
The thing is
Listen,
though, when
he
you
I
should
look
agree
at
with
take.
you.
but when you
He's
look
the
at
A
what's looking for
side. He should flex it, man. You know what I'm
Hold on.
saying? He
but
say he
here's
want to fight
the
for
problem
money.
about all of
Can
this
I
though,
ask
This a
y'all a
y'all.
fight.
question? Can I make a statement real quick?
yeah. Go
Here's the
ahead, bro.
problem.
So, I agree with you guys when it comes to that shit with T.O. I think it would be a great fight. But at the same token, I'm gonna say this. If if Bud wants to go for undisputed and fight the other dude, that has a belt, I think he's an IBF, right? Brim, you're talking about?
I think
He's an
Merch is
IBF.
already Merch
Yeah, I
is
believe.
already
Y'all
Yeah, he
gotta
got.
let this
Yeah.
BBL
So
shit go. This undisputed shit. He ain't not fighting for no legacy, bro. What part of that
bro,
y'all don't
stop.
understand?
If
The
the
man
if the
fighting
man,
for the
hold on,
bag, man.
bro,
What part of
listen
that
to
y'all don't
me.
understand?
All I'm
he
trying to
getting the
say is he
bag
can change his
regardless
mind.
though.
Listen. He can change his mind anytime he wants to. He's a grown ass man.
Oh my God.
So you can laugh all you want to. Q, it just is what it is, my guy. You got to
His
accept it. He can
legacy
do
is
what he wants to
already
do.
submitted. Why he gotta change his mind for you
Because he can
for?
go. He's not changing it for me. He's changing it for himself if he chooses to. I'm telling you
Yeah,
like
because
this.
y'all the only ones
Q,
that's y'all
Q.
BBL's the only one pushing for
I'm
this
gonna let you
shit. The
finish,
man
Q,
said
and
out
then
of
I'm
his
still gonna
own
make my
mouth.
point.
that he is fighting for the bag. That's why right now he is on his hands and
If he
knees
just,
right now.
anyways,
That's why he's
if
not
he
fighting
decides,
nobody because he is on his hands and knees begging Canelo. Hands
okay,
on the
we've
knees,
already, you said
hands
this
on
like
the knees,
20
hands
times,
on the knees. He
Q.
begging.
Q,
He
you've said it
begging.
20 times.
Where's
Q,
he
you've said
begging
this
at?
20
Show me
times,
where.
and now
Show
it's
me
probably
where
gonna
he
be
begged
30.
at. Show me where he begged at. You hating
Brim. I'm
ass
gonna say
Q.
this. If this man wants to go for undisputed, I'm okay with that. That just solidifies his legacy even more. God damn. What's wrong with
He's
that?
not trying to do that though, Blue Hustle.
But
Why
if
you
he
don't want to
so if
accept
he change
that? He's not
so
trying to
Q
do
so
that.
Q if he changes his mind and wants to do that, are you going to be upset about that? Is that what you're trying to say?
But that's not what he's going to do, though,
You
sir.
don't know. You don't even know him personally. So
He
why
don't
are
know
you
shit.
getting
What
all
can
Man,
you
this
I'm
tell him
shit?
to do
listening
though?
to what he's saying. What are you talking
Can
about?
boxers change their
Y'all just
mind every
hoping
damn
and
But he
day?
can
They
wishing
change
change
their
his
because
mind
y'all
like
holding
Q.
on
Jordan.
to
I'm
that
telling you,
legacy
Boxers change
shit.
their mind like
Ain't
Jordan. So
no
what you saying,
fucking
Q?
legacy.
Q.
His
He
legacy
can
already
change his
cemented,
mind, my
bro.
guy. He can change his mind, and you're making it look like he can.
Why he got to change his mind for you for?
You keep bringing me into the situation,
It's
and
not
I'm
for you,
not doing
Q.
it.
You
It's
Cause
sound
you.
stupid as
cause
hell,
y'all the only
Q.
one stuck on that shit. Bud not stuck on
Q,
it.
that's
Why y'all stuck on it?
Q. There's all kind
Why
of
y'all
people that
stuck on
bro.
it?
Q. You're the only one that has a problem with it. Seems like.
No, I don't have a problem with it because I'm gonna go with what the man said, and he
So
said
if
he
he
going for
changes his
the bag.
mind,
So why y'all still stuck on
Q, what are you
legacy?
gonna say if he
Because if he
changes his
was on
mind?
legacy,
Q, I'm
why
gonna
he
say it
not fighting
again.
right now?
What are you
Then
gonna say if he
why he
changes his
not fighting
mind? What
right
are you
now?
gonna
Then
do?
if he changing his mind,
Q, if
why he
he
not
changes
fighting
his
right now? Then
mind, if he changes his fucking mind, what are you gonna do, my guy? How you gonna feel? You gonna be upset?
I ain't gonna feel no type of way because if he was changing his mind, he'd be fighting right now, right or wrong,
That
instead
isn't
of
true.
being on
No,
his
you're
hands and
wrong.
knees right now.
Last time I
Instead
checked,
of
didn't
being on
Turkey
his
say he had
hands
a
and
little bit? Didn't
knees
Turkey say
right
he had an
now.
injury? Didn't Turkey say he had an injury? And where was he been on his hands and knees?
You
Because
know
he
what
wanted to get a
though?
Canelo fight. He's on his hands and
Hey,
knees.
hey, hey,
Stop
y'all.
capping, bro. It don't look
Oh
Hey,
good on
look,
him.
man, he done hurt his
hold
shit.
on, y'all.
Being on his knees and shit, that shit
Hey, let me
hurts.
point though real
Hating
quick,
ass
y'all.
Q.
So,
Hating ass Q.
hey,
Who a
hey,
hack?
hey, hold on,
Hating
fellas.
ass
Let me
Q.
make this quick point
AKQ.
real quick.
Hack.
Hold on,
Hating
bro.
ass Q.
Hey, let me make this point. I got the boxing champions list pulled up right now, right? At 154. And you're right. How do you say it? Marat Zalim? How the fuck you say this nigga name? Barack
Murtazalia. Murtazalia.
Martin. Thank you, kind sir.
Murtazalia.
Mert Tazaliev. Thank you, sir. The WBA champion is Bud, and then the WBC champ and the WBO is Sebastian Fundora. So now that I'm thinking about it, bro, if Bud was really on this undisputed shit just to keep in his back pocket, then he really should have took that fight with Fundora. Because he would already be unified and he will only have one belt left if the fight don't go through with Canelo. How do y'all feel about that?
Fundora wanted to fight Spence from the jump street, though. You know how Samson and how Samson's made him fighter.
No. Bud could have took that
But
fight,
Samson,
man.
listen,
Side,
Samson been
bro.
hating on
You
Bud from the
can't,
very beginning. Come on,
bro, but
listen.
you can't say that he allowed. The report was Terence Crawford allowed for that fight to happen. He didn't have to allow that.
He allowed it to happen because they went that direction. You have to allow it to happen. He allowed it to happen because they went to go fight Errol Spence. They didn't go for Bud. They went to Errol Spence. So Bud said, "Go ahead." So he wouldn't allow anything if they was looking to fight Terence Crawford for real. Think about it.
But are you missing my point? My point is, had he fought Sebastian Fundora, he would have 3 belts, and he would only have one more
Got
belt
your
to
point,
keep.
but if Sebastian Fundora was trying to fight Bud, he wouldn't be fighting Spence. Period.
Okay. Okay. Y'all go ahead.
You had to give permission to something, you know.
I
It
mean,
wasn't
but
like
but
it
but
wasn't
be
like he came
wondering
to
why
Fundora first
sometimes
and
we
said,
be saying y'all be
"It's not."
delusional as fuck
It's
sometimes,
not like
man.
he went to Fedora and said, Fedora, I know you might want to fight me, but I'm gonna let you go fight Errol Spence. No, Fedora
Because
said, hey,
any
can I
two
go
ways
fight Errol
about
Spence?
it, if he had undisputed on his mind, he wouldn't allow the
We know he
motherfucking
don't have
thing. He
undisputed
would
on his
have
mind. He
took.
has
He would have
Canelo on his
forced
mind.
the
But he has
Fundora
time to
fight,
have he
man.
has a plan A and obviously a plan B. His goal is to get Canelo. If he doesn't, then
Fundora
he has other
called that
options.
bluff because he thought
What?
he was gonna look up on a
What?
Fedora called a
goddamn
bluff. What
belt.
are you talking
Who you
He
about?
thought
saying?
he
You
was
saying
gonna be
you just
given
saying
a
anything.
goddamn
You just saying
belt,
It
anything.
says
and
Sebastian
Fundora
Fundora
didn't
versus
fold.
Errol Spence Jr. on deck after Terence Crawford steps aside. He stepped
He
aside.
stepped aside.
It happened. And we
What
all
is you
know
niggas talking about?
he want the Canelo fight. He want the bag. That's pretty much all we saying. There ain't nothing wrong with him wanting the bag.
Not the legacy. He want the bag, niggas. He want the bag.
Yeah.
You said, yeah, but believe it or not, Canelo's the biggest legacy out of all the fighters available. So it's both at the same time. But your hating ass,
Man. But it's not this other bullshit y'all talking about with this division at 154.
So Canelo's
Bud gives no fucks. Bud gives no fucks, man.
Is Canelo a bigger
He gives no fucks, man. He gives no fucks, man. Because he wants the bag, man. Because if he did, he'd have took the Fundora fight. He wouldn't have allowed nothing.
Is Canelo a bigger?
He wouldn't have allowed nothing.
You're hating ass.
It's a bigger fight.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just telling the truth. You BBLs just don't want to accept that shit. If he thought about legacy, he would have took the Fundora fight. He gives no fucks, bro. He gives no fucks, bro. Y'all kiss that legacy shit goodbye, man. That legacy shit, y'all holding on to that. He not.
Hey, hold on, Q. Hey, the Canelo fight is a bigger fight, definitely, but the other fight is way more realistic. If we being honest, the fight with Fundora is way more realistic.
We up here talking about the fight with Fundora,
because he's the super champ.
Fundora was
but he can still get that fight with Fundora.
Let's say the fight with Fundora. Listen, we have all the evidence that says that they were moving him to Errol Spence. Errol Spence got in the ring. How we going to sit here and talk about Terence Crawford? He stepped aside and then he went to fight Errol Spence. No,
he did. He did step aside. It says, Brimley, can you not see? It says he stepped aside.
Yeah, he stepped aside to let him fight Errol Spence because he wanted to fight Errol Spence. He stepped aside to let him fight Errol Spence. Exactly. They asked, "Can we fight Errol Spence?" And Bud said, "Go ahead."
And he could have said no. Is what we're saying.
Yeah, but he's trying to fight Canelo. We know this already. This ain't new news.
Okay, so he's going for the bag. That's all we saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
If he doesn't get the bag, I can see why he's still going for. I can see how he could. In the back of his head, he could say, "Okay, I'm still gonna go for undisputed."
Not none of that legacy bullshit that you niggas is still stuck on. BBL, let it go.
You know what, Q?
Y'all let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Y'all let it go, man. Y'all let it go.
Canelo ain't undisputed. Canelo is not undisputed. So let's just say, for the sake of the argument, he beats Canelo. He's gonna have to fight another fight at 168 against who the other champ? Who the nigga that
what's his name? William Scully.
Let me pull this shit up.
Hold on. We all know
the IBF
he's only doing one fight at one.
William Score. William Score. He would have to fight William Score. So y'all think Terence Crawford gonna do that?
No.
William Score.
Not going for legacy, bro. He's not going for legacy. He's going for bag.
I feel like he would go for. I feel like what he would do is
if Bud gets a Canelo fight, it's his last fight, yo. If he gets the Canelo fight,
I feel like he'll quit. I feel like if he doesn't get the fight with
Canelo, it's a cash out fight. It's the last fight.
That's the point, bro. That's why we're saying it's not about legacy; it's about the bag.
Yeah, but okay. So let me ask you:
if he was fighting for belts, he would watch Fundora and then go fight the other motherfucker, and then he'll be done.
Yeah, you just killed.
But so would.
Can I ask you something?
Hey, bro.
That's what all it would be.
If he was 32, maybe he would, but he's 37.
Nah, there you go.
So hold on.
Moving the goalpost. There you go.
Let me ask you something real quick. So
if he doesn't go ahead, and then General was trying to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So if he doesn't get the fight with Canelo, don't you think that? Do you feel like he could still go for the fight? I mean, go for undisputed at 154?
Absolutely, because he's the super champion.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not far fetched. That's all I'm trying to say.
But he wasting his time. He could just go ahead and get the shit out the way. Is what I'm saying.
But he's going for the bag. Like, we know that's what me and Brim are trying to say.
Okay.
No matter what, he wants the bag first.
There you go. That's all we saying, man. That's all we saying.
Listen.
That's all we've been saying, man.
That's okay. As long as you say that, that's all I care.
My bad, good.
That's all. That's what
God
we're saying.
damn,
That's all
man.
we're
That's
Hey,
saying.
go
all
ahead,
we're
General.
saying,
Go
man.
ahead,
He going
General.
for the bag.
So hold
I'll
on,
let
hold
you
on.
fix his make his
We
point.
all saying the same shit, but some reason we not connecting them when we saying it and
Yeah,
shit, man.
because
I
y'all
don't know.
motherfuckers tripping. Y'all trying to put some fucking some mustard on this shit. Talking acting like
No,
it's still about legacy. It's not. It's about the fucking bag. He don't
no,
care about
Not no
I know
fucking
it's about the
legacy,
bag.
man. Y'all still stuck on legacy. BBLs, let it
I didn't say
go.
nothing about no
Let it go,
legacy.
BBLs.
Legacy is not
Let
even
it
what
Big
I've been
go.
My
talking
bad,
about.
Brim. I
bro.
apologize.
Let it
At the
go,
end of the day,
BBLs.
at the
Q.
end
I
of
know
the day,
somebody keep saying
Time
y'all, and
out, Cody. Let
I'm the
General.
one that's
General
vocal
was
for
trying
it.
to say something. Then you can go. Go ahead, General.
Legacy is
Now,
not even what I've been talking about. I didn't mention
Brim,
legacy.
motor
That's what
mouth.
y'all
God
talking about.
damn. Brim, can you not hear? Go ahead, General.
The
Shit.
general.
that mug got a automatic trigger, boy. That's what I'm start calling it.
That nigga
Trigger,
don't hear shit.
trigger lips. Yeah.
Lips. Shit.
Yeah.
The
So that's
extender on that shit. Go ahead, Fish.
that's his new name, Trigger
Yeah,
Lips.
change your name to Trigger Lips, bro. God damn, Trigger Tongue or something. Fuck.
God damn, boy. Automatic.
That nigga got that Gatlin lips. He got them Gatlin lips, man.
Well, that nigga
He's
keep
on.
going. That nigga gonna hear nobody on the panel. Boy, Brim is a motherfucker. I love the nigga.
goddamn, are y'all gonna let
He's
fish
on
talk?
fire.
Hey,
That
he just being
motherfucker.
I'm
passionate
sorry,
about
Cody.
what he
You right.
saying. That's
Go
all.
ahead, Fish. Go ahead, Fish.
That motherfucker Brill shot 64 threes in 8 seconds. God Nah, I was gonna say, I was, I was gonna say, I agree with all y'all. I agree with Brim. I agree with Q. I agree with Blue Hustle. Y'all pretty much saying the same thing. But a great
That
backup
was funny.
plan, a great backup plan is to go for undisputed. But he's doing the right thing right now by waiting for Canelo, like Q say, hands on his knees or whatever. But
Sexy red.
he playing the long waiting game, and I think that fight is really gonna happen. But if it don't, then he can fall back on the undisputed round.
Okay, so two
And
things can be
Facts,
true.
facts.
and and
Yeah. Go ahead.
and I know he hoping that Earl Smith really win because he can get get that rematch. That'll be another big. That's the second
That'll
biggest fight he
That's a
can
big
possibly
fight,
have.
y'all. I can't
that'll
wait to
be
see.
a
Hey, Fish, we going to that fight, bro. I want to see that fight. We going
look.
to that
That'll be a
fight.
bigger
Q.
fight than
We
Man, we
going to that.
going to that fight, man. Fuck that
Yeah,
shit. We going to that
I want to see
goddamn
that fight.
fight.
Yeah, we got to
that's
go
a
to that
bigger
fight.
look. That's a bigger fight than Terence, than Bud and Fedora. Most
Hell
Hey
definitely.
yeah,
man,
that's a bigger fight. That's gonna
hey,
be a slobber knocker. Them boys about to be banging, bro.
hey, E3, look at the chat, man. Trigger Lips had a jam on the pistol, man.
Yeah, I
So
see that nigga talking about he got a delay. Get the fuck out of here. That
No,
nigga.
I do. But listen, can I say something real quick, y'all?
He always got a delay.
Can I have a second?
You
Can
full
I
of
have a
shit.
second? Let me say this real quick before y'all come dog me out some
You
more.
ain't got no delay right now,
No, no,
motherfucker. Go
I
ahead.
don't because I stepped away from my desk. Let me explain this real quick and we can move on, okay? So y'all can dog me out some more afterwards. But what I'm saying, what happened was when I'm at my desk, I'm listening to my headphones on my computer, but I got my phone to the side where I can talk to you guys, but I can't turn the volume up because I'm at work with other people around. So I have it in my headset. But the headset on my computer has a delay. It's like a 5 to 7 second delay. So when I'm speaking, I'm messing up, and I'm talking when there's a pause, but when my stuff goes through, it's like a 5 to 7 second delay. So I end up talking over you guys. So I apologize for that. But
we
that's what
thought
happened.
you was just rude as fuck, Trigger
Nah.
Lips.
Probably. I mean, I be rude as fuck sometimes. I ain't gonna sit here in front like I don't be sometimes. But no, in this case, in this situation, I actually tried to talk when it was a pause, but I have a delay. So when I'm speaking, when it goes through, it's a delay because what I'm saying on the headset is behind what's going on my phone.
Now,
Go ahead, Cody.
can
Go
I
ahead,
say what I
Cody.
want to say?
Yeah, you got it, man.
At the end of the day, for Bud and Canelo, it's a money fight. And then if he beat Canelo, there will still be a legacy fight, in my opinion. He beat Canelo, that would make him one of the all-time great that is. It will still be legacy. I understand it's a money grab fight, but it will still be a legacy fight. He go in there, he beat Canelo, that will put
Yeah,
Bud up way to the top.
Yeah, it would.
All
It sure
time
would.
great. Come on, man. That's a
Yeah.
And then,
stretching it
if
right
what
there,
if what
No,
man.
if
that's
That's
what
not.
if he
stretching.
No, that's
what if he
not. No, that's
decided
not.
what if he
No,
decided to
that's
go
not.
for
Hold
undisputed
on,
after
Blue.
that fight he
Hold on,
won?
Blue. Hold on, Blue. Chill out for a minute. You're another. You're another motor mouth motherfucker. Sit down for a minute.
Oh my God.
Now, I would get on Q ass.
You a motor
So
mouth
you
too,
try to tell
motherfucker.
me, Q, you try to
Nah,
tell
I
me
wish I would Q. I
if
mean,
Bud go out there and beat Canelo, he won't be one of the all time greats.
Bro.
If you say he wouldn't be, you a hater. And Q's a hater. He's a hack. Hating ass Q. Like I said.
How would that make me a hater, man? It's not even the
I
man.
would
Let
my
me see
answer
him
to
do
you.
that
If
shit
you ain't
against
consider him an
David
all-time great,
Benavidez,
you a
man. The
hater. You a
best in the
hack.
division if he doing it like that.
Nah. Answer my question, Q.
Then I'll be able to say, yeah, but other than that, I can't say that.
Man,
That's what y'all
stop
want
it,
me to
Q.
say.
Stop, Q. Stop, Q. If that man go out there and beat Canelo, and what he has accomplished so far in his career, he go there and beat Canelo. That'll be five,
That's
6
not
years.
gonna put him over no Floyd. That's not gonna put him over no
Because
Floyd. I don't give
It
a
ain't gonna put him on
goddamn.
point, but
That's
he'll
not gonna
still
put
be an
him over no
all-time great
Floyd.
though. He'll still be an all-time great though. If he beats Canelo, he'll be an all-time great. People will consider him top 10, top 15 fighter of all time. Period. And you can hate all
That
you want, hack, but that's just the
that
facts.
that's a little pushing it right there, man. Putting him in the top 15 over
Man.
Canelo.
he would be one of
See,
the.
that's
Canelo,
that BBL. That's
Well,
that
ain't
Canelo.
no
BBL
BBL.
shit.
No,
That's
no,
that
get man.
Botox getting blowed up in your lips.
Listen,
I
that
got a
man,
question.
that
Hold
man.
on, Golden. Hold on. I got a question for y'all. Is Canelo Alvarez in the top 15 pound for pound? I mean, all time. Is he a top 15 fighter all time? Canelo Alvarez. He not
Nah,
even in the top 30. So how can Bud beat
he's in the top
him?
30. He's in the top 30, 40.
No, he not.
You
We
don't
can
like him,
name
so I
quick.
understand, but he is
We
though.
can not. Nah, I
Whether you
ain't
like him
gotta
or
be
not.
about like. It ain't gotta be about like. I can keep it 100.
Hey,
He ain't in the top 30.
E, if Bub beat Canelo, what would you rank him at? E, you there?
Yeah, he through making the Taco Bell commercial right now.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
be back.
look,
But at the
look,
end of the day, like at the end of the day, I was still out. Right now, to me, he's better than Floyd right now.
Who?
Bub,
Oh my God.
who?
Bub,
Who?
Man, come on, Mr. Golden.
No, he's not better than Floyd. I'm not
hey,
even
yeah,
going to agree with you on that, Mr. You reaching like a
hey, yeah,
motherfucker.
he is
Look,
better than
I'm gonna
Floyd
tell
to
you
me.
just no, he's
Oh
not.
my
Look, I'm not
God.
even gonna go that far. Now, this is what I'm saying. He would be better than Floyd if he beats beats Canelo, and then goes and then on and then if he beats Canelo, it's a possibility you can say he's on the same level. But if he beats Canelo and then goes for undisputed and says fuck it, I'm going for another undisputed, and then gets it, oh yeah, he's better than Floyd. That's my personal opinion.
If he get undisputed at 154 without fighting Canelo, he'd be up there. He'd be up there one of the all time greats.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Now, when you say that, I agree with you. But what you just said, I don't agree with you.
Yeah, even if he beat Canelo, he'd be a 5 division champion. He'd be a unified champion at 168.
Mhm.
The Canelo got 3 belts.
But he ain't never be no fighter of that cloth other than
Man,
Canelo. Stop it, man.
he would be up there. He would be up
He
there.
would be up there. He'd be in the top 5. I mean, if he went, if when he beats Canelo, if he gets the fight,
What
if he
great
gets this fight
fighter?
with Canelo,
What
he'd
how?
be.
Who has Bud Crawford beat that's a Hall of Famer?
Everybody said Earl Spencer, Hall of Sean Porter, Hall of Fame. Sean Porter gonna go in the Hall. They'll put Porter in the Hall of Fame.
E3. I mean, not E3, but Earl Spence, EJ.
Man,
That's what I was
y'all
trying to say,
wild.
EJ.
No,
They
that's
put
not real. Everybody
if
keeps
they
saying
need
Earl's a Hall of Famer.
if they put
I think
Sean,
Sean Porter gonna get in there. I don't
man,
think Cam
Sean,
Brooks is gonna get in there.
he'll diminish the Hall of Fame if they let him in there, man.
Ooh,
They might as Sean Porter. They might as well let me in there.
man, they gonna put Sean in there. I got to
Man, he
give it to
not a
Sean. I
he
think
not
Sean got a better resume than
how
all of them.
how
Sean,
Mr. Golden.
Sean fought everybody,
He
regardless of whether
lost
he
all
win or
his
lose, he
big
draw.
fight. He
Sean,
lost.
Sean
He's a
ain't duck no smoke.
gatekeeper. So gatekeepers get into the Hall of Fame because he lost.
Sean ain't duck no smoke.
So gatekeepers get into the Hall of Fame, Mr. Go.
With Sean Porter, they're gonna put Sean in there. If they can put Tim Bradley in there, they can put Sean in there.
Now Tim Bradley got a better resume
Sean
than
Porter's a
Sean
two-time
Bradley.
champion, not a gatekeeper.
Huh?
Yes, he is. He's a gatekeeper.
So, do you think Errol Spence should be in the Hall of Fame?
Nope.
Okay. But do you think they're gonna put him in there?
Not unless he wins some more fights.
At least they got the. Okay. At least
Well, hold on. If Sean Porter a Hall of Famer, then Earl Spence is.
Yeah.
I say that. If you saying Sean Porter a Hall of Famer, then Earl Spence is definitely a Hall of Famer.
I believe they're gonna try to put Cal Brooks in that one.
Do you agree with that?
Big Fish, you consider Bradley more of a Hall of Famer than Errol Spence?
Yeah, based on them cheap victories that he got over Manny Pacquiao.
He only got one.
Marquez, that where he beat the old ass Marquez, and he beat the Russian dude. So yeah, his resume. I mean, I never liked Tim Bradley like that. Respected him as a great fighter like that. To me, he on par with like a Sean Porter to me. I think he's a great fighter, but I don't think he's great enough to be a Hall of Famer.
Do you think Bud deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Hell yeah, Bud the Hall of Famer. Yeah, man ain't like yeah.
But some people say his resume was shit. He ain't fought nobody, so he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, he beat the champions that he fought was like, to me, if you grade him out, was B-level guys. Like he can't help that, but his resume should be better. It's his fault. Him and Bob Arum,
I look at he beat the man who was the top man at 140. Beat the poster, the one Danny Garcia ran from. That was the boogeyman at 140. Would have been the boogeyman at 140. He demolished his ass. I mean, you look at the fighters that he fought and champions that he did beat. A lot of people didn't know who they were, but they were hell of a fighters. I mean, they were undefeated at the time. Shit. That is what it is. And he beat the man that beat the man at 147, which is Jeff Horn. Nobody want to give him credit for that shit. That is all tough. But I really think in my honest opinion, if Bud could pull that off at 168 against Canelo, I mean, with this era here, ain't nobody touching him. He'd be one of the all-time greats of this era.
No, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I mean, you know what? I hope the fight happens, but if it doesn't, I want to see Bud go for undisputed.
Now, I believe Bud stepped back from that Fondor fight to get Earl the opportunity to get back in the top. You feel what I'm saying? That's why he stepped away from that fight, and also he went on a Canelo fight. There's no such thing. I mean, that's why he decided to do what he do. But the WBO decided not to recognize Earl as for the title. Gee, where you at, little bro?
Shit, I'm right here, man. I had to take care of some shit. I'm here. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening to y'all.
I asked you a question, but you was gone.
What was that? My bad.
If Bud was to beat Canelo, what would you rank him at? Would you rank him as one of the all-time greats?
I mean, I already feel like Terence Crawford is an all-time great. So yeah, for sure.
Hey, Goldie said that he would put Terence Crawford in the top 15 if he beat Canelo. Is Canelo Alvarez a top 15 all-time fighter in your opinion?
Is Canelo a top 15? Hell no.
He
Fuck
ain't even close. He ain't even in the
no,
top
not
30.
Canelo. Hell no. Because a lot of his biggest wins were controversial, bro. Like I can make, an argument that he really lost his biggest wins, his biggest fights.
Triple G beat the shit out of him.
Triple G. I feel like he lost to Triple G both times. The first two fights. The Lara fight was controversial. Who else? I'm trying to think.
They tried
Yeah, I
to
already know what happened against Floyd. He got washed by Floyd. He got washed by Bivol. So, nah, Canelo, hell no.
Well,
And then that's another thing though about Bud. Like we done already seen Canelo get whooped before, so it's like, yeah, you moving up and you do it, but it's like, okay, we done already seen a nigga lose before, so they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they acting like Canelo 75-0.
And we know he's not the same Canelo. He's slowing down for sure. So that's why I say it's all about the bag, which is cool. He want to get that bag, and I really believe he feel like he can beat him. He really feel like he can beat Canelo. So
that's what I like about Bud. Bud put me in the mind of Roy Jones. And what I mean by that, he wasn't afraid to fight anyone, and he had confidence in himself. And Bud is very compatible. And I think Bud is gonna go in there, win, lose, or draw. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's not gonna be no Charlo fight. He's gonna lay down. I'll put it, if Bud could take Canelo power, then Canelo gonna be in for a long night.
yeah, I think the sport kind of really needs that fight right now because it's kind of dead up until February of next year with that big ass card and rider. I can't wait to see that card. But other than that, we ain't really got nothing to look forward to. And then of course the Errol Spence and Fondora. I think that's gonna be a great fight.
You know what fight I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to? This is a lower key fight.
Huh?
A
I'm
lower
actually,
key fight.
what y'all
Stone
think?
Cold Nelson versus Pacheco. I'm looking forward to that fight.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I've been hearing
So
rumors
cold.
about it. Here. What you think with Andre Ward coming back?
Hold on, Goldie. What you say, Brim? What fight you looking for?
So Cold versus Pacheco.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be a good fight, man.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. He's gonna win though.
What you think about that? If it's true, they say Andre Ward signed a contract with the Sheik. We fight for $130 million. I think it's 130. Is it 130 or 140?
I ain't heard nothing about
That's
that.
not real. Yeah, that's not
Man,
real.
who the hell go invest that kind of money in Andre Ward, boy? And
So it's fake. It came out. It was when they came out with that fake ass info about it came out on that one fake page. That it came out. That was from the same page. So it's not real. Andre Ward's not getting no fight
I
for
ain't
no
even heard
130.
about that rumor. So shit.
Yeah, it's
That's
fake. It's fake.
It's a rumor out. I seen a couple people, mentioning this shit that he signed a contract for 130. It was 130 or 140 million dollars for 3 fights,
Yeah, I think it's 130. That's fake.
somewhere like that.
hey, Brim, Mr. Golden is the Alex Jones of YouTube boxing.
I'm saying, I say it's a rumor. I didn't say it was true, man. I say it was a rumor, fish.
And who he gonna come back and fight in? What weight class would be my question.
In the
What 175? Right? Shit, that's what he's fighting at.
It's a 175.
that
So he'll
motherfucker
be up
probably.
there with Wolverine and Bivol and them.
He
Yeah,
look like he
Bivol.
about.
Hey, look,
He
and
look
not
like he
Bivol,
about
but Better
210.
Be. Woo. See that? Ooh, that would be a good fight. Him and Better Be and Ward. That would be
Fuck
a good
that.
fight.
Fuck that. I want to
How
see
many people
Wolverine
think
versus.
Benavidez gonna
Hey,
fight Bivol
I was
Pacheco?
just about to say that. I want to see Benavidez, the Mexican monster,
Against
versus
Andre Ward.
Wolverine. That's gonna know. Wolverine better be. That's gonna
Oh
be a
yeah, yeah,
banger,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
That's the fight I want to see sometime next year.
You have to him and Bibble.
It's gonna have to happen after that fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said he want. He want to take the fight the winner.
Yeah.
That's my dream matchup for 2025. Benavidez and better be. Ooh wait.
David Benavidez, my
That'd be
nigga.
a good fight though. Yeah, especially if he gets the winner of the rematch.
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
That would be.
When that
I just
rematch,
got.
Who thinks
I got
Benavidez will
Better
fight
Be.
It's in
Beterbiev?
February. It's in February. Go to the big ass rider card.
Hey, Hey, no, back to Blue Hustle, man. When we go get Shakur weak ass in the ring, man? When we go see that, man?
February 22nd.
Who we fighting?
Schofield.
Kid
Yeah.
Austin.
Kid Austin. A prospect.
I want some of that
Kid
action,
Austin's not a
Blue Hustle.
prospect anymore. He's actually
Blue
top
Hustle.
You can
five
get it.
ranked in 3 of the sanctioning bodies.
I
That's
want
not
that.
prospect
Hey
status
man,
anymore, buddy.
I
Just
know
let you
one
know.
thing. Shakur better not wet the bed this time. He better not wet the bed. He been talking a whole bunch of shit on Twitter. I've been keeping tabs. I got
I
the
don't want to
receipt.
hear nothing about those brittle hands, man. I don't want to hear nothing about those brittle
Like
hand excuses.
freaking off. He was
Oh,
running.
so Shakur said this too. Also, he said he made a statement. He made a point of saying this too. He said, I guess he was asked a question about his hands. You know how his hands are, if they're healing and shit like that. He said,
Hold on,
"Look,
y'all.
everything should be good."
He said it should.
He
He's
said
saying
everything
that
should be
right now,
good.
but
No. So he said everything. I thought you were saying hold on, like you about to say something. So that's why I hesitated. My bad. But he said everything should be good. He said all I ask is that my coaches just take care of my hands, and you know they're gonna do that. So he said as long as they take care of my hands, we good.
Man, it sounds like he preparing for the motherfuckers to get hurt again.
Well, no. He just want to be able to get in there and do what he used to do, fight how he used to. That's what he's trying to say.
The nigga ain't got no knockout power, man. He ain't got no knockout power like that.
Oh yeah, we
Mr.
sure want
Golden,
to see that because at
Mr. Golden,
135 we
Mr.
ain't been
Golden,
seeing that.
Mr. Golden. You
What?
tripping and saying that he can't? He got power to stop you from moving forward, so he's got knockout power. So you
Man,
see how he can force people to stop
Mr.
coming
Golden,
forward.
you don't
yes.
think Shakur got no power, Mr. Golden?
I don't think Shakur ain't got no. I don't think so.
So if
Shakur
he
and
knocks out Schofield, what you gonna say, Mr. Golden? You
if he
gonna come
knocks
back on the panel? If he
well,
knocks out
Shakur,
Schofield, can you please come back on the panel and say, you know what, Shakur is the best? That's all I want to hear you say.
no, they gonna say that shit there because the simple fact, him and Devin to me is more of a boxer than anything.
Okay, so if he gets a knockout, that's the reason I want you to eat your words, eat your
Listen,
crow.
they are not knockout. They don't have the power like that to really stop a person, but they could knock a nigga ass out. But they're more of a technician fighter to
You're
me.
just making excuses right now.
So I'm telling you like it is.
You don't got no confidence. What you said. That's what you're telling
That's
me.
what they do. They put me more of a sweepy Pernell Whitaker type of fighter. They don't have the power to stop a nigga, but they got enough to beat the shit out of a nigga ass. They got
Man,
enough shit.
Shakur ain't stopping nothing. I'll bet the house on that. Shakur ain't
Look,
stopping nothing.
I told Shakur, look, man, I don't want you to go in there and go for the knockout. Just go in there and do what you do. If the knockout comes, that's what it is. And then I also told Shakur, look, I told Shakur this. I said, look, after this fight with him and Lamont Roach, I said, I think it's a good idea for you to get in the fucking ring with Tank and say, look, Tank, what it is, man. I want this fight. That's what I think he should do.
I ain't for the
And you know what I'm
retire.
saying?
Can't say this was
He
last year.
said he had 3 fights, Negro. He said 3 fights, he gonna retire.
He said this year here. He gonna fight 3 times this year.
I think
That's
he's
what
just throwing a temper tantrum again, and that's why he's saying 3 fights, just like he threw a temper tantrum and said, "Oh, the fight's off."
listen, Tank do this shit every fight. He has on drama. Come on, every fight he got drama.
Yeah, he does. He learned that from Mayweather, man. That's how he got so big. Think about it, bro.
Now he didn't get Mayweather. If it wasn't for
Yes, he
Mayweather,
did.
if it wasn't for Mayweather, he fight under Mayweather. Tank wouldn't be in the position he in now to make this kind of money he make.
You're correct. You're correct. You're agreeing with me. And I don't understand.
Off the Mayweather name. Mayweather name.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna see how things happen. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't take nothing away from Tank. Tank got hell of a skills. I just want to see him fight a stiffer competition. That's all to it.
I mean, shit. Yeah, that's all I want to see him. Fight.
Once the
This
motherfucker
fight, man. The fight, the best
once,
fight, the best. I don't give a fuck it is. It's Devin Haney,
once,
I want to see some of these fighters fight each other
Tio.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see these fighters put on a good performance. I don't want them putting on them boring performances talking about they want to fight some Tank Davis shit and you running around giving us De Los Santos. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Well, tell Tank Davis to step into the
Nobody,
flank because don't nobody want to see don't
That
nobody want to see
nigga
Lamont
put
Roach.
that
Q.
nigga put Bud Crawford to sleep. That's how boring that
Hey,
nigga was, bro. That nigga put
Q.
Bud Crawford to
Tell
sleep,
your
bro.
favorite fighter, your new favorite fighter since your fighter got knocked out, diabolically. You know what I'm saying? Since he got knocked out, crazy. Yeah, tell your second favorite fighter, man, he need to step his game up and fight Shakur next. He shouldn't be fighting anybody next except for Shakur.
Tank.
Man,
Yeah.
tell Shakur do his part in the ring. Let us see
He
something
been doing
when he
his
get in
part.
the
He been
ring.
asking for this fight. What else do you do? He need to go in front of him and
No,
grovel?
we talking
Man,
about
get
with
off
his
the gas.
performances, bro. We talking about do his part that way.
Yeah, here you go again. What has he done? You sound just like Tank. What has he done to
Keyshawn
deserve a
looks
fight?
more impressive than Shakur.
So what is Lamont
Man,
Roach?
right now,
Okay, I got something for you. What is Lamont Roach?
I
What has
think
Lamont
Keyshawn
Roach?
Davis against Tank is a better
You can
fight than
start crashing
Shakur
out.
against
You can
Tank.
crash out again, Q.
I'm
But
not
I'm gonna ask you a
crashing out.
question.
I'm just
Okay,
saying
cool.
you cannot deny the fact that Keyshawn Davis is looking more impressive than Shakur
See,
right
you make
now.
an excuse.
You can't say that. You can't. I'm not making an excuse.
Yes, you is.
I'm
Because
saying your boy
when he
not
was
doing
asked
his
to
part in
fight,
the ring.
when he was asked to fight even Keyshawn, what about fighting Keyshawn? What has he done too? Also, he ain't done nothing either. That's exactly what Tank said. So what I'm gonna say to you is this. This is what I'm gonna say to you. What has Lamont Roach done?
No.
What has Frank done? Frank Martin done to deserve a fight?
Them
What are
niggas
these
know they
fighters?
plays.
His two
Ain't
recent
none of
fights.
them
I'm gonna
niggas
say,
talking about
what is
no
it? What is the
50-50.
criteria? No, hold on, Q. I'm asking
Ain't
you a
none of them
question.
niggas talking
What
about
is the
no
criteria?
50-50.
So what is it?
Ain't none of them
No,
niggas being difficult thinking that they
I'm
the A
gonna
side.
ask you
They
a
ain't gotta
question
go
because
through
you're not
all that.
answering. You're not
I
answering my
just
question.
did.
I want to ask you. I'm
I
gonna
just
ask you.
did.
I'm gonna ask you a specific
I just
question.
did.
So this is what I'm gonna ask you right now. What do you have to do to deserve a fight with Tank? Since basically we don't know how these two other fighters that just his last two fights how they got to fight because they didn't deserve it. So I want to know what is the criteria that you have to do in order to get a fight. Can you ask your favorite fighter that? So we all
I
can know.
can't ask
'Cause I
that
want to
man
know.
shit, man. That man gonna do what he do, man.
Oh, okay.
That's all the
That's what
stuff
he
I'm
doing.
Yeah, I like that. I like your answer though.
You gonna fight, mother. He know who he ain't gonna got that gonna give him a hell of a fight. Now I got to get the Frank Martin. Frank shit out of his ass. That he was scared though. See that tape, put it there, break him down. He break himself in the corner and get knocked the fuck out. And he was touching.
No. What did he do? What did he do to deserve the fight? Nothing.
Dropped out the Shaquille fight and took that fight down.
So what did Shakur do to deserve the fight? So let me ask you this question: what did Shakur do to deserve the fight?
He's a champion.
Oh no! Oh what?
Have all the
At
accolades. Have
135, what
all.
has he
First
done?
of all, I'm asking you. I'm gonna answer that. He has a belt.
I'm asking you, what
He
has
won
he
a
done to
belt.
deserve the fight?
I just answered it with one by just saying he has a belt.
He's a champion.
Okay, and what else?
No, you ain't gonna keep doing that. Now I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm saying, what has he done?
No,
At
bro, you didn't ask me a
135,
two
that's
part. You
been
didn't say
impressive
I'm
for
asking you.
him to
I'm
deserve the
not asking
fight.
you, but you didn't say, hey man, I got a 2-part question for you. You just asked me one question.
No,
What
we're
has he
no
done? I
two-part
answered it
question,
very
because
easily
I'm
right
asking
now.
the same question. Because he
No,
hasn't done nothing but look
you're filibustering right now.
lackluster so
You're
far.
feeling
He looked lackluster.
You're
Keyshawn
filibustering right
Davis
now.
has looked more
Stop
impressive
doing
in
that.
the ring. I'd
Stop
rather
doing
see
that, my
Keyshawn
man.
Davis against Tank than Shakur against Tank
You
right
can't
now.
answer the question. You know what you did is you moved the goalpost instead of answering the question and say,
No,
I'm
I
not
didn't,
that
because I just
man.
answered the
Yes, you
question.
did. You said I'm not that man.
Hey fellas, God bless y'all. I'm gonna tip my black ass. I can work on this the weekend, y'all off. I enjoyed the show. E, you there, bro? You're going off. Big fish, don't fell asleep.
Nah, I
Think
think
like you got a job, but
people
got no
walk away.
motherfucking Q. I'll holler at you tomorrow. Blue, one love to you, my brothers.
Oh, you already know, my guy.
We done been in here over 3 hours. I'm taking my ass to bed. It's after 2 o'clock on my end. It's still early on your end. Blue,
Boy, I can't believe my boy CEO Films ain't pull up tonight, man. I heard about that beating you took last night, boy. That's probably
Who?
why your ass ain't pull up tonight, boy, because you took a beating, boy. You
How
took a
big
massive
against?
ass whooping, boy.
Against
God.
who? Who?
Oh man, he
He
got
had
the
a debate
shit
or
beat out of
something?
him last night.
Was he debating
He
somebody?
called himself. He got the shit beat out of him last night, boy. Oh my god.
What, bro? What happened? Talk to me.
Oh shit. He jumped out
What was the
there
topic about?
last.
What was the topic about, though? At least.
They were talking about your boy Shakur ducking Devin Haney. Talking about how can't say that everybody's ducking you. Everybody's ducking you, but an offer was made to you and you didn't take it. That means that if you go by the standards that quote unquote the boxing community usually go and stand by, y'all go by when a motherfucker do the high school backyard call outs when somebody verbally calls somebody out. So we gotta have the same energy when somebody offer a contract. A legitimate chance of actually fighting.
What was his
When a
response?
contract, I mean, shit, his response was obviously he dropped the ball. He ducked. He didn't want to admit he ducked, but in so many words, your boy ducked.
Oh wow.
He didn't take the fight. He ducked. That's it. He ducked.
Yeah, that's not true, but
I mean, y'all say that's not true, but what was he bringing to the table besides what? Y'all talking about some
we
accolades
just
and
talked
shit
about this
that the
earlier.
man that's not on the line can't win none of that shit. Them accolades mean nothing.
It's
Them
crazy that you
accolades
call
mean
somebody
nothing.
a duck who actually should continue to press for the fight, but went another route to go to the duck to go through a sanctioning body and was trying to negotiate and just didn't take the first thing they threw at him, which I think
Yeah,
you should have called their
exactly.
bluff. But you want to call him a duck because he went a
Take the
different
first
avenue to
thing
put
that
into the
they
fight.
threw at him. What was he supposed to get, first of all?
First
What
of
was he
all,
supposed to get?
let's stop acting like Devin
Hold on,
Haney is on some super duper high level, way
hold
above
on,
Shakur
Brim.
Stevenson. Stop it. He might have been
Brim.
the guy that
It's
gets the bigger
called
Devin
body,
ain't
but
been
negotiations, right?
on
Hey, Brim.
pay-per-view. Shakur
Brim, it's
has
called
not.
negotiations,
What are you
correct?
talking about?
Hey, Brim, it's called negotiations, correct?
exactly.
So
But
if you're
there was no
negotiating and you
negotiation
don't like the
because as
first
soon as he
terms, you
did
send
that,
another
Negotiating
offer,
is
right?
when you got something to negotiate with. He don't have nothing to negotiate with. He didn't bring nothing to the
Obviously he did.
table.
Obviously he did. Obviously he did.
Obviously, he didn't.
but
He
Obviously,
that's
he
how.
didn't.
But the thing is, though, everybody talking about he ducked. But how does he have a belt right now? You know why he has a belt? Because he went that avenue, and instead of Devin Haney saying, "Okay, I'll fight you since you want to go this route," he dropped all his fucking belts.
Yeah,
And
no, what he did,
a
hold
week
on, what
later,
he did, Brim. Yeah,
hold on. A week later, he got exposed for a post that he had at the very beginning of the year of what his goals were and what he wanted to do, and all of it is exactly what he did.
yeah.
He
And
dropped
the
the belt.
sad thing about it
The
is
moment that
this the
Shakur said, "Hey, I deserve a little bit more than what you offer me. I'm gonna go to the W. I'm gonna go. I want to
yeah,
fight, but I'm gonna go this route. I'm gonna go to the sanctioning body." He dropped all the belts right after that. But we call
yeah,
Shakur duck for that. Y'all motherfuckers is nuts.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
I'm cool. I'm just saying, how can you call somebody a duck when he continued to press for the fight? He just went another route, and the moment he went that other route, the person dropped all his belts. But we call Shakur a duck for it. Y'all motherfuckers is clueless.
Shit, if we go by the standards of what y'all talk about, shit, why not? Y'all call high school backyard call out. Y'all call that bullshit ducking.
Who's y'all?
But
Who's
we
y'all?
can't call
yeah.
an
Who's
actual
y'all, crazy?
Y'all.
contract offer
Who the fuck
not
is
ducking.
y'all, hack? Who's y'all, hack?
Come
Fake
on,
ass
man.
nigga. Come on,
Who
hack
Come
ass
on,
who's
nigga.
man.
y'all
Come
though?
on, stop
You
being a hack.
Are you
BBLs.
talking to?
You know
To
what I'm
be more
saying? You
I'm not a
specific, are you talking
BBL.
BBL.
about
I'm not
me?
a BBL.
Yes, you
You're a
are.
hack
You're a
though. You
BBL.
hating ass Q.
You
You
are a
hating ass
BBL.
Q.
You know you're a BBL. You're a
I'm not
BBL
though.
like a motherfucker.
Who said I think
Yes, you
Canelo
are.
gonna be boy? BBL would not say that, but you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at, hack.
Uh,
You being a
that's
hack
just
right
like
now.
you used to say you wasn't an Earl sexual when you know you used to be an Earl sexual.
I definitely wasn't. I never was. If I was an Earl sexual, then I'd be
Oh,
like,
come
Errol
on.
Spence is going to beat Terence
Don't you
Crawford.
tell that
Errol
lie,
Spence is
Brim.
this much better than him. I actually was
Brim,
a
Look,
yes,
very
you
fair-minded
was,
person.
Brim.
hey,
No, I
look, I'm
wasn't.
gonna say this is just like you keep on calling upon See, what did you say? See if see what is it? I know who you're talking about. You know, maybe he. I don't know. I want to hear the debate because you really making it look like he lost his debate, and I don't
He
know.
don't be winning no debates no more. All he do is filibuster.
No, he's talking about somebody.
I know he's
CR.
talking about
He's
COE,
talking
but I'm
about
saying, but Q
yeah,
talking this shit
COE.
about
My
somebody
bad.
else losing and all that. But Q don't be winning no more. Q used to be great. Now all he do is filibuster now.
Nah, I
He
just
always
don't agree
filibuster.
with your Rick Glazer bullshit. No.
Crazy bullshit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yo,
What you talking
that
about?
Rick Glazer shit that you be trying to recite and
What you
rehearse
talking
and
about? I don't
shit
be
because
reciting
you
no
think
Rick
Rick
Glazer.
Hey,
Me and
Glazer
Rick
know
Glazer
everything.
I made Q
me and Rick
crash out,
Glazer,
so I'm gonna let
me and
you
Rick
and
Glazer
Grimbo
done
at it.
disagreed at least 10 times. At least 10 times me and him has disagreed online at least 10 times. So stop the madness. Some of the things
I
he
ain't
say,
never heard y'all
some of it,
disagree on
I
nothing.
don't give a fuck what you
I ain't
heard or
never.
not. You can go
I
on my Twitter.
haven't
You
heard
go
you
on my
disagree.
Twitter. Go on my Twitter. Type in unbiased Graham and then Rick Glazer. You are gonna see conversations between me and him where we've had disagreements about particular topics. Because I think he be heavily duty like sloppy toppy and the fucking De La Hoya and fucking Golden Boy because he's their matchmaker. That's why. But at the end of the day, all that shit you talking, that's propaganda bullshit. At the end of the day, it's already documented that Devin Haney had a goal and it was on his Instagram and people exposed it. And his goal was to become undisputed, fight Lomachenko, then move up. He did that exactly. The moment that Shakur said this off his quote unquote offer from Devin Haney, the moment he went to the sanctioning body, Devin Haney dropped all the belts. You can't call somebody a duck when the other person that was on the other side completely dropped everything and moved on. The moment the other person said, I want to try to negotiate a little bit. Nah, you
Yeah.
ain't. That's bullshit. You cannot call somebody a duck
But how
and
can
say,
you
"I don't
negotiate
want
when
it."
you ain't
I
bringing
want.
nothing to
But the
the
person
table?
he said, "I
You
want a
can't
little bit."
negotiate nothing with nothing. You ain't bringing
Yes,
shit
you
to the
can.
table. He ain't do no
But the thing is,
goddamn
though, this is where
negotiate.
you're wrong, Q. This is where you're wrong. You can't say you can't negotiate with nothing when he had the avenue and he used it. Why did he have that avenue? Because it was open for him, because he was the mandatory and he had the option to go to that sanctioning body to be able to push for the fight to get a little bit bigger percentage. So you can't make that statement when it's false, when it's evident that he had the other options, because he went to the other option. And the moment he did it, Devin Haney dropped the belts. So what you're saying is cap.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what happened,
He,
bro. That's why y'all been getting at me about this
Devin
whole Devin
Haney
Haney
didn't have
bullshit,
to.
and y'all
Devin
been
Haney didn't
capping
have
this
to
whole
offer
time
him
about this shit.
nothing.
The moment
Devin Haney
you
didn't
just
have to
say
offer
that
him
he had
nothing.
the option, Q. He had the option with the sanctioning body. He went that route. The moment he did it, Devin Haney dropped the belts. How can you call this person a duck when the person was going for the fight just a slightly different route, and the moment he did it, the other person dropped the belts, and you call him a duck? Nah. It was
Yeah,
Hold
pump
on.
because
Let
he
me
fake
had
let
by
him.
action
Haney.
at
It was
four
a
of them.
pump fake by
He had
Haney,
action
and
at
Shakur
four of
could have
them.
called his bluff on it, but he didn't.
He gave him action at four of them
I'm sorry.
when he deserved action at none of them.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
When he deserved action at none of them.
Who the fuck are you to say he didn't deserve none of it?
What did he do at 135 at the time? Nothing. He didn't do
Who
nothing
was
at
that? Who
135
who
at
was
the
more
time.
deserving? Who was more deserving than him then? Name them off. List all the names.
Shit.
List that long laundry list of names at 135 that deserved the fight before him. Name me the long
It
laundry
was several
list of names.
people that been in the
Name them.
division that
Name
fought
them.
people
Get the fucking name of them.
before
Get
he
the name of
did.
them, Q. Get the name of them. I'm waiting.
I ain't got to name them.
I know you ain't got a name because you can't name them because you full of shit.
He ain't
You
did
can't
shit
name
at
them because you full of
135.
shit. You
He ain't
propaganda
did
base.
shit
You
at
can't even name.
135. He
You
ain't
can't
did
even
shit
give
at
me two fucking
135.
names. You can't even
Fighting
give
a
me two
sushi
fucking names,
bar
Q.
does not warrant you no shot at undisputed. I'm sorry, sir.
Bro,
It don't warrant
he
you
was
that.
his
It don't
mandatory
warrant
for
you
one of the
undisputed.
sanctioning bodies. He went to that sanctioning body and Devin dropped the
That
belts.
one
That's
sanctioning
what
body,
happened.
that's it.
End of
That's
story,
it.
bro.
That's it. That's it. That's it. What else he do at 135?
He's the champion now.
Besides give us those piss poor performances.
He only gave one bad
Make
performance at
history
135. The last
with the
fight, he didn't
least
fight
punches
bad. The
made in
other
a
guy was the one
championship
doing the
fight.
retreating. But listen. I'm gonna be fair because I was really pissed at Shakur at that fight. That fight, I was really pissed. But the last fight he had, He wasn't horrible. The first 2 rounds were horrible. It was his opponent was doing what he did in the previous fight, which made him look bad. But performance-wise, he actually was throwing some blows on Avarizian or whatever his damn name is. The same guy that almost beat Frank Martin. You know, one of the more people that deserve it more that you can't fucking name, Q.
So my Autumn, the one that he talking about, he feared his power.
And you up there talking
Oh
about
my God.
what he don't deserve, and you can't name me 2 people who deserved the title shot at 135 more than him at that time. You can't even name me 2 or 3 fighters, and you want to talk about what he don't deserve and
Man, it was several dudes at 135 that
name
deserved
them
the
then,
shot. What are you
goddammit.
talking
Name them,
about?
Q. Name them. I'm waiting. Name them, Q.
Man, it was several dudes.
Name them then. So, give me raw data, or you just spitting hot air. I'm waiting.
Raw data. All we gotta do is look at box rack.
Get to doing it.
Look at the ranking.
Get
Those
to doing
dudes
it.
deserve
Get
over
to
him.
doing
They
it.
how he
Get to
deserve
doing it.
jump.
Something you should be able to name them off right now. If you knew something, you would be able to name them off right now. But you don't know nothing. You should be talking out the side of your neck. You be talking about what somebody don't deserve, and you can't even tell me who did.
Oh, that man didn't deserve shit.
So
He
who
ain't
did
fought
then?
at 135 yet.
Who did
He
hack?
didn't.
Hack, who did
You
it?
know what I'm saying? But he didn't. He didn't.
Okay, but who did hack?
He didn't.
Who
He
did hack?
didn't.
Okay, so who did know that hack?
I'm just saying he didn't.
Who did Q?
I'm just saying he didn't.
You ain't saying shit to me
He
right now.
ain't
You
fought
can't give me
nobody. He
no
ain't fought
names.
nobody
That's why I
in
know it's all hot
135
air coming out
deserved
your mouth.
that
The
he fought
propaganda
for
base.
undisputed.
So who
That's just
deserved
your
it then?
opinion.
Who deserved
That's
it?
just
Who
your
deserved
opinion.
it?
People that
Who
been in the
deserved it?
division before him. Everybody that
Okay,
was
so
in the division before him.
who are they? Name the names. Who are they?
Everybody that was in the division before him.
Everybody's in the division. You so full of
Everybody
shit,
that
Q.
fought in the and now
See, you
everybody
burning my
fought in the
ears. That
division
hot air
before
you
him.
kicking is melting the hair in my fucking ear.
Yeah, but blow it out your ass though. Still
That's what
same
you're doing
shit.
right
You know
now.
what I'm
You're
saying?
talking
I'm
out,
not.
but right now you're talking out your ass. You're telling me what
How I'm
somebody is
talking
not
out
worth.
my ass.
You know
I'm
why
just
you're talking
talking
out your
what I'm
ass, Q?
saying.
Because you're
Shit, he
telling me
ain't
what
fought
somebody
nobody in
don't
the
deserve, but
division.
can't tell me who did. You tell me somebody does, but don't
Okay,
acknowledge
but
the
he
person still
didn't.
pushed for the
He
fight,
didn't.
just went to the
I'm
sanctioning body.
saying he
You
didn't.
don't acknowledge the person
Oh
dropped the
goddamn!
belts
I threw
right after that
interception.
person went to Avenue. That's why you're full of shit, and you're talking hot air, bro. I'm giving you facts. You can't give me nothing but speculation and bullshit.
Facts of what? Facts of what? Your opinion. That's why you don't never
That's
win
not
no
an opinion.
debates.
It's
Because you
Devin
always try to
Haney.
make your opinion a fact.
Devin
And
Haney
that's
dropped
just
the
your
belt.
opinion.
That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Shakur Stevenson went to the sanctioning body to push for the fight.
The
That's not an opinion.
man
That's a
got
fact.
3 different offers for undisputed for all of them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When he didn't bring shit to the motherfucking table, nigga. What part
So
that you don't understand?
who brings something to the table then? Who
He
brings something
didn't
to the
bring
table?
shit to the motherfucking table, man.
So who brought
He
something
didn't
to the
bring
table then?
jack shit.
So who brought something to
He
the
didn't
table
bring
then?
jack shit.
You full of shit, bro.
What did he bring? What did he bring? He didn't bring a
A
belt.
name
He
that was
didn't bring
almost as
shit.
equal, a name almost as equal, multiple titles in multiple divisions, and a skill set in a fight that would be bigger than any other fight that he had at
But as
that
far
time.
as what he did for Devin
Kill
Haney,
the bullshit.
nothing. As far
At
as what
that
he did
time,
for
there was
Devin
no
Haney,
other fight that he
nothing.
had that was bigger than him fighting Shakur at the time. So for you to say that he didn't bring nothing to the table, when at that time,
What
if
do
he
you
fought
mean? He
Shakur,
could have
that would be
rematched
the biggest
Loma.
fight of
That
his
would have been
career.
bigger than
You're
that.
full
What
of
are you
shit.
talking about? There was 7 things that could have been bigger. That's just your opinion, Brim.
Okay, so what would have
But you
been
keep
bigger?
fucking up each and every
Who would
time.
have
That's
been
just
bigger?
your
Who would
opinion,
have been
Brim.
bigger? You can't mention Tank because that
Yeah,
fight wouldn't
it could
happen.
have
So
been
who
the
would have been
Loma. We
bigger?
don't
The
know.
only person that would have
I'm
been
just
bigger,
saying
he
that's just
fought
your
him.
opinion, Brim.
The
We don't
only
know
person that
that,
was
Brim.
bigger, he fought him.
That's
The
just
only
your
person that was
opinion.
bigger, Haney fought him, and he lost. You can't name no names who deserved it before him. You don't acknowledge that Haney dropped the belts after he went to the sanctioning body. You talking about opinions. I'm telling you something that's facts, and you denying the facts to give me
Nah,
propaganda-based bullshit.
because that's just your opinion.
That's not an
That's just your
opinion.
opinion. You don't
Devin
know
Haney dropping the
if that
belts
would
is
have
not
been
an
bigger.
opinion.
You don't know if that would
Shakur
have been
Stevenson
bigger.
going to the sanctioning body is not an opinion. Those are not opinions. Those are documented facts. So how you gonna tell me I'm telling you something that's a
Those are
documented
just your
fact,
facts,
and you telling
bro.
me it's my opinion?
That's
It's
just
not an
your facts,
opinion. It's a
bro.
fact. It's documented, bro.
That's just your opinion, bro.
Devin Haney dropped the belts. That's my opinion. So Devin
No,
Haney
I
dropping
ain't
the belts is
saying
an
that.
opinion. Is Devin
Yeah,
Haney
but he
dropping the
moved
belts an
up
opinion or a fact?
after he didn't want to fight for all the belts. He went ahead and moved up. He said, "Fuck it."
Oh, and you
He
know what
had the
else is a
right to
fact?
do
I
that.
told you this before.
He
You
had the
know,
right to do
it's
that
a
after
fact
he
that Devin
ducked him.
Haney stated that
After
he
he
wanted
ducked
to
him for
move up
all
by
the
the end
belts,
of
he
the
had the
year. You
right to
know
do
that, right?
that.
You know that's a fact that Devin Haney stated that. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. So you can't be telling me that I'm giving you facts and you saying it's an opinion. It's bullshit. It's pure bullshit. We're gonna talk about.
No,
You can't tell me that
no,
Devin
you
Haney dropped
just.
the hell. You
I'm
can't say
telling
that those
you.
are
You know what I'm
opinions. Those are
saying?
not opinions. Those
Just
are
your opinion. That's
documented
all.
facts.
Just
Now, if I say I don't think Shakur ducked Devin, that's an opinion. But Devin Haney dropping the belts is not. Shakur going to the sanctioning body for the fight, that is not. Devin Haney stating at the beginning of the year his goals.
petitioning for 50-50.
Actually, if he went when he went to the sanctioning body, it wasn't for 50-50, bro. It was for 35. It was 10% more. He got
He
offered
petitioned
25. He
for
went to the sanctioning
50-50
body to
or
get 10%
I'll
more. He
accept
went to the
whatever
sanctioning
y'all
body to
give
get
me.
10%
But
more,
he
and then Devin
originally
dropped the
tried to
belt.
petition for 50-50. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. You can try to say otherwise, but he tried to petition for
But didn't
50-50
that shit get
because he
shut down
thought he
though?
was
Because
worth more. He thought he was equal to Devin Haney, and he wasn't. And he wasn't. And he wasn't.
here's the problem that the
And
state,
he wasn't.
even if he was going for 50-50, it didn't matter because the sanctioning body was only going to give him 35. Now what?
Didn't
So Devin
matter.
Haney
He
still
had an
would have got
offer for
65%
undisputed.
of the
He
pie.
had an offer for undisputed, bro.
And that offer could have still been the case. It just would have been 10% more for Shakur. But Devin Haney dropped the belts.
But how you going to negotiate something with nothing?
You can't say negotiate something with nothing when the avenue was there for the negotiation. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. He had the avenue to go petition the sanctioning body to be able to push the fight. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. So you can't say he didn't
Oh
have
my
nothing. No,
God,
you can't say he had no options, no nothing, when the option was clearly there and he executed it. Exactly. Thank you. Drop through.
Brim, you still make no sense
No,
as usual. Yeah.
here's the
As
problem. When
usual.
people think
As
illogical,
usual.
rational thoughts
As
don't make sense
usual.
to illogical
As
people.
usual. It don't make no sense, bro. Because the man had all the belts, and he gave him several offers
Who
when
else
he
is
didn't
still
have
on
to
the
offer
panel?
him
Who else is still
shit.
on the panel? Who else is still on the panel? Is
Look,
anybody
I'm
else
on
still
the
on the
panel,
panel?
but I'm letting y'all go at it though,
I
man.
know, but I want to
I'm not
ask you
gonna
a question.
interfere.
I want to ask you a question. Did you see that? Did you see
Y'all
that story
I'm
about? Did you
letting.
hear about the story about Devin Haney and his Instagram post at the beginning of the year? His goal was to become undisputed, then fight Loma, and then drop the belts.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna listen. Listen, I know what you're talking about. I'll just wait until y'all done, and then if you want me to comment, I'll
Okay.
comment. But y'all
Is it
going at it though,
documented
man.
that Shakur went to the sanctioning body and the sanctioning body was only going to give
You
him
know,
10% more? Is that
it's true,
documented?
bro. This y'all go back and forth, man. Y'all,
No, but
this
I'm just
shit funny
asking
as
you,
hell.
are these documented facts or are these opinions?
It it's a fact. It is a fact.
It's a what? It's a what?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Shout out to Hack. Hating ass Q as always.
I'm muting my mic.
Nah, man, you need to go get some gauze for Q. Go get him some gauze and some ready tape. Because I'm giving them facts, not opinions. I'll tell you when it's my opinion. Do I think Shakur ducked? No. Do I think he should have called his bluff? Yes. And everything that happened after that kind of shows that Haney was on a bluff mode. Devin Haney Promotions. What the fuck is Devin Haney Promotions? If Devin Haney Promotions was actually putting on fights, he would have made a fight already. He ain't making shit. The reason why he ain't making shit because he want to get a certain
He
amount
would
of
have
money that
fought
ain't
Liam
nobody else
Pearl.
paying him.
He would have been able to fight Liam Pearl and get that fight with him because he could have bid on himself.
Yeah, he making offers with whose money. That's what I still want to know. Whose money was he using? Everybody talk about, oh, Turkey was about to been involved. Might have been. Everything Turkey been involved in, he didn't put his stamp on it. So Turkey stamps everything else he's done, but he ain't gonna stamp this. Get the fuck out of here. Cap season.
Hey, hold on. Devin Haney Promotions is real though. He just didn't put
Yeah,
up
it's
the money
real.
on it.
It's real. It is a name. What fights are they putting on? What events are they putting on? Most of these promotional companies by the fighters are by name only. They get a little piece of the extra money on the back end, but they ain't running shit themselves. He ain't Roy Jones in it. Roy Jones, now he did it for real, for real. He ran his own events. I went to Roy Jones events that he did. Devin Haney ain't did that. But we're talking about he offering. Offering who with whose money? Whose money? I still want to know. It wasn't Bob Arum's money. It wasn't Eddie Hearn's money in Matchroom. So now we're gonna lean on Turkey, even though Turkey has publicly stated every fight he want to make. But he didn't say this though. He did this differently than every other fight he did. Cut the shit.
Man, is this a head up one-on-one battle we got going
Nah, Q
on?
already bleeding, bro.
That's why I backed out because they was going at it.
He's bleeding already. So go get him some gauze, go get him some Neosporin, and help him
Bleeding
out.
off what, Grim? Bleeding
Because
off what, Grim?
I gave you facts, and you cannot.
You gave me
None of the
your
facts.
facts. You know what I'm saying?
Those
You
are not
gave me
facts.
your
Those are not my
facts.
facts. These are
You gave me
documented
your
facts.
facts.
No, they
You
documented
talking
facts.
about a sanctioned body. You trying to say he didn't petition for 50-50 when that's
No, I
false.
didn't say 50-50 here. You go through
That's
the bullshit.
false.
The
Yes, you
sanctioning
did.
body was
Yes, you
only going to give
did.
him 10% more, which was 35%, which was the 10% more than what Haney had offered him, which was
But
at
he was
40%.
offered for undisputed, though. He
It was still
does.
was going to be
Period.
undisputed. What are you talking about? It was still going to be. It would have still been for undisputed. His percentages would have been 10% more. Stop the cap. If you're going to come at me, give me some factuals, because you're not giving me any. You're just talking. What I'm telling you right now, that's documented, bro. He went to the sanctioned body to get 10% more, and Devin Haney dropped the belts after that. I'm not calling Devin a duck. I'm not calling Shakur a duck. I'm saying Devin put an offer out there for the image sake, and Shakur didn't call his bluff like he should have, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. All the other shit I was telling you though, those were facts. Those are documented. That's not my opinion. I just gave you my opinion. You see the difference?
You need some help? You need some help
Nigga,
with your son?
have I ever needed your help for anything?
You need some
Have
help?
Yeah, get Q some help. E3, you disagree with me. So E3, what you gotta say, E3? What you gotta say about what I just said, E3? Because I know you disagree with me. What you gotta say, E3? Because Q ain't doing shit, just taking body blows. So what you gotta say, bro?
I'm letting y'all niggas go ahead.
No. You speak, bro. You disagree with my
I
stance.
checked that about 40 minutes ago.
Hey, for real, hey, E3, hey, listen, me and E3 just laughing in the background. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For real.
I done already debated your goofy ass on these stupid ass talking points. I'm not about to keep repeating myself.
Who you calling goofy ass?
I don't like either one of these motherfuckers to be doing that. Be honest.
I'm not invested in either one either, but I got to keep it a beam. I don't think neither one ducked, but I do think it was, again, I think he should have called his bluff. But at the same token, a bluff was made.
Actually, I will say this though. It wasn't 35% he was going for. It was it was either 30 or 35, 33%, because that's what he could have got. It wasn't 35.
I'm gonna go look it up. I know it's 35. If I'm off a couple percent, it's cool. But it wasn't 50%. He was on his
Yeah, it's not even
On the
that
last
serious.
episode I did, it said him and his team was pushing for 50-50, bro. It's documented.
Yeah, but that shit's dead. That shit was dead in the water though, because he didn't have that option. Because when he went to the sanction body, 50-50 was out of the question.
Yeah, it's dropped out. He made it more real by going to the sanctioned bodies, so he could at least get 30%. And then,
But the point is, the nigga wanted 50-50. That's my
at the
point.
beginning he did. With his team and his team, they did want that.
What are we talking about?
But you might want 50.
What we're saying is,
for the avenue, which is at
30%.
30%.
You asked me to voice my opinion. Now I'm going to voice my opinion. Now you want to overtalk. Can I speak or you want to just talk? I can mute my mic if you like. It's up to you. Just let me know. Go ahead. I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted again, the man wanted 50-50. Now, whether he was going to get that from the sanctioning body, which was the WBC or not, I don't fucking know. but he wanted 50-50. And all we saying is, nigga, you were in no position to even warrant that because this man has all the fucking belts. That's all we were. At least that's all I'm saying.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead.
That's fair, E3. But the problem behind that is when he already moved past that when he went to the sanctioning body, and his percentage was going to be lesser than that. So that's fair. You saying that, but when the next step was made, that was already dead in the water. That's already done and dealt with. That's a past story in that moment that was going on at that time. The moment he went to the sanctioning body, because he wasn't going to get that percentage through them.
And that was
That
his
means
fault.
he accepted the fact that he was going to get less.
That's his fault. He shouldn't even did that shit to begin with. He should just
First
took
of
the
all, I don't
initial
know if
offer.
somebody is his fault. First of all, who again? I keep on asking who was paying for this fight.
You're deflecting. It's
I'm
his
not
fucking
deflecting.
fault
I'm
because
asking
he
you a
didn't. Hold
simple
on.
question. That's
Hold
not
on.
deflection.
No,
Who
no, no,
was
no.
going to pay
You're
for this fight? To
deflecting.
have an offer, you have to have somebody to pay for it, right?
Really, motor mouth, you are deflecting, sir,
How am I deflecting? How am I
because
deflecting?
he
This is
didn't.
directly
Well,
on
if
the
you shut the
topic.
fuck up and let me speak.
It's trigger lips, E3. It's trigger lips.
Oh, okay, my
I
bad.
ain't tripping.
Trigger lips. If you be quiet and let me speak, I can answer your question if you let me. I mean, god damn. Like I was saying, it was his.
Punch you first. Fuck that.
Okay. It was his fault because the motherfucker wouldn't even allow for it to get to that point to see who was going to put the money behind the fight. He didn't even let it get to that point because he wanted more money that he didn't deserve. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense if he didn't go to the sanctioning body.
Oh my God.
You can't say, "Oh my God," when the sanctioning body, the percentage of the
I
sanctioning
just
body
said didn't
was
make any
clearly
sense, bro.
65% of better
All he had to do was say,
Oh my God.
all the niggas bluff just to see, okay, is it top rank? Was it Matchroom? Was it Turkey? Was it Frank Warren? Like, he didn't even let it get to that point.
Well, obviously
Because
he
he
would have knew
said
it
no
wasn't top
off the
rank because he
rip.
was signed to Top Rank at the time, so he would have knew it wasn't top rank.
Okay, but you get what I'm trying to say. You just playing you're playing semantics.
No, you
All
just
I'm saying is the
trying-
nigga didn't even let it get to that point because he was trying to get more than what he was worth.
You
So
can't
they
say
said,
he didn't
okay,
let,
well,
you
fuck it,
can't
we
say
can
he
move up
didn't
to
let it get to that
140.
point when
He
when
gonna
the
get a
moment he
belt.
went to the
It'll be
sanctioning bodies, he let it get to that point. When he went to the sanctioning body, he let it get to that point. That's the point that y'all missing.
No, he didn't
let
let it get to that point because
at
you
that
know why?
point.
Trill, Bill, and Devin had already moved on. They had already moved on. They already
No,
had
they
a belt
did.
place on them at
They
one
No, they
did.
point.
didn't. Cap
They
season.
didn't move on just
They
yet.
didn't move on. They dropped the
E3.
belts. Didn't you? Wait a minute. You just went on a rant for 20 fucking minutes talking about how he dropped the
After
belt.
he did
So
it.
how the fuck they didn't move on? See, I listened very carefully. Okay, Brilliant. I
No,
heard
you
you.
I'm gonna
listen good
leave it
enough because I
alone.
said that he dropped the belts after he did it. Keyword.
Nah,
After.
nigga, he dropped the belts once he moved on. Is my fucking point.
Oh,
He moved on.
bullshit.
There's no need to
So
keep the
what?
belts when you moved on and you wasn't planning on going back down. Why move up
So
and then come back down and fight Shakur? That don't
can
make
I do a
sense.
can I do a correction actually
No,
to
no,
what?
no, no David Hasselhoffs. This is
Okay,
between me and
okay.
Brim. He wanted some
No,
smoke,
let him
so let's
speak. I'm
go.
about to get off this phone. I got to get back to my computer.
Now,
So let's go.
now you want to go? Yeah.
Oh, don't
First of
do
all, I
that,
got 4%.
Brim.
I'm
Don't
I
do
involved.
that.
You need some help? You need some help
Nigga,
with your son?
have I ever needed your help?
Yeah, I knew it. I
You
knew
know
it.
I'm a G3, so cut the
Now I
shit,
want
bro.
to come outside to
I'm
play. Now you
maximizing my
want to
time to
play?
the
Okay.
fullest right now, chopping it up with my brother right now.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, man. Brim, you did
Go ahead.
ask us, though. You did ask
Nigga,
him for
he done
smoke.
drowned. Go ahead.
Yeah, you asked this nigga for smoke, and then all of a sudden he gives it to you, and then you
No,
like,
because
well,
the reason
hold
why,
on.
because I'm looking at my
Let
phone,
me
it
get
says
to this
4%. I'm
dumbass
looking
shit.
at the
He
clock,
already
it
know
says
my position.
2:52. Shit can change in a minute, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay.
Yes,
I love you,
Okay,
E3. You my brother. You my nigga if you don't
I
get
love
no
you too,
better.
man, but you full of shit. You full of shit
No,
on
I'm
this
not.
topic.
I'm
That's
not full
all.
of
look,
shit. We just disagree. I'm
That's
not full of
fine.
shit. We just disagree. I'm
You
not full of shit, though.
15, 20 minutes straight. You talk about how this nigga moved on and he dropped the bills, and now all of a sudden he didn't move on.
No,
Nigga,
I
which
didn't
one
say
is
you're wrong. What are you talking
okay?
about?
Well, we're
That's
gonna
what I
listen
said.
to the
What I
tape. The
said
next
was
time I go live,
hey, you
I
got
you
said
gonna
you
he
you
got
went
gonna
to the
time?
sanctioning bodies and Devin dropped the belts afterwards.
I thought you had somewhere to be. I thought you had to
Yeah,
finish.
Brim. You still talking? Go ahead and explain your point, Brim. Get
Go
him,
ahead. I'm gonna mute
goddamn
my mic,
E3.
Yo,
bro.
I'm gonna fight you, E3.
Take
Give me
over,
time.
bro.
I'm out of here though. My phone about to die anyway.
Goodness gracious.
Good job.
Really?
Stand y'all
Go
colors.
ahead, Blue.
Oh, shit.
Stand y'all colors.
Listen, so what actually happened? Hold on. This is what actually happened. So he pressed for the fight,
Yeah.
and then he waited. He pressed for the fight. He got an extension, They gave him a week extension because Devin Haney waited to the last minute and then asked for extension for a week. He got the week. He waited to the end of the week, and then what he did is he told them, "Look, I'm gonna move up and weight." As soon as he told him he's gonna move up and weight, he dropped the belts. That's how it actually happened. It didn't happen the way, you know what I'm saying, exactly the way, but it was damn near close to what he said. That's the only thing I was gonna correct. You know what I'm saying? Because when he moved up and weight, he chose and made it easier for him to get out of it by moving up in weight. So he did drop the so I'm gonna say this because this is just how I feel, and I'm gonna hold him accountable. He dropped the ball. He should have took the fight because then he could have basically called their bluff. You see what I'm saying? And if he would have did that, you never know. Basically, he just called the bluff and either got the fight or wouldn't have got the fight. But he still gave him an out.
And we would have known who was going to put the money up because that's
there you
shit.
go.
And all I'm saying is, shit, the court didn't even let it get to that point.
Yeah.
He didn't even let it get to the point because he didn't call him bluff.
Yeah, so I mean, he but technically he actually did try to call his bluff. But what happened was Devin Haney said, "Fuck it, I'm moving up. Instead, I don't want to fight you now." So I mean, you know what?
And that was poor management by not only him but his team because shit.
Yeah, because they let him have an out. They let him have an out.
He won 35 anyway. And it was rumors of him moving up to fight Regis. Like, we knew this shit. So
yeah, he let him have an out. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. He let him have an out. And if he would have just basically said, you know what, I'm gonna take that 25%, then we would have known. If Devin Haney was
not like Devin never defended his belts. That nigga defended his belts twice, bro. He defended it in the rematch against Kambosos, and then he defended it against Long.
But see, the point I was always trying to make is he knew he didn't want to fight because otherwise he would have did that. And I feel, this is just my opinion, I felt like that's why he lowballed him. You see what I'm saying? To me, it was a low ball, and obviously to Shakur it was a low ball. But that's just my opinion. You see what I'm saying? So some other people will say it's not a low ball.
I feel like Top Rank, if they really wanted Shakur to be the top guy at their promotional company, instead of putting Lomachenko in that third spot to fight Devin Haney, it should have been Shakur.
Facts. But they didn't want to give it to him, though. You know that, though.
Several live streams throughout the years, and motherfuckers just totally ignored it. But if you're going to get mad at somebody, don't get mad at Devin Haney and Bill. Get mad at Bob. Because they took that shitty ass deal to go over there to become undisputed. All Bob had to do is say, okay, motherfuckers, I know y'all ain't going to stay, so let me go ahead and do this just to make sure that y'all ain't leaving with these belts. I'm going to put Shakur here, and once Shakur kick y'all ass, then I can make Shakur versus who?
Stay longer. He could, but yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
You're right. You're 100% right, because once he took that belt, his
That's
contract is automatically. Yeah, but no matter what, you still got a point though, because if he would have took that fight and won that belt, his contract automatically extended.
Exactly. Won the belts, and then he could have made the fights with Loma, because we know Shakur didn't want to fight Loma anyway. Shakur ain't gonna turn that down. So that's how I feel like Bob should have played. But
I will say this to you, E3 though. Fucking Shakur was mad. He talked shit about himself though. He said, man, he said the reason why I know I really didn't get that fight with Loma is because the sparring that we did, me and Loma. He said I fucked up sparring him the way I did. And that's what it was.
He need to quit sparring all the motherfuckers.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You need to stop sparring motherfuckers.
You get to see how cold he is. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, you gotta be more lean. You gotta let them think they gonna win, and you gotta go in there and let them have a little bit of fun with you. Make them think that they doing better than what they actually can do. Shit, fuck it. He's so competitive. You gotta understand. He's so fucking competitive. He ends up like, oh, you think you gonna do this to me? So he turns up on him.
But see, that's the shit that I've been trying to tell them Shakur Stevenson fans, bro, for years. Like, I can't really get mad at Devin. Like, I get y'all point. But on the flip side, the nigga that put Lomachenko and Devin in that position was who? Top Rank, Bob Earl.
Yeah.
He wanted Loma to get, and when the shit backfired and he lost, now Devin gone. Now he ain't got to come back to the table to make a deal with Shakur. If he don't want to, he can go do whatever the fuck he want to do now. So that's all I be saying, bro, with that shit. I feel like Bob should have put Shakur Stevenson in that third spot, and then if Shakur would have won, he could have mashed him up alone.
Yeah, most definitely.
But shit, man, I'm about to get off of this bitch, bro. We done been on here for damn near 4 hours, man. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me on the panel, man. Shout out to Q. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to the General. Shout out to Brimley. Shout out to Go D-Lo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Until next time.
Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man. God bless.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Goat thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound. Killing these topics with analytics. Silencing all the critics, trying to bite the style. They get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing. So antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it, and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks, cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show, cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins. Goat thriller, cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait. I am the greatest. Yeah, I said it.